Three letters. MVP. Three more letters. SGA. And three words. Back to back. Three more words. Belt to ass. SGA last night was nothing short of spectacular. As you can see from the title of the show, I think it's undoubtable now that SGA is the greatest guard of this generation. Might, in fact, be the greatest player of this generation. We'll get into that. Last night, SGA put on an absolute masterclass, and I think that might be an understatement, against his fellow MVP frontrunner, Nikola Jokic. And the way that he outclassed him, the way that he led an Oklahoma City team with J-Dub out, iHeart out, Chet out, and some more players out, he led them to victory. Not only did he hit the go-ahead three, or the three that should have sealed the game, Nikola Jokic had a 4-point play, and then SGA came back and iced the game with a crazy step-back game winner. And as if that wasn't enough, SGA ties Wilt Chamberlain's 20-point consecutive record at 126. We got to talk about all of this, fellas. SGA gave us a lot last night, and we are going to do our best to unpack everything from an incredible player that is, quite frankly, just running this generation. Thoughts on this, Mars, Chill, Penn, Chat? What is going on in Oklahoma City?
You said SGA, BTA, MVP. You forgot one. You forgot
what
one.
I forget?
PWR. Penn was right. You forgot that one. You forgot that one. I seem to remember a panel erupts in SGA versus Kobe conversation that had 66,000 views, in which I was gassing it.
Yep.
Nope. Penn was early. Let's say it. Let's say it. Let's say it loud. Let's say it proud. Penn was early. Now get me off the big screen.
I'm not wrong.
I'm early.
Just early.
So, Ron, I was doing some homework, and Mars, you know I'm a historian of the game, so I like to deep dive into history. And the first thing that I was thinking about watching that game last night, Oklahoma City legit has 12 guys. So when they're whole, they're starting five. They go J-Dub and SGA in the backcourt. In their front court, they go Dort, Holmgren, Hartenstein. That's their five. Is that correct? So after them, I got Wallace, Wiggins, Isaiah Joe, Jalen Williams, Kenrick Williams. I got the kid McCain, and I feel like I'm
Kenrick
forgetting
didn't even
somebody.
play last night.
He did. Yes, he did. Number 34, Williams.
No, he didn't play last night. Kenrick played last
night? Who am I thinking? Mitchell. That's the other guy that I'm thinking about. And Mitchell, AJ Mitchell.
The other guy.
That's 12. That's
the guy.
That's 12. That's 12 legit guys. Now I went back and I did some homework because I'm thinking to myself, which teams, the best teams that I've seen, and I ain't even just talking about the best teams that I've seen, just the best teams in NBA history had 12 guys. Like that Boston Celtic team in the 60s. I think that 64 team is the best team that they ever had. Maybe the 62 team, but I think that 64 team is the best team they ever had. They had 8 guys. That Laker team, I mean, not the Laker team, I'm sorry, that Celtic team in 86, which is considered the best team that the Celtics had ever had. They had 10 guys because their starting five went Dennis Johnson and Danny Ainge in the backcourt. I got Bird, McHale, and Parrish in the front court. Then I got guys like Rick Carlisle coming off the bench, Jerry Seastings coming off the bench, Bill Walton coming off the bench. Like they had 8, 9 guys. Then I thought about that Laker team in 87. They had 8 guys. The best team that they ever had in with the Lakers in 87, and I'm sorry, in 2001, when they ran through the playoffs with Shaq and Kobe, they had 9 guys legit. I think it's a testament to what Mark Daigneault is doing with these guys in terms of managing minutes, knowing exactly what space to put these guys in, knowing how many minutes that these guys play, putting a scheme together so these guys are in a perfect space that they can produce. This kid, AJ Mitchell, when he comes off the bench, he knows exactly what he's supposed to be doing. I am a defender within the scheme of what we're doing. I'm not a great defender, but I'm a defender within the scheme of what we're doing. But my job is to get downhill and take quality shots and get quality looks. He doesn't really take a lot of bad shots. I did see him shoot an air ball, but he doesn't really take a lot of bad shots. And I love that about him. this group, in terms of a collection of 12 guys, this is some of the most amazing stuff that I've ever seen.
Chill, it's really 13. I don't know
I
which
feel like
guy
I was leaving
you
somebody
forgot.
out, bro.
Yeah, I don't know if you forgot
somebody out.
Isaiah Joe. I don't know if it was
him.
Aaron Wiggins.
I said him.
I
said
I'm pretty sure you said Jared McCain, right?
So Wallace comes off the bench. Bench. Joe comes off the bench. Wallace, Joe,
Wiggins, J. Will, Kenrich, AJ Mitchell, Caruso.
That's what I forgot, Miles. Caruso. They got 13.
Hey, chill.
I knew I was forgetting somebody. I was like, I'm forgetting somebody.
But think about the guy that you forgot, though.
Alex Caruso.
Like that's in how important was he during their playoff run last year?
Like they don't win without him. They don't.
That's how deep you are. And you know what's funny, Chill? When I mentioned the four guys that were out, I forgot to mention Alex Caruso too. So it's like this team is so deep. Alex Caruso's almost an afterthought. It's ridiculous.
I thought Denver did a good job, and I want to make sure that you guys have a chance to talk about this, but I thought Denver did a great job in making those other guys make plays and make buckets, and they did everything that they could to keep the ball out of SGA's hands. And I don't think that guys understand. Like, I'm a big fan of guys who don't chase the ball, but they get the ball. What I mean when I say that is a guy who chases the ball, he brings the defense with him. But a guy who's patient goes and gets the ball, and that's what SGA did. He didn't chase the ball knowing that they were keyed on him. And that was giving a bunch of those guys a bunch of different looks, a bunch of different wide open looks, which is why I'm so enamored by this group in terms of a collection. Like these guys, in terms of the 12 guys that they have, for them to have to do their job. Okay, we're going to make Jalen Williams make shots. We're going to make Isaiah Joe make shots off the dribble. We're going to make these guys rebound as a collection. All of these guys. You're not going to do it, SGA, even though he ended up doing it. But you're not going to do it. And what it reminded me of, Penn, was when they were in the 2011 NBA championship between the Dallas Mavericks and the Miami Heat, where Dirk Nowitzki's attitude was, just keep it close. I'll finish it. I'll end it. Just keep it close. I might not be great the entire game, but just keep it close, and I'll finish it for us. And that's kind of what it reminded me of yesterday, even though SGA was awesome, but those guys were good enough where it stayed close and SGA just ended it. He's fantastic, man. He is.
Mars, I would like to hear your thoughts on what you've seen last night. I know this might be hard to, put in a sentence or in a soliloquy or, to really explain what you've seen last night. See, this is one of these nights that we're going to talk about, I believe, 10, 15 years from now. The night SGA took down Jokic, hit the game winner. I think this is one of those shots like that celebration where he was holding up the deuce. I think this is one of those clips that we'll see for a very long time. But like, what are your thoughts on everything that happened yesterday?
There's a super chat from Whippity Scoopity that I agree with. I think that's kind of encapsulates my thoughts.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up so you can read it.
Yeah.
Where's Mr. Scoopity? Here we go. This one.
Yeah. He said the game winner by SGA was his 2016 Steph half-court 3 buzzer beater moment.
Against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and it's not to say that this moment was more impressive or whatnot, but that game, if you remember, like everyone basically said that was the game that made Steph like the unanimous MVP. Like the MVP's over in February. Everyone knows it's Steph. Just call it. It's done. It was also kind of like the moment where everyone kind of, I'm not going to say accepted Steph was the best in the world because obviously Bron still existed. But if he was around at the time, that was the time when people were like, oh, he might be the best in the world. Like no one can do what he can do. I think last night's game, more than just like the game-winning shot the first time, then the game-winning shot the second time. I think more than that, just the overall control of the game Shai had last night against the contemporary, like Steph did it against KD and Russ and them. Shai doing it against Jokic, a Denver team that was pretty much whole except Peyton Watson. Meanwhile, he was missing 4 of what I would say his top 6 best players. And then they still come in, win the game, dominate the game in the way he did. Obviously, the scoring, the playmaking, the way they're having to double team him at all times, and he's still able to create for himself and others. It was just a masterclass. And I do think, to Ron's point, I do think this is the game when Shai's retired and there's another guard coming along, whoever that may be, and then the people defending Shai are going to bring up games like this one. Like, your guy couldn't do this. Your guy couldn't play against X player and dominate in this way. They couldn't do what Shai could do in games like this.
Is this going to be the bar, Mars? Is this going to be that bar game?
Yeah, I do think this is like, these are the type of games where it's like the story of players, because as players retire and their careers are over, the bad moment, well, the average moments tend to get forgotten.
Sure.
The extremely low moments get remembered. The extremely high moments get remembered. And that's kind of how someone's career is written.
Sure.
This is going to be one of those extremely high moments when it comes to Shai. When you're comparing Shai to whoever in the future, you're comparing Shai to whoever currently. Games like this are going to be the ones you reference. And rightfully so. I think he played as close to a perfect basketball game as one could play. Like, there wasn't many mistakes. There wasn't bad decisions. He was creating for his teammates. He was getting wherever he wanted. He was playing within the flow of the game. He was making big defensive plays. Like, he did literally everything that a basketball player, a guard, could do in a high leverage game, and then came out with the game winner on top. Like, there's no notes. There's no analysis that can say, oh, he should have done this better. There's nothing. He played a perfect game of basketball. There's nothing you can say he could have done better, in my opinion.
Which I also think is
other than maybe get one extra rebound, then he would have had a triple-double. I don't know.
Also think that's interesting too, Mars, because Joker was awesome last night, by the way. It wasn't like Joker was It wasn't like Joker was good and, he had a ho-hum night. He was awesome last night, Penn.
Yeah. 32, 14, 13. We were very, very desensitized to those numbers. Clutch
he was
three.
Awesome last night.
He was huge down the stretch. He was
they went band for band. They went band for band. Your turn, my turn, your turn, my turn. And I thought Joker was awesome last night. We've discussed plenty of different times up here about Joker's inability to defend, and I've basically summed it up where he just doesn't have the ability to defend at a high level. There was a play in the third quarter where Cason Wallace ended up getting a dunk on the baseline. Joker's trying to shoot the gap in the corner because he can't leave Isaiah Joe open, because Isaiah Joe had previously, I think he knocked down like 2 threes previous to that. So I can't leave him wide open. But because Oklahoma City, Jalen Williams was knocking down shots. Aaron Wiggins was knocking down shots. Isaiah Joe was knocking down shots. They had spread Denver out so wide that it was difficult for Joker to even guard the paint. It was almost, even though he's not good at it anyway, because he was so spread out, it was almost impossible for him to guard.
I think a lot of players on this Thunder team are very underrated. Jay Will is one of those players that I really like him. But this Aaron Wiggins, Jared McCain, the dribble, pass, shoot, pressure that those two can create, especially when playing with SGA, I think it can make it a lot harder to gang up on SGA, right? Because you're wasting a lot of defensive effort to deny him the basketball, and then AJ Mitchell just catches it on the top and just beats his man off the dribble. So I love the skill set. And I really, really like this Jared McCain addition. I kind of liked it when they made the trade. I'm starting to love it. Like, I'm starting to feel like, oh my God, what a steal. And
Philly had to get off of him, though. They did.
No, why? Why do they have to get off of him? He's on a rookie contract.
He was, but I think that it was going to be a problem moving forward because he's that good, and it was going to ultimately end up with some sort of dissension throughout the course of the group. Throughout the core of the group. Should he be starting over VJ Edgecombe? Should he be starting over? Because I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't think he's a rotation player. I think he's a starter, to be honest with you. But because Oklahoma City got so many players and they're so awesome that he's got to come off the bench. And I think it would have caused some dissension. And they were in a situation in Philly where they had to make a decision between the two of those guys.
I mean, I don't think you have to make a decision at all. I think he's a perfect sixth man. I think his skill set lends itself very much to previous six men like Jamal Crawford and guys like Lou Williams. And because he's not a great defender, you can always justify bringing him off the bench. I just think that his ability to dribble, pass, shoot, just again in a league which is very wide and spread out, like his ability to create offense, puts a lot of pressure on the defense. So I like him. And you know what? Any decision that makes Nick Nurse and Daryl Morey look bad, I'm for it. I'm happy. You know, they're catching a lot of strays right now, and I'm here for it, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I again, Ron, we're talking about SGA being awesome. And I don't know if you know this, Ron, but SGA has moved over from Converse to Nike. And Nike now, I know you guys know that Nike owns Converse. So this is actually the perfect time to do this, especially considering who Oklahoma City is and if they win the NBA championship, to move him over to Nike and for them to win the NBA championship and him win the league MVP again. They're going to put the machine behind him. And what he's going to turn into, in my estimation, when I watch this, what he's going to turn into the media darling that Bryant should have been had he not got wrapped up in that nonsense in 2003. That's who SGA is going to be. The guy that I equate it to is Russell Wilson and Michael Vick. Like, Russell Wilson
is going to be a media darling, man. I don't think so.
I think that they're going to love him. Just if you look at the way he dresses, if you look at the way he carries himself, he's married, he's got a baby. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think that don't quote me on that because I don't think there's another one coming. But I do know that he's married with a child, and he's got this image that's perfect for what Nike is trying to push. Everything about him in terms of a basketball player. That's the downside, though. That is the downside. That is the downside. Yes, that is the downside. That he's not American. That is the downside. But I mean, he is North American, though. He is North American, and they're gonna push him. They're gonna push him in that aspect. I think he's gonna turn into the media darling that I thought Bryant was gonna be before he ended up getting into that nonsense in Colorado.
He lacks the natural charisma that Kobe had. First of all, his answers are way too long. I mean, he suffers from the same deplorable condition that I do, which is he's extremely long-winded and very thoughtful. So he gives these like long-ass soliloquy answers where he sounds like he's Aristotle or Plato or some shit. That's not like job finished, job not finished. Like Kobe had a natural charisma to him that made him very marketable. That was
Bryant years later, though, Penn. I mean, job not finished. That was in year 16 when he said that.
Yeah, he was also taking I think he was taking Brandy to the prom, yo. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, like Kobe was cool. SGA is not cool.
I would disagree. I think SGA is a pretty cool guy.
He looks like
I love SGA, but I don't think he's Kobe cool.
The fits that he wears to the court, that's one of his biggest things. They call him Mr. Aura. On top of that, Shai got something where he's like, he looks like he's not trying. Shai legitimately, the way he plays might be the coolest. And I'm not gonna lie, like y'all gonna call it glaze. Shai might be the coolest guy I've ever seen on the court, where it just looks like he's effortlessly not trying. Like that's
on the court is a totally different question.
It's both though. It's a little bit of both.
Branding.
Well, I mean, off the court branding kind of goes with on the court branding too. Like Air Jordan became Air Jordan off the court because Air Jordan on the court.
Okay, can we please not compare the coolness factor of Michael Jordan to literally anybody?
But he wasn't always that.
Lest I get called a zesty Jeffrey.
No, but he wasn't always that, and I think that's the point. Like SGA is kind of going, is kind of moving into that mold of being. I think he's moving into that mold of being that cultural icon, and I think that with this shoe deal. I think that's going to tie. I think that with this shoe deal, with him moving over to Nike, I think that's going to be a big deal, and it's going to be substantiated, Ron, by the fact that he's got the game to go with it. Like this isn't just a gimmick, right? This isn't a dude who we're pushing in front of everybody, and he really isn't that good. No, he is that good, and that's what all of this stuff is going to be substantiated on. The fact that his game goes with all of this charisma, the look. All of that stuff.
Yeah, I personally think SGA is very cool. Like on and off the court. And that's not necessarily to compare him to Kobe or compare him to Jordan, but like as of players right now, I think SGA is the coolest player in the league. I think the younger generation would agree with that.
If you look at the guys in the league, like if you look at the guys in the league, and as awesome as he is, because again, what I want to make sure that I'm being clear on is, Like there's guys who are cool, but their game doesn't substantiate that. If you look at SGA, he's got that kind of game to go with his charisma and his aura. Like he a real chill dude, but will bust your ass, will give you the business, but also give you a pound after the game too. Like, my man, you take care, brother. That's him. That's the type of dude he is.
As of right now, I think jersey sales are a pretty good indicator of who people are really rocking with. I know that some people might disagree with that. Right now, 2025, 2026, according to a Reddit post that I just pulled up, it's Steph, Luka, Jalen Brunson, Wemby, LeBron, Ant, and then SGA. Then Tatum, then Jokic, then Maxey, then Flag. So, I mean, honestly, if we're talking cool going forward, jersey sales, Ant, Cade, I think the younger generation probably identifies with those guys more. And from a branding perspective, the fact that they're American probably helps them a lot too. I just have a really hard time believing that Nike would want to face the league to be Canadian. Now, as someone who's living in Canada right now, I'd love to see it. No disrespect. I don't think it's going to happen, yo. I think y'all are very specifically calling him cool. I don't think he's cooler than Luka. Okay, I don't think he's cooler than Ant. I mean, I'm using the very, very high school definition of cool.
I could get Ant. Luka
not that cool.
Luka cool as hell, man.
Luka's not that damn cool.
No, he isn't.
It's hard to be cool when you doing this all game.
Yeah, it's real difficult.
You know, like that.
What's the biggest charge against SGA? Flop. Flopping's not cool. And unfortunately, that's just how people talk about him. No, I get it. I'm just saying that.
What I want to make sure that we don't get away from is the fact that how Mars said last night was a watershed game. If Joker ends up hitting that buzzer beater, does now the edge go to Joker? Considering
he couldn't, he wasn't in the game. He got subbed out for defensive purposes.
He did for that. I think that. Well, he ended up hitting that three to I think tie the game. Yeah. And then they ended up
great
taking
shot
him out.
By the way.
Yeah, huge shot, absolutely. But if he ends it, if they could have gotten that stop, then they would have gone into overtime. So are we looking at a different game if SGA misses that and we go into overtime and then Joker plays the way Joker was playing? He ends up hitting a buzzer beater or he ends up carrying them to victory. Are we talking about having a different look on Joker? Because I think we're talking
about Jokic masterclass. That's kind of how it goes.
Yeah, but we don't need to talk about a Joker masterclass. We just need to stick to SGA masterclass. We don't need
history is written by the victors. So when Shai wins and does what he does, we're going to talk about Shai having an amazing game, and everyone else is going to be an afterthought. If Jokic were to play the game he played and then hit a game winner, we were going to talk about Jokic being, is Jokic the MVP? Like that was going to be the conversation. It's kind of just how it goes. I think Jokic had a great game. I think Shai was the best player on the court.
There you go. Hey, Mars, Swiper is funny as shit, boy. I'm talking
what do you do?
Swiper is fucking hilarious. First of all, after the game, one tweet, I'm not kidding. It's one tweet he says, you can't even be mad at a game like that. The very next tweet, Joker is probably pissed. What? That's what he said. You can't even be mad at a game like that. Then the very next tweet, I know Joker is pissed. So only him can be mad. That's it. Fuck it. That's why for you.
But I think that goes from when you watching a game like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just one of them good games where it's like, I can't be mad about it. But I understand the big fella being pissed off though.
Maybe,
especially no, go ahead.
No, I'm saying then the sub that he be shooting at Shai when he put Jokic true shooting the shit on there, and then he put Shai shit on there in the fourth quarter. Swipe is a masterclass, boy. I'll tell you, Swipe be putting on masterclass for y'all, boy. Like he masked it up like he congratulating. He masked it up like he congratulating.
What's it?
Deep down, he really comparing.
That's the politics.
Or that's bullshit.
That's the politics of things, man. I think it's a little bit of both. But my thing is, I will be, and this is something that Swiper really talks about a lot when it comes to playing against OKC. And I understand it and why I would be pissed about it is because Tim Hardaway, you cannot sit there and watch. Well, Tim Hardaway, I think I like Tim Hardaway. I always have, and
He was hooping last night.
Yeah, and he hoops a lot though. My thing about Tim Hardaway is, bruh, you can't just sit there and watch Christian Brown get cooked. Like and Swiper talks about this a lot. Like when it comes to crunch time, you gotta go trap him. You have to blitz him. You have to get the ball out of his hands instantly. Like no thought, no thinking about it. If he passes the ball to Isaiah Joe or whoever's over here, I don't give a damn who it is.
Anybody else but him.
Anybody.
Somebody else.
I've been saying that. I said that game one. Remember against the Rockets when they had when he had that one-on-one with a man. I said that game one when like he made the game when I'm like, it's no way you allow Shai to go one-on-one. There's no possible way you allow him to do that. Like you just gotta allow the other people to beat you. If they beat you, cool. But Shai is going to beat you. Like he's going to beat you. It's
going to happen. In the chat is saying they tried to or they did. No, they didn't. Like they might have did it early in the game. They might have did it in the third quarter. Might have did it early in the fourth. Might have did it in the first. What's up, Miles? They might have. You know what I'm saying? They might have done it at certain times. But in those last two shots that Shai made, Tim Hardaway was one pass away, watching. Like this, the first one that he hit on the step back, Tim kind of took a couple steps over, and then it's like,
feet, man. Like
so it don't matter if it was. It don't matter if it. Well, no, that one. No, he hit that one right at the line. He crossed the 3-point line and stepped back. It wasn't like it was either way though. Chill. I wouldn't give a damn.
You talk about on the game winner, Ox?
No, the first one, the one before the game winner. Both of those though, Ron. Tim Hardaway was one pass away. Now, mind you,
leave Isaiah Joe.
Absolutely. Chill, Ron. Okay, now I won't do that. I was gonna say I'll leave Steph Curry, but that's crazy. Yeah, but Isaiah, but no, chill. I'm leaving Isaiah though. But we rotate though. I mean, you rotate. You know what I'm saying? And so it might be a little bit of a delayed closeout. Somebody's gonna close out, but it's no way I'm letting Shai rock Christian Brown, boom, go step back and shoot that in rhythm. That's a rhythm shot. That's a rhythm shot. Like that's something that he's doing in the gym. That's muscle memory. He's not missing that. That's like so Ron, we watching the game yesterday, and you remember that one move where Jokic took Jalen Williams to the middle, spun off it. The second he drops that left hip, and that's a bucket. Because it's muscle memory. That's a shot he's gonna make 1,000 times a week in the offseason. You know what I'm saying? That's something that's just in you. When you get to your spot, your feet are set off of the momentum. And it's about, so sometimes when you drench. So how like sometimes if you got a kid in the lab, right? And you doing first one ripping through, going to the rim. Boom. Okay. Now you got to imagine that the defense is on that. So now we ripping through, stop, hezzy, go. Now we're gonna rip through, stop, hezzy, put it on the ground and spin. You know what I'm saying? Because it's progression. You got to have a counter. Right. So that momentum is building up to something. When you got a move like that and your momentum is building, all that momentum is going into the ball, right into the net. You know what I'm saying? So that you have to come and you have to come aggressively.
What you're describing is it's like when you closing out on a shooter and like you don't have your hand up and then you see him shoot it and then once he shoot it oh shit, like that's how it is when it comes down to like Shai. It's like they watching Shai go one-on-one and then when he about to shoot it you like oh shit, I should have doubled or I should have did this. It's like no nigga, it's too late. Like all that shit is too late. Like you gonna have on Shai as soon as he start his rhythm dribble, I'm running over there. I'm forcing that pass. And I'm going with high hands. I'm forcing that pass so he can skip it up high in the air and we can recover. But to allow him to do the same song and dance in his territory, Shai is a one-on-one dude. In his territory, that don't make no sense. It's like letting Kobe go one-on-one.
Well, I hear what you guys are saying, but you guys gotta understand. No, you guys are right. But it's the reason why Isaiah Joe, Mark Dagnall's smart. It's the reason why Isaiah Joe was one pass away. That's the guy who, and Isaiah Joe's a big shot maker. big shot
That's
taker.
cool. He's
Big
not a
shot
bigger
maker.
shot maker than Shai.
But
100%,
no,
yeah.
he's not. But I'm saying though, it's like you look at the other 4 guys they had on the court. So you guys typically know you're saying rotate Ox. The ball will go to Isaiah Joe, somebody will close out. The next 2 guys in rotation are Jared McCain and AJ Mitchell. AJ Mitchell got 25 on the night. Jared McCain had already hit 2 or 3 big threes. It's kind of like damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Well,
Yeah,
shit,
but what
damn,
Shai got
well,
on the night?
damn, then you know
What did
I'm
Shai
saying?
have on the night?
Exactly.
Ron?
Yeah. I mean,
Ron, what did Shai have on the night?
At the
35.
end of the day, at the end of the day,
Hey, a black belt?
if you got the scouting
There you
report,
go.
yeah, if you got the scouting report, you're
Bro.
definitely told to get the ball out of Shai's hands in that
Bro,
situation.
but my thing is this though. We
did that
talk
all
about
night.
this is kind of the issue too that I have a little bit with the basketball discourse because we talk about Shai in a great light. He's this, he's that. But then when it comes down to doubling, you motherfuckers gonna talk about Isaiah Joe. Like, I'm not trying to hear that shit. If we gonna compare him to Kobe, Mike, all these motherfuckers, I'm doubling them. I don't give
Double
a shit
team.
about no Isaiah Joe. Isaiah Joe not in these conversations. Shai is.
So no,
They doubled him the whole game. Like,
They said they blitzed him all night,
Yeah.
Drench. That's number
I'm
one.
doing it the whole. I'm gonna keep
Why
doing
why
it.
stop? Why stop in the
Why
last
stop?
2
that shit
minutes?
wasn't
Exactly,
working.
exactly.
That shit wasn't working.
It
That's
don't work on the
why.
last play.
I don't care.
Like,
Yeah.
that's
It's
the
the last
thing,
shot.
right? And
Hell,
this is what happens
Jalen
with
Williams
coaches.
had
They get
7 threes
whatever
last
happens,
night.
they're gonna
7
get
of them.
blamed for the results.
Chill.
If they kept
It's no
doubling
bigger
him and
moment than the
inevitably
last
they
play
still
of the game.
scored, you guys would have said, "Why were they doubling him? It didn't work the
No,
whole
I
game."
wouldn't have said
But
that.
the-
I wouldn't.
I've been.
It's
A
the
lot
last
of
play of the
people.
game.
I'm not talking to you
one-on-one.
guys. I'm not talking to you guys. A lot of people would have said if they doubled him and the same thing happened that would happen in the whole game up until that point happened, which is OKC score easily. People would have been like, "You saw the doubles weren't working. Why did you guys keep doubling? You kept giving up layups. You kept giving up open threes." Because someone else hit the shot because you doubled him. When they don't double him and Shai makes 2 amazing plays,
Why aren't you doubling
why
him?
didn't you double the
No,
best
that's
player?
No,
not
but
how that
it's
works,
like-
Morris.
That's not what I'm
There's
saying.
no answer to what's happening. That's
Right,
why-
right, but
There was
no, there is
no
an answer.
correct
No,
answer to what you
Morris,
just
there is an answer. There is an answer. There absolutely is an answer. And there always is an answer when you're playing against somebody of the
Who,
caliber
Jesus
of
Christ?
SGA. The answer is make somebody else beat you. That's
Exactly.
always the answer.
Simple answer.
So what? But chill.
Yeah,
That's
and
chill.
they were.
Chill.
Going
That's
on.
chill.
No,
That's,
the
hey,
one-
that's
somebody else gotta make that
okay.
shot.
No, but exactly. That's it's not. It's
Mitchell was beating
that's
you.
okay. That's okay. That's I can go to sleep with that because
Shai beat
because
them
what
on
because
the
what's
game
up?
winner.
fine, but at the end of the day, when you're trying to win a game, and this is where I wish like analytics actually are important. I don't have access to them, but I'm fairly sure you would see OKC the amount of points they were scoring when Shai was getting doubled, and I know NBA coaching staffs have this data during the game.
Yeah.
They could see they were getting torched. They could see
Of
this
course,
is not a
that's not the
viable
point.
strategy.
That's not the point, though.
It's
Here's
my
the point.
I'm talking right now. It's my point. My
Yeah,
point
but
is they
It
were
is the
getting
point,
fried when doubling
It is
Shai.
not the point.
Therefore,
not
the
the point.
coaching staff.
Keep going, Moss.
How are you
Keep
telling
going,
me what
Moss.
my point is?
Moss, keep going, Moss. Keep going, Moss.
I'm
That's 100%.
I'm going
answering
to
this shit. I'm
Keep
answering
going,
this shit. I mean,
I'm
I'm telling you that
making
that's
my
not the
point.
point, too. Regardless of
I'm
whether it's your
making my
point,
point.
Ox point,
No,
I
I'm
don't know
making
whose
my
point it is.
point.
Whose point it is,
I'm
Shai
making
beat-
my point.
Keep
That's
going,
my
Moss.
point.
You can make your point afterwards. I'm making my point. Okay, so the Denver coaching staff could see Shai when they doubled him, they were getting fried. Jalen Williams was getting wide open threes, knocking him down. Jared McCain was getting wide open threes, they were knocking him down. AJ Mitchell was getting easy closeouts, he was getting to the floater, the mid range, he was knocking it down. They were getting wide open dunks under the rim because they were trying to zone up after the double, and guys were hovering in the dunker spot, easy layups, easy dunks. So they took initiative and adjusted. And what they decided to do, the last couple possessions, load up on the strong side so Shai has no room in the intermediate range, no room to get to the rim. He's going to have to make a tough 3 over the top. Before that point, Shai was 1 for 5 from 3, I think.
He wasn't.
I think he was 1 for 5.
He-
1 for 5, 1 for 4, maybe.
Yes.
I can't remember where exactly he was. He
Yes.
didn't have a rhythm going from 3. So they said, we can't double him because we're getting fried all night. We can't let him get to the mid-range. We know what he does there. We can't let him get to the rim. We know what he does there. So we're going to load up on the strong side, force him to make 3s over the top. Anyone who watches Shai knows the one thing that he doesn't really have in his bag is a sidestep going right. That's his step back 3 on his left. Crazy. He got that. Pull up 3s. He got that. That's decent. Going right, sidestep 3. He's made 2 of them the whole year. And that's the shot Denver forced him into at the end of the game because they gave up, they took away the drive, they were funneling towards the sideline. They played perfect defense. The guy made a shot that he hasn't shown he can make consistently. And the alternative was do the thing that you've been getting fried with all night. I'm not going to blame the coaching staff for taking initiative.
That's the hardest shot in
and
basketball.
doing. I agree. When you're
That
a
is
right
the
hand
Not for Shai.
sidestep
Not
going
for
right.
Shai.
Yes, it is,
Yeah.
Brent, because he doesn't do it.
But
That's why it's the hardest shot for him.
shown it, but like it's shown
certain players.
that's a shot
yes.
that's a shot that even Shai hasn't shown he can
have
make
that
consistently.
switch. They can make any fucking thing when it's
Nah,
time to do
Jordan,
it.
I'm not saying
100%.
he
It
can't.
don't matter about
I'm not saying he
consistently.
can't. I'm just saying that that's the hardest
Yeah,
shot for him to make.
all Shai has to do is make that shot one time. We're not asking him to make that shot 10 times. We understand that. We understand that. But once again, if you're a team and you're watching your team get fried by this thing all night, and then you then make an adjustment and force the player into the toughest shot they could possibly take, and they make it.
You live with that.
You tip your cap.
No, because he didn't force him. He didn't force him into anything. That's the only thing. Well, that's the only thing. The only thing is that he didn't force him into anything. He did what he wanted to do. He chose to take that shot. He had to do
based on what the defense was showing.
He was one-on-one. He was one-on. Chill. He was one-on-one.
He even said that himself. He chose that.
He was one. He was one. Okay. He was one-on-one. He was one-on-one with him, and he decided, this is what I'm going to do to you. And he did exactly what he wanted to do to him in a one-on-one setting. And it was that's my exactly, Mars. That's my point. What I'm saying is, I understand everything you said, and that makes sense from where you're coming from with it. I understand what you're saying. You're saying that he was doing this, it wasn't working. Now, the difference is, for a big shot maker, for one of the best players in basketball at the end of the game, I'm not going off of what's been happening in the first 3 quarters. I'm not going off the analytics. I'm not going off of that, although those numbers are correct. I understand that. But when it comes down to the last couple seconds of the game, and I got SGA right there, I'm not letting him go one-on-one with anybody.
It don't make no sense to do that.
I understand. Chill. I understand that he made this. That if he passes it, AJ Mitchell's a hell of a shooter. I understand that Isaiah Joe. I understand that the Jeremy Kane. I understand these. Okay, I'm just going back to the original point we were having. I understand that these dudes can shoot the basketball. What I'm saying, Chill, is I can go home with that.
Exactly.
I can go home because the name of the game is always make somebody else beat you.
100%.
Hold on. I want to play.
Shai caught the ball with 7 seconds left. He shot the ball with 4.5. He shot the ball within 2.5 seconds. How are you meant to double the guy when he's shooting 2.5 seconds later?
I want to play this clip
that's a
of Shai
genuine
talking about the last play.
Question. Go ahead.
This is Shai talking about the last play. And then, Miles, I want to hear from you. Appreciate you for pulling up. I want to hear exactly what you have to say about Shai last night and even that last game-winning shot. But this is what Shai had to say from a reporter post-game interview. You guys let me know if you could hear this, too.
Yeah, nah, I had no clue what I was going to do. I have answers to the test, but, like, I got to see the questions first. So once I seen he was on my left and I was going right, I think it was Christian Braun that was in the gap. So I knew I probably was like, if I drove to shoot a midi, it's probably gonna be a contested with 2 guys. So I tried to separate from the 3 and get a good, comfortable shot, and then went down.
Comfortable.
And that is the point. Because there's a difference between letting somebody go one-on-one.
The last play, there's no way what you guys are saying is accurate. For the first play on Christian Braun, I can maybe acknowledge they gave Shai too much time to size him up. He got to a step back. I can acknowledge that. And I think Ox was talking about that play. I'm fine with that. The last play, if you guys tried to justify that they should have double teamed him, I'm gonna say you need to.
You're double teaming on the inbound.
By the way, Mars,
but he didn't get the ball off the inbound. This is the thing. He was standing at the free throw line. AJ Mitchell got it. He runs up to come to the ball. Spencer Jones is pressing up to him. He catches the ball, spins off of Spencer Jones with 7 seconds on the clock, by the way. He's all the way 30 feet out. Christian Braun is down in the paint. He tries to step up. Within 2.5 seconds, Shai is rising up to shoot a contested side step 3. There's literally no possible way to double him. It's not. He moved. Watch the play, please. I'm begging you. Watch the play. There is no time for a double to come unless you are literally double teaming him before the inbound starts. And I'm gonna say, if you're trying to justify that, OKC would get a dunk. Like that would just be stupid.
Yeah, I think that's capped, Mars. I think once he passed the ball, I think he should have went.
He went.
That's double you should do in high school. That's a double
He
team.
went so
His back
fast. There's
turned,
no
go.
way for a double to come. I'm
Yes,
literally
it
watching
is.
the
You
play.
do that in high
I'm
school.
watching the play. Watch the
Yes,
play.
me
There's
too, nigga. I got eyes too.
So let's just say for the
No,
sake of
I'm telling you,
argument.
I'm watching it right now.
Mars,
I'm watching the play
Mars,
right
Mars,
now.
Mars,
He
please.
catches the
Literally,
ball.
Mars,
He
please.
catches the ball at the logo. He
As soon as
catches
you
the
see
ball
his
at
back,
the logo
go.
with 7 seconds to
God.
go.
You
He
soon as you
catches
see
the
his
ball
back,
at the
you
logo
go.
with 7 seconds to go. There is
That's
no
cap.
Aaron. I'm watching the play.
I can't
Right
believe
now.
this is a
I
debate,
can't-
man. This is
Mars,
crazy.
Are you watching it right now at
Mars,
this second?
Mars,
Are you
no,
watching it
Mars,
right now
wait
at
a
this
minute,
second?
Mars.
Are you watching it at this second? I'm just asking.
Mars,
Yes,
Are you
yes,
watching? Okay.
Mars,
So when I
what-
said he catches out the logo, how is that cap? We're watching the same play. How is that cap?
Yes, I'm. When he catches it at the logo, I'm watching. Is that Aaron Gordon looking dead at him?
Yeah. Aaron. Okay. Then this is where I'm.
Okay,
then this is where
so
I'm
is
with
he
you.
looking dead
And
at
then
him?
he
What do you
spins
do?
the other way. He goes
What
the
fuck that
other
gotta do
way.
with anything?
He
What
goes
does that
the
have to do with
other
anything?
way, making it so Aaron Gordon can't come across all that distance because seconds later he's shooting. Like, what are we talking about?
And on
Aaron
Aaron Gordon is on his right.
Brother, he's looking at him.
Aaron,
He's watching
yes,
his back.
He is looking
They
at
have
him.
a rule
Aaron
in
Gordon is
basketball.
on his right.
They have a rule
Jay
in
goes left.
basketball.
What
They
are we
have a
talking?
rule in basketball. They teach this in high school. If you see the back of somebody's jersey, especially a player like Shai, you go double. You don't sit and
He
look.
span away
and
from
watch.
it instantly.
No.
He
At all.
span away instantly.
Especially with
Like,
7 seconds
Aaron
left.
Gordon, if you're really watching the play I'm watching, he went away. He span away instantly.
regardless
He
of
had
whether
his
you
back
trying
turned
to-
for 0.21 seconds.
Regardless of whether you
Aaron
trying
Gordon
to
can't
make
double
this
that quick. He
about
just went from
what-
pressing AJ Mitchell.
No, what you're trying to do is you're trying to stretch the emphasis of what's going to happen here. As a team,
could he have
we
gotten
know.
to him? How could he have gotten to him?
Let me explain. As a
Please
team,
explain
we
to
I'm
me.
know.
gonna let you explain that.
As a team,
Go ahead.
as a team, we know coming out of the timeout,
Okay.
Shai's probably going to get the fucking basketball.
100%.
So
This
as
is the
a
guy.
team,
Yeah.
since
No
we
doubt.
know that,
Okay.
I'm not, if they pass the ball to Shai and
Yeah.
and I see the back of his jersey,
Yeah.
I'm not sitting there like Aaron Gordon, like, what do I do? No,
Okay.
I'm fucking running immediately. You
Yes.
teach that in high school.
Okay.
In high
Sure.
school, we
Now,
taught that.
Here's the problem with your logic, Jordan. The problem with your logic is when he got down screen, Jones overran the play, which is why Shai was able to beat Jones and get in front of him. Aaron Gordon is too far away to even get to the double. He's not even there. Now, on top of
Yeah.
that, which is
No,
what
no,
we're leaving
Chill,
out,
that's
Mars.
not correct.
Mars,
Because if
Mars,
Aaron Gordon
I'm
would have
sitting
just
here
ran
watching it.
behind him,
I'm looking
if
right at
Aaron
it.
Gordon
No.
would have just ran behind him, there would have
Mars,
been no step back.
Everyone
to his
looking at
right.
the same play and everyone coming to
There
different
would have been no
conclusions.
step
This is
back
why
to
Mars,
his right
I-
if Aaron Gordon
I
would have
think
just
the
ran
thing
behind him.
you
How
brought
can he
up-
step back if Aaron Gordon is running there?
I think the thing you brought up is.
Remember that thing I said about proprioception? This is proprioception.
I think the thing you brought up, Mars, is
I don't
very
even know what the fuck
interesting
you're talking
because
about. What I'm
we're
saying
talking
is,
about-
there's no
Can
way
we
this
just,
is
can
the
we
same-
please
back
let
right
Joe
if Aaron
talk,
Gordon
man?
runs there.
We just not gonna let Joe
Holy.
finish. We just not gonna let Joe finish.
This is no. Stay right there, Moss, because these are the same guys. These are the same guys who say somebody else has to do it. I'd like to hear from Jordan. I'd like to hear from Miles. When we're talking about in terms of bucket getters, in terms of all-time scorers, let me know when we get into the meat and potatoes of the game when double teams bother them. Go.
What? What do you mean when they get into the meet? It is not
Once again, we're in the meat and potatoes of the game.
Chill.
These guys
it's
get
not
doubled.
about- it's-
They get blitzed.
It's not about
Get
if
the
it
ball out of their
bothers
hands.
them.
Let me
Chill.
know when double
It's
teams bother
not
them,
about-
where they're still not looking to score. Go.
It's not about if the double team bothers him. That's not the point.
So what are you doubling him for? You're doubling him to get the ball out of his hands. That's what you said. That's why we're doubling him. Yes or no? Which is to bother him. So once again, Drench, I got arguably the best scorer in the game. He's going to get doubled. This guy's going to get doubled. Are you telling me that the double team is just going to make him pass? Who, by the way, was rolling?
It's not
at that
about
point?
if it makes him pass. Chill. If he just shoots. Look, if Aaron Gordon runs instead of planting his feet and watching Shai drive, if he runs, there's no step back. He doesn't step back to his right. He's going to run right into Aaron Gordon, who's going to contest it. That's what he's going to do rather than guarding the dude at the logo, watching Shai drive and just watching. Of course, he's going to beat you. That's what great players do. This is bro. We literally learned this defense from Shaka Smart. He ran it at VCU. Whenever you see the back of somebody's jersey, a player like Shai, go. You gotta go. You don't watch.
100%.
And say, oh, I'm gonna look at Shai drive and
Because
then you're just gonna allow your teammate to just be what it is. No, you go and you gotta help. You gotta
Ron,
do something.
Tell us how Aaron Gordon can get to him.
I can't
Tell
Hold
us.
on, right quick. Chill.
Oh,
Don't play the clip. Don't play the clip.
I'm not playing the clip. I'm not playing
Hold
the
on,
clip.
pull your phone
Right.
back
I'm
a
showing you
little
a
bit.
picture.
What-
That's
bring
it. Just
it
a
back
picture.
some. Bring
No,
it back
go
some.
back to
Bring
the
it back
catch.
some.
No,
Go back
yo.
to when he caught the ball.
Ron.
Go
Bring
back
it back.
to when he
Bring
caught
it
the
back
ball.
some.
What's good, Pin?
Bring it back some too.
Look at my
Yeah, go
screen
back,
share.
go back,
It's just
go
a
back to where he
picture.
caught the ball. Chill. Don't
have-
show
All right,
that.
hold on.
Go
Hold
back
on.
to where he
Pin
caught the ball.
got us. Pin got us right
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring it back some.
What is Aaron Gordon doing right now? He fucking guarding
He was-
somebody at half
He
court.
was just pressing AJ
Just
Mitchell
got
to
the
put the
ball.
ball in the
AJ
AJ
AJ Mitchell had the ball
and
though.
then AJ
Ron.
swung it to Shai, and then AJ swung it to Shai. I just want you to know,
Ron.
by the time that clock says
Dude.
6.7,
Hold on.
Shai has already turned around. Thank you.
And what is Aaron
Time
Gordon
out,
doing
time
right
out,
now?
time out.
By the
Time out.
time that clock is
Listen.
pressed 6.2, so in 0.8
What is
seconds,
Aaron Gordon doing right now?
I want everyone to know what Jordan is saying. In 0.8, we've seen 0.8 has come off the clock.
So right here, this is the first one.
Shai is already past Spencer Jones' hip. In 0.8 seconds, Jordan wants Aaron Gordon to get from where he was to block off Shai. In
No,
0.8
time out.
No, I don't.
That's not
Hold on, Miles. Hold on. Wait. Hold up, Jordan.
I also want everyone to know in about 1.5 seconds, the shot will be off.
Yo,
I just
this
want
is
everyone
All
to
right,
know.
go ahead, Miles.
And I know
Tap in right
Chill
quick, Miles.
And I know Chill sees it too. If y'all can put the picture back up. What?
All right, I'm gonna put all three of them.
What
the
Dredge is
first
trying to
one.
say is the player right here that's on the other side of the hip when he first catches the ball. If Aaron
Spencer
Gordon
Jones,
does
yeah.
what he's supposed to do, that guy will be able to come to the other side of Shai, and Aaron Gordon cuts off the left side so he can't go
Jones
back
can't do it.
left.
He's already out of the
There you
play.
go.
How's Spencer Jones meant to get back on his right side?
He's already gone. He's out of the play.
right now.
How?
Okay, so you see. Okay, so
So
you
he's
see
on
what
his left.
Aaron Gordon
Spencer
said
Jones is on his left.
Y'all don't see that? Aaron
Spencer
Gordon
Jones
was-
is on his left. How's he meant to get back to his
Aaron Gordon
right?
is
I know
sliding
he
down.
can.
All he
Yes,
has
he
to do
can,
is just
Jill.
run.
How can he
All he has to
not?
do
Wait,
is just
no. I'm
Shai.
confused
How
at
can
what
he not?
Miles is saying. How is Spencer Jones meant to get on his right side when he's on his left? How's he meant to do that?
What he's supposed to go on his right side, right when he catches the ball.
Oh no, I agree. He made a mistake in trying to steal the pass. I agree. He made a mistake. I agree with that.
Now he has to get rid of the ball. That's
I'm with you. Yeah, I'm not. Spencer Jones, when he tries to steal the pass, he's already killed himself. That's a mistake.
The reason why
Okay,
Shai
with-
shot the ball is because he
It's a
didn't see the
basketball
ball
IQ
coming.
thing.
That's why he shot it.
But no, I'm with you. That's now I'm gonna sound like Jordan. That's not my point. I agree with you that if Spencer Jones doesn't reach out the play and he's on his right side, the play can go totally different because now you can send him towards the help in the middle. I agree with you. What I'm saying is once Spencer Jones reaches out the play and he's on his left hip, Aaron Gordon can't make that recovery. Spencer Jones reaching out the play is what made all of that possible. I'm with you that in an ideal world, he doesn't try and steal the pass and instead plays it straight up and stays on his right, sends him toward the help in the middle. I'm with you on that. But when he doesn't do that, Aaron Gordon can't make that recovery. If anything, you're asking Tim Hardaway Jr. in the strong side corner to step up, which once again, that's one of the cardinal sins, helping off the strong side corner. But when it's Shai, maybe you can justify that. But asking Aaron Gordon to make that rotation when Spencer Jones is already on his left side, that's just not human. That's not feasible.
First of all,
that doesn't make sense.
you're not understanding exactly what I'm asking you for Aaron Gordon to do.
What are you asking him to do?
If you watch Aaron Gordon, instead of him running towards Shai, when Shai starts his drive, you notice Aaron Gordon drops down to the middle. Wrong. Once Shai started his drive, all he has to do is just run. He may not get there, but I can tell you what, Shai isn't going to step back because if Aaron Gordon is coming, he probably is going to see somebody coming to double. Now, he may or may not pass the ball, but even still, Aaron Gordon is over there to do something rather than just be one person. The reason why Shai is able to shoot it so quickly because A, he probably know that it's a double team coming, and B, he took the best shot possible. But what I'm saying is this. Aaron Gordon, instead of stepping down like he did and watch the show, wrong. That's Shai. Once Shai caught the ball, right, and you got Jared McCain at fucking half court. What? Who?
AJ Mitchell.
Okay, AJ Mitchell at half court. Okay, you got AJ Mitchell at half court. Why would I be sitting up there guarding AJ Mitchell at half court watching Shai go one-on-one? It makes
100%.
no sense. It makes no sense.
100%.
That's a cardinal sin that you learn. I'm guarding
And
somebody.
also,
He's not Steph. I'm guarding somebody 35 feet away from the
I
basket.
wasn't watching.
And also,
It's
also,
all-
also,
and
also,
just
also,
all-
Taylor
Did
Mars.
you not see it?
down. It's
Also, Taylor Mars.
Also, if he comes to set a
I like the
double
point you guys
handle
are bringing up about.
that's why he's
I like the point you guys are bringing up about the double teams like early in the game and stuff like that, and all the aspects of the analytics and all that. But we all know that a shot with 7 seconds left, 5 seconds left, is way different than a shot in the second quarter.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm
Of
saying?
course.
So that was our whole
So
point.
it's more
that we
difficult.
were
I
trying to
agree.
say.
It's more difficult.
It's 100% way more difficult. So that was our point the whole time. Shai cannot take that shot. That was our
He's
whole
going
point.
to
The
take
best
that
player
shot,
on your
though.
team,
Even if
cannot
he
take-
takes it, if Aaron Gordon just leaves his man and just runs, it's a better distraction.
I'm gonna
It's
be
a
honest.
distraction.
Spencer Jones smothered that shot, man. I'm gonna be honest.
By the way,
He
hold
played
on,
good ass
Mars.
defense. He played
Not
good
only-
ass
not
defense.
only-
Nobody's arguing that.
We don't need to like you guys are on the side of just get the ball out of Shai's hands. I'm not even gonna I don't necessarily disagree. Like I do well, get the ball out. I'm not saying I disagree with that. I'm just disagreeing with the feasibility of it based on that final possession. But what we don't need to lie is I like Spencer Jones didn't get a hell of a contest on that shot.
Yes,
At
he
some
did.
point,
He
we
did.
just got to acknowledge Shai just
There's
made
another
a
screenshot too. I can send it to him.
Now, maybe he shouldn't have taken that shot because at the end of the day, anyone but Shai, cool, I can understand that mindset. But at the end of the day, Spencer Jones contested the hell out of the shot. Shai knocked down a shot he doesn't normally make.
If you look at it though, I mean, he
tip our
contested it,
back
but
for
Shai
that
had a smooth release. Shai had a
Well,
smooth
No,
release.
Shai got it. Shai got it off.
He had plenty of room. He had plenty of room.
Shai got it off comfortably. Like I'm not. It wasn't like he had to double clutch it or anything. He got it off in rhythm. But once again, a sidestep right is not really in Shell's wheelhouse, especially from three. Like you thought, like not okay. I'm not gonna say forced him. He took a shot that he hasn't consistently shown he can make in a high leverage, high pressure situation against a hell of a contest. At some point, we have to tip our cap to greatness. At some point,
Ron, I
And
just
that
sent you
shot
the
is great.
screenshot
Like,
of where
that's it.
Aaron
We
Gordon
have
is
to
at
tip
when
our
the
cap to
shot was.
greatness.
I just
Mars,
sent
you
the
also-
screenshot
you
where
also-
Aaron Gordon
Inside the
was when the shot was
circle. Inside
taken.
the circle. That's right.
Aaron
You
Gordon
also-
slid
you also
over
gotta-
a little bit. If he would have just
You also
taken
got
it
you also
inside
got
the circle.
you also got to remember too, Mars, like that for Spencer Jones, like so forget all the double he should have this, that. My thing too, with that being said, was on both of those shots. So Mars, I was talking about the first shot, but even on that second shot,
I agree with you.
I'm still. Yeah, but even on that second shot, I'm still talking about Tim Hardaway, not Aaron Gordon. I'm still talking about Tim Hardaway, and I know, like you said, like don't leave that strong side corner. But for me, it's SGA. Damn it, he got to make it. But regardless, forget about all of that, right? I want to talk about the like you said, the defense Spencer played right there, right? Now maybe he did overplay on the initial pass, and that kind of got him out of position. But still, you got to understand how hard it is to guard Shai right there. Because don't forget, the score is tied up. So it's like I don't know if he's gonna shoot a three. I don't know if he's gonna try to blow by me. I don't know if he's gonna pull up midi. I don't know if he's gonna go to the rim and try to get fouled. I don't know what he's gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Because the score is tied up and we got 8 seconds of basketball right here. So the defender in front of him, I think getting that contest for Spencer, I think that was as good a defense as you could have played on SGA in that scenario. You know what I'm saying? So
sorry. Ron, do you have to do something?
Ron, you gonna show the picture? Because I was gonna show you.
I got your picture right quick, Jordan. I got your picture. We'll get to that in a second. Yo, chat. This is going to be a crazy episode simply because it was a crazy night of basketball last night.
Yeah,
we still got other things we got to talk about too. But we're not done with SGA. Before I get to where I need to get to, I just got to read Arch the Second's $100 super chat. Arch the Second sent through a red super chat, and y'all know what that means. That means that it is an emergency, and that means it is an alert. And Arch the Second is just trying to let you guys know that OG and Mars are cooking. That's it.
And I think
However,
we also left out. I mean, I know SGA is the best bucket getter in the game. I think so. I mean, Christian Brown played as good as defense as he could play on him. It wasn't
on
like
that first possession or all night.
All night. It wasn't like SGA was just. It wasn't like SGA was frying him and just getting open looks. He was in his face plenty of times. It was plenty of times where he had tough shots on him. Even in the meat and potatoes of the game, even in that fourth quarter, he had tough shots on him. So, I mean, I expect this from the best bucket getter in the game, the best player in the game. I expect that from him. So when we get to the end of the game, and Drench is going to show us the footage, we winning it or losing it with me.
Yo, in chat, I know you guys keep saying play the clip. show the video, show what happened so we could break it
They
down.
don't want us to get paid. That's what.
Yeah, unfortunately on YouTube we can't do that. If we could, I would have already did it, but very soon we will have rights to play NBA footage. You guys at the NBA and all of our posts, and let them know that they need to rock with us, because who else they gonna rock with? But Chill said that, SGA went off last night, and if you were smart, you took the more on SGA. And how you could have done that, how you could have profited off SGA is on Splash Sports. It's real simple. You pick anywhere from 2 to 6 players. You go more or less on their player projections, and you take money home. It doesn't get too much better than that, especially when you use code CHOICE after you download the Splash Sports app. You will get $50 when you play just $5. You get $50 when you play $5. I know the math isn't really mathing and that doesn't add up, but that's how Splash Sports is giving it up. All you got to do is play 5 and you will get 50. And the cool part about playing their quick picks, which is the best DFS game out there, because, well, you can make the most money and they have the highest multipliers. But what's better than that is you're playing against actual people. You're not playing against an algorithm. You're not playing against a sports book. You're not playing against artificial intelligence. It's you versus other real sports fans, real people. Like your friends that don't really know ball, but you know ball. Imagine playing against them, their basketball IQ versus your basketball IQ. You're going to take their money every time. That's what it's like. And it's so quick and it's so easy and it's so fun. We're going to show you exactly how to do it right here and right now. Fellas, we got some good games tonight. We got a crazy game tonight. What game is it tonight that's the big game?
Spurs and the Celtics.
Spurs and the Celtics.
Lakers Timberwolves is a big game too.
That is.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Raptors Rockets.
Oh yeah, the Raptors Rockets. Now let's rock with that Spurs and Celtics though,
I
y'all.
don't know about that one.
Give me the more and Jason Tatum. Thank you.
Absolutely.
JT, what's he at? That's 18 and a half or 16 and a half? 18 and a half?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
it could be
Fool, get your
20.
eyes checked. Shit, take the more on Jaylen Brown too.
Jaylen Brown's only down. Jason Tatum come back and Jaylen Brown go down to 24 and a half. That's heat.
Wemby at 23 and a half, I feel like it's free because they haven't accounted
me
for the
too,
fact that
right?
his minutes going up recently. So like
And
they're
who-
playing off his average, but
Nobody can guard him on Boston. So I mean, come on.
whoa. Respecting the Myers KO. Thank you.
Just went up.
Oh, it just went up to 24 and a half. Right when you said that. That's motion, Mars.
Hey, my
That's
bad.
crazy motion.
My bad.
Do we have any other Spurs picks that we want to take?
Mr. Ox, sir. How you doing this morning,
I'm
sir?
taking this right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What's up, Chill?
Mr. Ox, sir, I'd like to take I like that line on Foxy, 16 and a half. Can I have the more on that, please? Thank you.
That's a good
Everyone having a good game tonight, huh?
It's gonna be a high.
I mean,
Not everybody. No, not everybody. No,
These
not
are the
everybody.
4 that should really have a good game tonight, though. Like, it shouldn't even be a question. I like that 10 and a half rebounds from Wemby, too. I damn near like that more than
Yeah,
points.
I like
Okay,
that
you got
points,
it.
rebounds, assists for 30. Like, points, rebounds, assists is
Hey,
crazy.
they're not giving me none with Wemby right now.
It's because you've
You
already
already
got
took
Wemby
one.
on the thing. You've already got Wemby on the thing.
You got his
Nah,
points.
don't. It went away.
That's
Nah,
up
it's
there.
right there.
Look, I can see it.
Oh,
Get your eyes checked, fool.
Ah.
All right, we got
So
our
do
4
we,
picks.
wait. Do we want the points or the rebounds?
What y'all thinking?
Rebound.
Miles, what
Points
you
and
like?
rebounds?
You
Wemby
like
ain't getting
rebounds?
at 24 and a half.
Wait,
Wemby ain't
is
getting
point-
24
is
and a half.
point- both,
and
right?
rebounds a thing? Yeah, it's points and
Yeah,
rebounds
yeah.
a thing.
Oh, it is. Huh?
Yeah, because Wemby ain't doing that
There we-
24 and a
there we
half
go.
point.
Yeah, we'll do points and rebounds.
All right, we got points and rebounds for Goliath.
So, okay.
I fuck around and get a 30-20 game from Wemby tonight.
Nah.
Well-
K not going for that. K not going for that.
Bruh, ain't nobody stopping him, man.
10% boost.
Respect Demon K, man.
Matter of fact, yeah. What does that Cater line look like with his rebounds?
Okay, you're going too far. You're going too far.
Lee Mars, you done put the battery in his bag.
Yeah, we just
see what
gonna
you did?
respect KO. We just gonna respect KO. We're not gonna put money on KO, man. We just
I
gonna.
don't know, man. What is that rebound line? What does that rebound line look like?
Oh man, my bad, chat.
19 and a half. What is his rebound
Eight,
line?
eight and a
Eight and a half
boards.
rebounds. Actually,
Grabbing
yeah, to be
that.
fair.
Hell
You-
yeah.
you-
My fault.
It's not like it's 13 or something like that. Yeah.
My bad, man.
All right.
Let's get out of here. Let's get out.
Now, when he don't get it, I'm still gonna blame you tomorrow. But
Mhm.
Watch him get in foul trouble. That's what's gonna happen.
The one thing that's not going to happen is that we are never going to get in trouble rocking with the Splash Sports app, because as you can see, we just put together a crazy lineup, and you can do the same thing. Whether you like our picks or not, go ahead and make your own picks, because remember, Splash Sports has the highest multipliers in DFS. You guys see me did a 10% boost, but you can win up to 50 times the money that you put in on a 6-leg entry. So if you're ready to compete, if you're ready to win some money, if you're ready to put your basketball IQ to the test, use code CHOICE on Splash Sports and you will get a free $50 deposit when you play just $5. That's right, a free 50 when you play your first 5. The link is in the description. Let's see what you guys are made of after you use code CHOICE. These are our picks. We got Jason Tatum going more on his points, Jaylen Brown going more on his points, De'Aaron Fox going more on his points, Victor Wembanyama going more on his points and rebounds, and Demon Keita, as he's been called, going more on his rebounds. That's how we rocking today. Take our picks, make some money, live a good life. All right, fellas. We have a lot of super chats. Unfortunately, a couple super chats that popped up disappeared. I won't go into why. It's a Wi-Fi situation that's going on.
Just say it's you, Ron.
Right
just say it's you,
I'm
Ron.
not,
just say you the goddamn problem.
It's the establishment. But chill. I went in and paid the bill though. So
here we go.
My guy.
Damn, Ox, you let that nigga pay bills at your house?
Don't do that.
Hey,
I told you. No. I'm
like
making
gonna be on long.
That's
wrong pay bills at the house.
Oh, okay.
Hell no.
Hey, didn't I tell you guys the front door was open too? I told y'all yesterday. Y'all ain't want to listen. But we don't got to get into that though. What I do want to talk about is the super chat that disappeared. So first off, shout out to King Shai Solomon. Ironically, his name is King Shai Solomon. He became a YouTube member before the show started. Shout out to you. I got another super chat from SSGSS Popo, a $20 super chat. SSGSS Popo just said buffet. He sent through a super chat that said BUFETTTTT exclamation mark. Was it a buffet last night?
For who?
OKC when they saw 15 at the rim.
I mean, there's absolutely this much rim deterrence.
Whoa, 80th percentile rim deterrence. Don't disrespect 80th percentile.
Yo, who was that? Was that Casey Wallace that got the drop step dunk?
Casey Wallace catch the ball under the hoop, take a dribble, and just go up and dunk. And Jokic just sit there. And
I remember us talking about this.
At some point, you can't even argue that shit no more. Like it dealing with even with. And I don't even want to bring that shit back to Luka, but I was rewatching the Knicks and fucking Lakers game. Like Luka is fucking shitty on defense. Like I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. He's shitty on defense, like just horrible. It's just like you can't watch.
Luka's defense was decent in that game. Oh my bad.
Shit, no, I'm watching.
My bad. Yeah, I'll take your word. You rewatched that. I didn't. I was.
That shit was just bad. That shit was just bad. And then same thing with Jokic. It's like, bro, if anybody tries to defend that shit, like at this point you are the worst fandom, like you in this type of crazy fanatic space that you ever been in. That shit is just bad, bro. Like it's just bad.
He's a horrible.
Does anybody here want to go to fanatic land?
He don't even try,
yeah,
bro.
but to be fair, Jokic leads the league in defensive box plus minus.
Oh, Mars, I saw that shit. Don't bring that shit up, Mars. Don't bring that shit up.
His defensive box plus minus is higher than Wemby's. I don't know.
Man, what the fuck ever? Like, bro, I'm getting sick of.
He has the highest
sick of that shit.
He's
like
led the league in defensive box plus minus 4 of the last 5 years.
Bro, so, I don't give a shit, Mars. But at the same time, Mars, look. At the same time, I'm getting sick of. And I'm starting to get this one. I'm starting to agree more with Ox on this shit too. When it comes down to we talking about the best players in the world, bro. If your defense is just straight up ass, we gotta dock you for that. Like we gotta dock you.
I think you do. I think people do.
I don't think they do. They know that.
Even the people who think, but this is the thing. I think that there are.
You just said he has the highest defensive box plus minus.
He does, but I think there is a certain subsection of fans who are like Jokic fans, Luka fans, who try and convince you that they aren't bad defenders. I agree.
See, I
agree those people exist. I vehemently disagree with them. I don't know what they're talking about.
See,
there's also the subsection. There's also the people.
Again,
there's also the people who think Jokic is the best or think Luka is one of the 3 best players, who I think acknowledge they're bad on defense, but just think they're so good offensively that even though they're bad on defense, it makes up for it. I can understand that mindset. Do I agree?
Right.
But
I don't agree, but I
understand.
understand.
So I'm saying that I think they are docking them for being bad on defense. They just think their offense is so good it makes up for it. Like that's a mindset I can at least rationalize. The people who try and tell you that, hey, Jokic is actually a good defender. Those people, I think they're lost causes. I'm gonna be honest.
You're lost.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can watch Jokic play and come to the conclusion good defender. At best, you can say when he tries, he doesn't hurt you. In my opinion, that's the best you can get. But the people who be like,
That's
he's
where
a
I'm
bad
at
defender,
with it.
but he's
When it
so
comes
good
to him,
offensively.
I've
I can
acknowledged.
understand that mindset. I can understand.
He don't even try though. Chill.
No,
A lot of times
that's not
he don't
true,
even
Jordan.
try.
Because
Yes,
that's
it
not
is.
true.
He don't
Yes,
jump.
he
No,
does.
when people
just
go
see,
up
that's
when
just not
people
true.
go up for
Yes, he
layups,
does.
he definitely don't
He
be
just
trying.
can't do it. That's it. And I don't understand why you can't see that,
I feel
Jordan.
like you're giving
He
him
can't
more
do
now, I'm a bit
Can't
honest.
do what?
He's trying. He
No,
just
he not,
can't do
Chill.
it.
How many
No, he's
times do we
not.
gotta look at him stare at someone like this?
Exactly. He don't
Okay.
even
And then take a
jump.
layup and
He
then
don't
say he's
even
trying.
jump.
Yes.
Like, I'm
Okay.
gonna be
Don't
honest.
even jump, Chill.
Now,
If Luka sees someone at the rim and does this while they go up for a layup, you're not gonna say he's trying.
okay.
Right.
But when Jokic does it, you're gonna say he's
all
trying.
game.
Okay, now
You remember when Luka did that in the Utah
wait,
Jazz
wait.
game?
Now listen,
Friday?
Like
Against
Jokic-
John Collins?
Jokic,
Yes.
Jokic tries when it's time to get his hands on a ball in a passing lane. He'll try.
Okay.
But Luka does the same thing. Luka will deflect passes.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, if we're gonna say Jokic is trying, then I'm gonna
Yeah,
say that
come
you have to
on.
say
Okay.
you have to say Luka's trying.
Yeah,
They-
they
the
both
same
ain't
thing.
trying though, so we need to just tell the truth.
if I'm saying he's trying at the rim, I've already established he's terrible. I've already established
terrible on
that.
He don't even jump. Chill. He don't jump.
I've already established that he's awful.
He's
But
6'11".
But
He's terrible on the perimeter too, by the way. So he's terrible at the rim and the perimeter.
Okay,
So where's he good?
He got
And I'm not-
sandbags on his feet. Chill.
Nobody is saying that he's good. That's not the point that I'm making. The point that you guys are trying to make for me is that I think that he's good. I don't think he's good. What Joker is the guy that's the fat kid that's racing. I can't run as fast as everybody else. I'm damn sure trying though. I ain't as fast.
Chill.
as
He's not trying.
But what are you
trying,
seeing
Jill.
that's telling
Okay.
you he's trying?
He's not trying.
I'll give you a prime example, Mars. Yesterday, the example that Ox just gave. So yesterday, I got Case and Wallace on the baseline in the dunker spot. I got Joker on the right wing. He's dealing with Joe. Joe was in the corner because Joe had already made 2 threes in a row. I'm supposed to be protecting the rim as the big. That's my job, 100%. I'm supposed to be protecting that. But they already got us spread out. Yeah, I'm supposed to be protecting the rim, but they already got us spread out. So now the ball is moving, and Joker, who is basically Herman Munster when he's trying to move his feet, he sees what's going on the baseline, and he's a step slow, and then he's trying to get
Chill. That
there,
nigga move a
and
lot faster on offense.
No, he doesn't. No, to be honest,
What? Chill.
Move a
Come
lot
on,
faster.
Chill.
Nigga,
Come
That
on.
man Jokic be flashing to the ball at the nail. He'll spin off you.
Come on,
The moment it's
Chill.
time to make a closeout, all of a sudden his feet don't work.
Yeah, nah, he don't. Nah, he can't
I
get
think
over
Joe-
there.
I think Joker is.
close, but he can't get over there now.
I think Joe. To be honest with you, this is why I said this about him and Anthony Davis in the playoffs in 23. I thought Anthony Davis would run them to death. Joker did get up and down the floor. I'm not going to argue that point. But watching him, I'm not going to argue that point. But watching him yesterday, turning and getting to the rim, could he get there? No, because he's not fast enough. Hell no, he can't get there. But was he trying? He clearly was late.
So how did he try? Like, what did he try? At what point did he
What do you
try?
mean, what did he try? He did try to get there, Jordan. What are
So
you talking
because he
about?
was in
Take
the
the fucking
vicinity,
ball
we're
out.
saying
No,
he's
he
Yeah,
wasn't in
trying.
the
take
vicinity.
the
He was
ball
actually
out.
there at the
That
rim. He
nigga
was
was
just late.
faster to
Yeah,
take the ball out, Mark.
he was there at the rim, and then they go up and he does this.
Yes. And I'm trying to figure
That's
out.
not trying. Leave your feet. Jump.
I just
Bro,
don't
Yes, what are we
I just
on my
doing?
live.
And I
I
that's
was
what I'm
on my
saying.
live, Chill. We watched all Jokic possessions in one game. This nigga didn't jump one time. One time. Not one. I'm not even kidding.
So bad.
Not one time.
Chill. Basically, what we're saying is what Spencer Jones did with Shai was trying. He tried to stop him from hitting the
I
shot.
agree.
Yeah.
Yes.
What Jokic does, that's not trying. He's not even attempting anything. He's 6'11" and can't even stop a guard from hitting a layup.
He is the best.
It's embarrassing.
That- it
Chill. It's
doesn't
really
make sense.
embarrassing.
Chill,
Do you think
Case Wallace got a
Jalen
dunk on
Brunson
him right there?
He
Chill.
is
Do
a
you
good
think
defensive
Jalen Brunson
rebounder, but
tried?
then so is Luka.
Come on.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson.
What?
Look.
Jalen Brunson tries?
I said this in the chat.
I think Jalen Brunson puts his body on the line. I'll give him
Yeah,
that.
no, Jalen Brunson.
He puts body
Jalen
on the
Brunson
line.
by no means is a good defender at all, and it is some physical capabilities for him. But he actually tries. Like
I think
Yeah.
Jokic tries in the playoffs. I don't think Jokic has tried in the regular season in like 2 years.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, even with Jalen Brunson,
He
like I
still
watched
stinks,
Jalen Brunson
Mars.
cry.
He still sucks.
I'm not.
But he is
you're arguing
trying.
I don't think
He
he's
is
trying in the
trying.
regular
He's
season.
the
I think he tries in the playoffs. I think Jokic tries on defense in the playoffs.
He tries
and
more in the playoffs. I
occasionally,
ain't gonna argue that point.
in regular season games, whether that's the fourth quarter or like a big matchup, he'll have good defensive games. But on average over the regular season, I don't think he's trying. You can't. I'm sorry, I can't look at someone, stare at people take layups
multiple
and then
times
say
a
they're
game.
trying. I can't look at someone get switched out on the perimeter and the first thing he does is run away and say he's trying. That's not trying, because the moment Jokic is on the perimeter, someone else has to come to double and Jokic just walks back to whoever his matchup is, normally the worst offensive player on the court. That's not trying. That's just hiding. That's it. That's hiding.
100%.
And then the moment you have to make a play at the rim, layup, let's inbound.
That's enabling.
And maybe they'll miss the layup and he'll get the rebounds and throw an outlet, but they're not missing the layups because of him. I promise you they're not missing the layup because of him.
They enabling him, Kill. They enabling his ass because his ass do not leave his feet at all.
Also, Jokic is a dirty rim protector too. I don't know if people be noticing this. The most contests you gonna get at the rim, he just gonna push you when you jump. That's what he's gonna do. Like he's just gonna put his forearm into you, knock you off balance, so you miss a layup. And for whatever reason, that doesn't get called as a foul as often as it should. But like that's the closest to rim protection you're gonna get. And my argument is, if we're gonna say Jokic tries on defense in the regular season, you have to say Luka tries on defense.
Yeah, but neither one.
No one's prepared to say that. My biggest issue. You think Luka tries? My biggest issue with Luka is when Luka gets beat, he's dead. He's out of the play completely. Nothing else.
That's lack of effort.
He is not going to.
That's Jokic.
He is not going to.
Jokic beat, but he's beat. It's over.
But if that's true, then Mars, how is he able to be the best defensive rebounder in the game?
Because he
how
is
he able to do that?
No, we can answer
Please stay here. Please stay there.
He's the closest to the rim on the court. And most rebounds fall closest off the rim.
Yeah.
So therefore, he's going to get the rebound off the glass.
Right.
I will counter that argument with, why is Luka the best defensive rebounding guard in the NBA? We know he ain't trying.
The reason why Luka is the best defensive rebounding guard in the game, one, because most guards don't rebound. Number two, Luka is bigger than most guards. And number three,
he always underneath the basket.
Luka's
6'7". Luka's 6'7".
Now,
8 rebounds a game.
6'8" for real.
Jokic is 6'11", 10 rebounds.
And Luka actually does guard. Luka actually does rebound. He 100% rebounds.
He does rebound.
Luka isn't landlocked.
He always underneath the rim. That's why.
It's not like
but there's a reason.
Just fall into Luka's hands.
There's a reason though.
Rebounds in traffic. But go ahead, Ox.
There's a reason, Chill, and Chill. The reason is very easy, very simple, and very obvious. Because when you play defense, there ain't no guarantee you get the ball. When you rebound, you get the ball. These dudes just want the ball, so they try. So they actually try to rebound. They don't try to play defense. But when they see that ball go up, they're like, "Oh shit, I can get the ball!" And they move their feet.
I don't like that.
He'll be killing me when he say Jokic don't get there fast enough. I'll be watching Jokic sprint his ass off in transition, like I'm watching him run.
Exactly.
Like, get me.
That's speed. Remember, y'all remember he was
transition.
Yes.
Defense in transition. He's jogging back.
Yeah.
Y'all remember he was beating Anthony Davis ass up the floor.
Yeah, but all of a sudden,
Hey, Chill, and not only that, so he can run fast, but not only that, his feet kind of quick too. That quick spin on the baseline, that's faster than Tim Duncan.
That's what I'm saying.
He got great footwork.
Luka's top 10 in the league in defensive rebounds per game. He's top 10 in the whole NBA
because they want the ball. So they try.
Everyone, I'm not arguing that. Everyone else above Luka is bigger than him. Jokic, Wemby, Jalen Johnson, Kat, Bam, Rudy, Paolo, Chet. I also think it's relevant that half of those guys are also bad on defense.
Okay.
I also think that's relevant.
Which actually negates your point, because to your point, you just said that he's top 10 in the league in defensive rebounding. So those other guys who have other people occupying them, I don't have anybody occupying me as a guard. I'm going into there and I'm going to rebound. Those other guys are getting back on defense. So when I go in there, Cat is being dealt with by, I don't know, Aaron Gordon. And let's say Hartenstein is being dealt with by Wemby. Nobody's dealing with me. So I'm basically I'm not going to use that word. I'm going into the lane unbothered.
Oh, I know what he was
Yes,
going to say.
I'm gonna go into the lane unbothered, and me being unbothered, I'm more likely to get the defensive rebound because all of these other guys over here are.
Yeah, but that sounds good, chill. That's just not what's happening.
That's not that.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
fact.
Yeah, cool. No,
that's not what happened. They put Luka on the worst offensive player. They put Luka on the worst offensive player on the court most of the time, and so he's not playing defense. So he pretty much sags off. So when the shot goes up, his ass wants the ball so much because he's not gonna run in transition. So he just go and grab the rebound.
And how is he going to grab? And how is he going to grab the rebound, Jordan? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Because he underneath the basket.
And how is
Chill is saying what I said about Jason Tatum for years. He won't say it. He's saying uncontested rebounds. That's exactly what he's saying.
Look at him.
He won't say the words. He's saying what I said about Jason Tatum's rebounding. He didn't want to hear it. He's saying Luka's getting uncontested rebounds.
That's
exactly what he's saying.
What I'm saying, Marcus.
I would argue Joker get uncontested rebounds. I would argue Joker
Hey, I got you, chill.
I'm not as bothered as
I know what you're saying.
I would argue that Joker get uncontested rebounds as well too. I would argue that shit too. Like
also,
I would argue Joker is not fighting for them rebounds like that.
Amongst those trees?
Exactly.
What?
Not really. Chill, not really.
No. His
Like,
teammates
not
really
really.
get the
But wait a
boards.
second though, Drench, Miles. That's not a problem though. Y'all say that y'all say that uncontested rebounds like it's a knock. That's not a knock. So on offense, offensive rebounds, I can see that. Like if you're getting uncontested offensive rebounds, that's the defense problem, and that's like okay. Like, but on defense, you just have to secure the ball regardless of what I'm saying.
Yeah.
How
But let's be real. That's probably one of the reasons why. That's probably one of the reasons why Jokic didn't fuck with Russell Westbrook like that. Because end of the day, Russell Westbrook is over there taking the rebounds that he knows he's supposed to be getting.
But hold on, Miles. That is an issue though, and that has to be addressed. Anytime you got a rebound coming, especially if it's uncontested. If it's an uncontested rebound and your guard fly out of nowhere and take that rebound, we damn near gonna squabble. Like, bro, what is you doing?
I respect that. You got to let them be.
You can't do that. I had one of my girls this last season. She was a big. She was going for a rebound, and the guard came to get it, and she seen her, and it was like, oh, like you can have it. I must have lit her ass up. Don't you ever let her get that rebound from you. I don't care if she on your team. Anybody get an elbows coming to try to get a rebound from you, teammate or not. Get your ass out the way.
Hey, Mars, I got a question. Mars, I got a question for you because I know we talked about this on Friday and it was pertaining to Luka. That's why I rewatched the game, right? If you watch the first half of that game and you watch how good the Lakers, how good the Lakers look when they started their action without Luka having the basketball, right? When they initiated with Marcus Smart, they run a little down screen, they get Luka coming downhill. They look fantastic. He's able to create for people. He's able to create for himself. But if you watch that first half, and this is what I was talking about, them badass shots he be taking. Like, he just take badass shots. Every time they just let him just roll and roll a dice, this nigga take the worst shots I've ever seen. Like, the worst shots I've ever seen. And y'all was talking about James Harden. I've never seen James Harden shoot that bullshit. And part of the reason, too, Luka's taller than him. So maybe if James Harden was 6'8"-ish, maybe he would shoot that. I don't know. But Luka ain't create no separation. I'm watching Luka stop his dribble, look a dude dead in his eye, and say, you know what? Fuck it. Like, I'm watching him do that.
I seen that too. That's
My
crazy.
question to you is, why are y'all okay with that? Because he shoots a lot of shots and his percentages catch up as he shoots them. When he can legitimately get any shot he wants. And when Luka starts in the post, they automatically send a double because you got to double him in the post. Why won't they do that? How many threes he shot last game, Ron? I think
16.
Wow.
Luka shot 25 shots total.
And 16 of them was threes.
16 of them were threes, and he only made 5. And
Wow.
Jordan's not lying. Like, Luka has the worst shot selection in the NBA.
I've definitely seen James Harden games like that, to be fair.
Of course, but not them badass shots. This nigga Luka take horrible shots.
No, I think my biggest issue with Luka, and it has been for years, Luka, like, when it comes to like playing within the flow of the game, Luka just throws that to the wayside. Like, Luka just
do what he want to do.
Like, there's no such thing as rhythm of the game for Luka. It's like, if I want to shoot this possession, I'm gonna shoot some shit. Like, that's what I'm gonna do. So that's my big. That's that's my biggest gripe with Luka, and I think like in comparison to other players, like they understand the flow of the game more than Luka does, or Luka understands the flow of the game and then just chooses to ignore.
He just don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of them. But I do think when you are the creator that Luka is, in order to maximize him, which in part the teams believe maximizes the team, which that's neither here nor there, whether you agree with that or not. But teams think maximize Luka equals maximize our chance of success. In order to maximize him, you have to give him free license. Like
I agree. That's true.
He has like the court is his canvas. He has to paint it how he wants.
Diplomatic.
So like he's allowed to do things that other players wouldn't be allowed to do. So some games, he's gonna shoot a high volume of three. Some games he's gonna be focused on the post more. Some games he might come off some screens because we have a match. Like there was a Utah game maybe a couple months back. He was coming off screens like he was looking like Klay Thompson. I don't know what's going on. It was crazy. It was very fun to see.
Now, he looked good coming off screens.
It's just gonna be inconsistent game to game because like part of it I think is like what Luka wants to get to, and a lot of what Luka wants to get to is that spread pick and roll. And most of the time, that's going to lead to either a skip pass to the corner, a lob to his big, or a step back three. That's kind of like his three options. And very often, it's going to lead to that step back three. So it's like if you don't want Luka running a lot of pick and roll, then you're going to get rid of the step back threes. But Luka thrives off pick and roll. So it's like, how do you
I agree with that. But my thing is, when I'm watching this game and I'm watching the Lakers, like the Lakers look in rhythm. Like they look in rhythm when they wasn't allowing Luka to do that. I'm saying, like, this is why when I was bringing up, we blame everybody for the Lakers being what they are besides Luka. I'm not saying that his teammates are great. I think they're better than what we give him credit for. A lot of it comes down to exactly what you said, the flow of the game. He fucks up the flow of the game too much. Like, I'm watching Marcus Smart, Rui, Austin Reeves, somebody else was in with them. It was because LeBron went.
Jake LaRavia.
No. DeAndre Ayton. I'm watching them four move the ball, play well, and it's working. Like I'm watching Austin Reeves get catch and shoots. JJ got a brilliant offense too. He'll put Austin Reeves in the corner. He got Luka coming off a screen. Luka get the attack downhill. You got DeAndre Ayton rolling to the rim. So you either tag or you leave Austin Reeves in the corner. I watched Austin Reeves get two wide open threes. Right. And I'm watching them swing the ball. I watched Rui Hachimura look damn good. But it's because of the rhythm that he was getting when he was catching the ball. But it's
who's creating that rhythm?
The team, the motion of the offense. They just flowing.
Okay.
They just flowing. But it sucks when Luka got the ball up top and he dancing, bumping, and looking at the ref. And not only do he look at the ref and take his time, after he do that shit, he say, fuck it, I'm going one-on-one. You can't guard me.
Well, you remember that was happening in Dallas when Kyrie first got there, and I was saying I wasn't saying that they were better without Luka. I was saying the flow of the offense was better when Luka wasn't in the game and Kyrie was out there and they was flowing. But I do got a question for you two in the middle, Drench, Mars. Why the fuck are we talking about the Los Angeles Lakers? I'm tired of hearing the word Lakers come out your mouth because you know who don't fuck up the flow of the offense, Chill. Miles, Mars, Drench.
Who that is?
Ron, you know who don't fuck up? You know who don't fuck up the flow of the offense? Kawhi Leonard don't fuck up the flow of the offense. Hey, chill, cause we moving on now. Hey, look, went from here, now we here.
Hey,
we here now.
Hey. The 8 seed now. Oh my!
Yeah. I told you. It was only a matter of time. I told you.
500.
Give my man a little time. Let him work. Let him cook. Hey, chill. And I know that's my man. That's
all year. I've been you did all year about Kawhi not passing the ball.
Did y'all hear what Kawhi said last night?
He don't need to pass the ball, but when he does, and then you and Real Talk said he can't pass out the double team all season. I've been watching. You and Real Talk was saying he can't pass out the double. Oh, that was just Real Talk. That was just Real Talk. Because when he gets that was you, Chill. When he gets doubled, he for sure know how to move that ball and he give it to the right person. I just want to say this too, also, Chill, because you know that's my man and all. But yes, Chill. When you put anybody next to Kawhi Leonard, including OG Anunoby, even though that's his young boy, you know he raised OG. You know that's still a little ass boy. When you mess with Kawhi Leonard, you don't see
projects, nigga. We just got locks on the door.
Nah. You chill. Don't get angry. Don't get angry because Kawhi put him on his shoulders. You see them big ass shoulders. Get up here. I got us.
I was gonna say Kawhi Leonard last night. He had a post game interview. I'm sure you saw it too, Ox. And one of the big questions was, what do you think about this team? Like, what's so different about this team? And he was saying, everybody's trying, everybody's sticking defense, everybody's, and I think that was a big shot at James Harden, possibly. You know what I mean? Because you look at James Harden, that was one of his things was he does not stick defense. And you saw like the fall off of the Clippers. It was a lot of times when they were both on the court together, and it looked like James Harden wasn't giving all the effort that Kawhi wanted him to give, and you can tell the chemistry wasn't
Sound about right.
there. But now it's like
right.
you look at this team. This team is different. Like I've never seen Derrick Jones Jr. play like this. The way Derrick Jones
Derrick Jones Jr. wasn't healthy earlier in the season. That was part of the
okay.
issue.
I'm about to say about last night, Derrick Jones Jr. was different. I was like, this is a different player right here. Defense, offense, everything.
Darius Garland is a better point guard for this team than James Harden.
Sure.
But James Harden is a better point guard for Cleveland than Darius Garland.
For sure,
like
100%.
Win trade for sure.
Yeah. Like Darius Garland, his flow and his pace matches up with what Kawhi needs. It matches up with the whole team needs because Darius Garland doesn't have the size and he doesn't have the ability like James Harden to create his shot no matter who's guarding him. So a lot of times Darius Garland is trying to get in the lane. He's trying to find guys like intentionally. Not saying James Harden is not trying to do that, but it's a little bit different. When you're playing with Kawhi, I think a fast-paced point guard fits Kawhi better than a slower-paced one. Like Kyle Lowry fitted Kawhi. Tony Parker fit Kawhi. And now you're seeing the same shit with Darius Garland. Like just being able to get the ball up faster because I said this. It's Kawhi. And it's who the other dude I said off 2 dribbles. Oh, Kawhi and Donovan Mitchell. Yeah,
Devin Booker too.
Yeah, but Kawhi and Donovan Mitchell are the best when you got to guard them out of closeouts. Like because they handle it so tight and so quick, and what they can do in 1 or 2 dribbles and how much space they can create in 1 or 2 dribbles. Can't nobody fuck with that. Like can't nobody stop that.
Hey, Drench, hold on 1 second, bro. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second because I can't let this shit slide. Chill, why you look mad?
Because I'm sick of y'all dudes.
Y'all supposed to be happy I'm free. But y'all want us to stay in jail?
No, absolutely not.
Buster.
Hey, come on, man. I start picking up Kawhi. You get to talk about, Miles, what was you saying? Nah, man, show us some love, chill.
Absolutely.
You can't hate on this team no more. Do you see what's happening?
Hey, Big Ox. On that note,
this team is
Arch
good now,
the
man.
second.
You know what I'm saying? He's over here like, hey, we first in the East, man. We ain't worried about y'all, bro.
I don't have
on that note.
Miles, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
You don't like Detroit?
No, I think they're a good team, but go ahead, Ron. I'm sorry.
On that note,
you
Arch
like the Knicks, though, right?
$100 super chat. Arch the second said, Ox, where all those Kawhi haters went? Beginning of the season, the hate was loud. I don't hear them no more. All that talk about Harden and CP. Put some respect on a 2-time champ, Kawhi Leonard.
Put some respect.
Yes, absolutely. Put some respect on Kawhi Leonard. Absolutely. Bet our top 5 player in the league, 100%. And you think that I be getting you? There's a reason, Ox, why I pick the more on Leonard every time. I don't pick the more on Leonard because I'm trolling. I pick the more on Leonard because we're going to win. I know what I'm getting with him. I do not pick the more on Leonard because I'm going to troll Ox. Hell no. I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing with that dude. So, yeah, he was fantastic.
All right, well, fellas, on that note, we got a gang of super chats. We are going to go ahead and continue to run the show, but we're going to do it by way of super chat. It was written in the super chat, so we're going to see what the people got to say. Tupac Westside 474 sent through a super chat. And once again, this is one of the super chats that disappeared, but I still have access to it. Tupac said, "Happy Tuesday, gents. SGA is the undisputed MVP this year. Hell of a game from him and Joker. Felt like a playoff game. Also, Lakers versus T-Wolves tonight. I got LA. Who y'all got?"
I don't know. It's gonna be.
I think I got T-Wolves on that one. To be honest, I got T-Wolves. T-Wolves coming out on top
lately.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards, he's on a different. Also, Julius Randle's been balling too, but so I definitely got T-Wolves.
Mars, this is a day-to-day thing. This isn't something that's like substantial. This is, how he when he rolls out of bed, how he feels. Like this isn't something off-season surgery or some shit. I'm just old. That's really what it is in the end.
If Bron's back, I got the Timberwolves.
That's all it's really is. No.
You said if Bron's back, you got the Timberwolves?
Bron's back, I got the Timberwolves. I think if he not, I got the Lakers.
You think
I think Bron's gearing up for the playoffs too. I think
he's
getting ready for the playoffs.
I think he is too. I think that if they where are they now? Fifth or sixth or something like
I
that?
believe fifth or fourth.
Fifth
Yeah,
and
they're
fourth.
somewhere around there.
They're
Fifth.
and the
And
Timberwolves are no. The Rockets are fourth, right?
Yeah, the Rockets
Yeah,
are
the
fourth.
Timberwolves are
Wolves,
third.
The Nuggets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
they
that's
got the
a good
third
matchup
seed
for the
right
Lakers in the playoffs, y'all.
Damn, the
Yeah,
Lakers are
Rockets.
6.
Yeah, with no Steven
Oh,
Adams.
man.
Yeah, I actually think the Lakers would probably prefer to play the Rockets.
100%. I think DeAndre Ayton could, actually compete with Sengun. You know what I'm saying? So I think that should be a good competition.
That's the biggest mid-off of all time.
All right, the next super chat I got. Well, first off, I want to shout out SSG SS Popo. He also became a member today after sending through a great super chat that just said buffet. We have another super chat from a Hall of Famer by the name of Teddy Hart. Teddy Hart said Velvet Viper won the MVP last night on just 4 free throw attempts. I'm gonna read that one more time for the people that didn't hear that. The Velvet Viper won the MVP last night on just 4 free throw attempts. The free throw narrative that he's been on all night is quiet. If he's back-to-back MVPs and finals MVPs, some convos about to get real uncomfortable. And he's 0.8 points per game behind Luka for another scoring title. I hope he catches him.
What kind of combos?
Bron and MJ have done it, man. Only Bron and MJ have done it. So
He's talking about combos like greatest of all time combos?
I'm just
It's
saying
gonna be
only Bron
tricky
and
combos.
only Bron and MJ have won back-to-back MVPs. and
So
finals.
if he gets back-to-back MVPs, final MVP scoring title this year, where is he ranked top 20 all time?
Is he top 20 all time?
Is he in top 20?
See, this is the thing. I don't be having lists that go that far down. I had to make a top 10 last summer, and that shit took me like 3 weeks. So I don't know.
If you just
I can't name 20. I can't name 20 players better than Shai.
What?
Not comfortably.
Wow.
I'll say that. Not comfortably. I can't.
Mars,
comfortably
if I run down, Mars,
I
if I
can't
run down
comfortably
my
name 20 people
when I
better
run
than
down
Shai.
my list, Mars, where does it get tricky for you?
Moses
If I run down, if I run down my 20, if I run down my 20,
Well, I
guys,
know you. I
Run
know
it
your
down,
top
Chill.
12.
Let's hear it.
I know your top 12. Yeah, go ahead. I'll do it.
So I'll run down my list for you. You tell me where it gets tricky. So I got James, Jordan, Jabbar, Chamberlain, Russell, Magic, Bird, Duncan, Lajuan, Diesel. I got Bryant, Curry, Jerry West, Oscar Robertson, Moses Malone, Doc, KD.
Right there, Moses.
Is that where it's getting tricky? Is that where it's getting tricky?
Hold up, though. Keep going. I want to hear other names that
Carry
you.
on.
Okay, so
Carry on. But he better Moses. But
So Doc, KD, Doc, KD, KG, Karl Malone, John Havlicek.
John Havlicek too.
In my opinion,
Sure.
this is just me. Shai is better at basketball than Moses Malone, Karl Malone, and John Havlicek.
So those three.
I agree.
Better than those three, in my opinion.
So
and then there's a
we
bunch of players you said who I would have the conversation.
we could
But
discuss
those three, I
them.
think he's better. Yeah, those three, I think he's better.
And then
Sure.
when we get when we get into the like to the 20s, so Isaiah, Barkley, John Stockton,
Better.
David Robinson.
Did you say Garnett?
Yeah.
I said
He might be better than Garnett.
Did you say Jokic? Did you say Giannis?
He hasn't
Dirk-
said Jokic yet. He hasn't
Dirk,
said Jokic.
Jokic ain't in there.
Dirk
He
Nowitzki.
is.
Jokic's not in there?
Oh
Of
no.
course he is. Of course he
Got-
is. What are we doing here?
So like I
So
said,
it's
Mars,
Chill's list. So I'm gonna tell you.
I'm just thinking about guys from like 20 to 25, and this isn't in particular order because I don't even think that I went past 20. But I'm thinking like Isaiah Thomas, Barkley, David Robinson, Dirk Nowitzki. Because I think Dirk Nowitzki, I got him like I think I might have had him right next to Havlicek, like top 20. So Dirk
For
Nowitzki,
sure.
yeah,
Chill, how many games did you see John Havlicek play like when you were a kid?
0.
Oh, okay. I'm not asking because I'm
Zero.
just like
He would-
I'm asking because I
I
just don't
was-
know nobody to have.
I was 4 years old a year.
How old you gotta be to see John Havlicek and understand what you're watching?
Yeah, I was 4.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
came in at like 63.
yeah, I was
That's what I'm
4
saying.
years
I don't
old.
know nobody to have watched John Havlicek play,
I was
and I don't
4
know
years
nobody
old
to
when he
like
died.
actually go back and watch him play.
Yeah,
No,
I was 4 years
I
old
see
when
him by proximity. Like going back to watch Bill Russell, you see John Havlicek out there by proximity.
okay,
so
yeah.
that's how I got like a knowledge of him. And then like the things like the 74 championship team, like the things he's doing after Bill Russell. I think I wouldn't have him top 20. I'm just putting out. I wouldn't have him top 20, but like he is an all-time great. So I'm not. I understand.
think
Shai to me is like he's better.
I think Shai, and we talk about at basketball. I think Shai checks to your point, Miles. If he does that, I think he checks that championship box. I think he checks that domination box. I mean, I have to see that for a little while longer because, like, when we're talking about the all-time greats, and I'm on record saying this, that I need to see at least a decade of it. Like,
That's real.
To have a run for 4 or 5 years. I mean, I think that's awesome. Don't get me wrong, but when you're talking about being a legend and being the best to ever do it, if I could get a decade out of you, then I can put you in the space with all the rest of these dudes. Now, as far as SGA in terms of basketball, Mars, to your point, I don't know if I've seen many basketball players. Like, I'm looking at this dude play basketball.
Is D-Wade better than Shai?
That's the talks he's
Drench.
in my
Oh,
opinion.
that's
Drench,
tough.
You didn't.
it's
That's
You didn't
the
even
rooms
say
I
that.
think he's in. That's the rooms I think he's in. I think he's in those rooms with D.
That's what I'm saying, Ron. Because when I look at
But I will
Dwayne
say
Wade
this,
play
though,
basketball,
Ron.
and I look
I
at
feel like
SGA
Shai
play
is dominant.
basketball.
I feel like Shai is dominant. I've
He-
never
he
felt
is.
that way about D-Wade, and I'm gonna
Yeah,
stand
but
by it.
you
I've
don't
never
feeling that
felt that way
D-Wade is
about
just
D-Wade.
Really?
Drench, but you,
I'm
I'm not.
feeling that about D Wade is just wrong. I'm gonna be honest.
I've
You
never
never
felt
felt
that way
D-Wade
about
was
D-Wade
dominant?
in no year. Never.
Hey,
not,
Drench.
not like how I feel about Shai. Not like
Drench,
how
your
I feel about
feelings-
Shai.
Your feelings is valid, but you the only one that feels that way about this.
No, it ain't.
I just want you to know that.
Y'all niggas live in this
Nobody else feels
nostalgia.
that way.
Nobody was scared of D-Wade.
How do I
at
have
that time.
nostalgia for D Wade?
You don't feel that way about
Man.
06? You don't feel that way about 06 D-Wade for real? You don't
No,
think
I was
Fuck 06,
I was a big
07,
fan.
08,
I was a
09.
big, no, I ain't giving you
10,
that many years. I
even
I
11.
would be generous and say I understand where you coming from 06, but when Ron just running off all these years, I disagree.
09
with
was his best year.
but-
09 leading the league in scoring.
yeah, but I'm saying you go from 06, 07, 08, 09. I don't feel that way. I'm
Well,
saying
he
I
was
would give
hurt
you
in
1
07.
year.
He was hurt in 07.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would give you 1
But
year.
09, he leading
Yeah.
the league in scoring. Like
I'm
he's
cool with
easily
that.
a top 3 player on the planet.
I'm cool with that. But what I'm saying is this about D Wade. I get he did all of that. I remember vividly. Like I was a D Wade dude too. One of my closest friends was a D Wade dude. So like we had these conversations all the time. At that time, though, we were not saying Dwayne Wade was the best player. He was always the third.
Yeah, Kobe
Oh,
and
well,
Bron.
I
That's
mean-
what his fault is Kobe and Bron.
Right. So,
Like,
so,
come on.
so what I'm
Hey,
saying.
Shea would be the third best player if
No,
Kobe and LeBron was in the league
hold on,
too.
Respect me if Shay's in the league with Kobe and Bron.
Okay, I'm giving y'all that point, but I'm giving y'all that point. I'm not disagreeing with that. What I'm saying is at that time, and the Miami Heat weren't that good of a team, by the way, too. But at that time, yes. So at that time, I'm saying that feeling of 09 D Wade is nothing like the feeling of SGA right now with the Thunder. Nothing like it.
Because
Nothing.
it's the
Yeah, but
team.
that's-
It's the teams, though.
That's because Shay's doing it while winning. Wade is
Exactly,
dragging his
but
team
that,
to,
but
like,
that,
bed,
but
like,
that,
and he's
that's
doing
what
it
I
with
that's
was
not. But
saying.
that's not an indictment on Wade's individual.
I'm not
dominance.
indicting Wade. I'm not indicting
you
Wade.
are.
Saying he's not.
No, I'm
Saying he
not.
wasn't dominant. I
If
think
Dwayne Wade is if
No,
Dwayne Wade is leading
dominant,
if Dwayne Wade is
you don't go
leading
to
the
jail
league in
because you can't
scoring,
do it. You're not
to
dominant.
say what you
Is
just
he
said,
dominant? I
Drench,
think
if
he's dominant.
Dwayne Wade is leading the league in scoring and he's playing at an all-league defensive level like he was in 09, and the Miami Heat were winning 55 to 60 games, you'd be talking
Not
different
in
about it.
09 though.
But he's
Not in
dragging
09.
that unit with a
Jordan,
washed
09
up
was his
Jermaine
best year.
He's
Right.
dragging
How
those.
many
He's
games
dragging
they
those
win?
unit
What,
in
40?
08
They
with
won
Jordan.
40
Chalmers.
games?
And a
Buddy was
rookie-
playing with a rookie Mario Chalmers.
Hold on.
Hold
Mike
on,
Beasley.
hold on.
Mike
Mike
Beasley.
was in Miami
Mike
doing
Beasley.
whatever he was
He's
doing.
dragging those
I
units to the
understand
playoffs.
Udonis Haslam, we damn near thought Udonis Haslam was washed up in 09.
So
He's
what is
still
he
here
dominating?
retired for another
What I'd like to
15
know
years.
from
Ron.
Drench,
He's,
I know, that's what I'm saying. We thought he
dominating the
was.
games.
He
playing
dominating.
and
No, he's not dominating the games. You gotta win the
He
game.
was dominating the
Wait,
games.
stay
You gotta
right
win
there.
the game.
Oh God, Drench, we don't got to do this right now, bro. And you watching the games, you know you know D Wade is killing these niggas, bro.
What I'm
You
asking-
breaking my heart right now. I can't believe I'm hearing this.
D-Wade is better than
But I'm
Shai.
asking from you.
By the way, I think D Wade is better than Shai. By the way, I think he is. All I am saying is when I speak of dominance, I speak of the whole package. I speak of the winning of the games.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I was about to ask you, Drench. Like, what do
Yeah.
you constitute as dominant? What do you
Right.
constitute as
I
dominant?
think Dwayne Wade, and I'm guessing, maybe Marcy probably tell me. I think Dwayne Wade won what 42 games or some shit like that year.
43, 45 games.
Yeah, like to me, you not dominating shit and you winning 42, 43 games.
Basically, to me, it's like this. Dwayne Wade is what Donovan Mitchell should be.
Nah, I
That's
ain't
the
gonna
way
never
Wade.
put that shit in no conversation.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
shit.
But I'm just saying.
I don't know if D-Mitch got them capabilities. I'm gonna be honest.
No.
But
D-Wade's
I'm
not
gonna
as
just
good
say
as a
this.
shooter.
Hey,
It's just
buddy,
a
I
new
was not
generation,
king in
bro.
09, by the way, nigga. Your math is wrong as hell. But I'm
He's
gonna
like
say,
that,
but
too.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this though. I just feel like what Shai is doing, like every night, the Thunder, man, I know a lot of people want to say, oh, they're an all-time great team. Shai is an all-time great player. They don't have a super team. We need to debunk that bullshit ass theory. They do
got
not have a
12
super
guys,
team.
yo. They got a bomb
They
squad
don't
over
have
there.
a super team.
Shai
team.
Shai is undoubtedly an all-time great player. I don't think.
100%.
Yeah,
I don't
they
think
do
I'm
not
not
have a
saying that.
super team though.
But they don't. I'm
Shaquille.
not saying.
Yeah,
that's
they
super
don't
team.
have that top
No,
end talent.
But they got
They don't.
a damn
Hey,
good
they
unit over
super
there.
good.
have a good
I know that.
team.
They
They
got
might
a
not
good
be a
team.
super team. They super good.
100%
No,
they are.
they is a good team. But what I'm saying is, what Shai does with this team and how he makes them dangerous, and come playoff time, they're gonna get even more dangerous. That's what dominant players do. And I see Real Talk asked question, was Kobe dominant in 06? You can dominate the stat sheet. If your team does not win, nobody cares. Nobody cares. It's like we allow you to
I
get that
promise
off.
you.
No. We're not gonna allow politicking.
I
No.
Was
promise you
Kobe
we cared.
dominant in 06?
Yeah.
Yes, we cared. Trust me.
He was a dominant scorer. Yeah.
No.
dominant?
We're not allowing
Was he a dominant
politicking. We're not
player?
doing
That's
it.
dominant.
Was
No,
Kobe dominant in 06?
I just gave y'all my definition of what dominant is. Dominant
That's
for
why
me
we need a
is
simple
winning
yes or no. Was
the
Kobe
game.
dominant in 06?
So by my standards, no, he was a dominant scorer. But when it comes down to winning the game, because dominance is not just about scoring. Like, it's not just about scoring. It's about impact on winning games and having your team in realms to win a championship. That's what I'm saying.
So
You know what?
Jordan, if you're playing with bums, you
Yo,
can't
Ron,
do that.
Ron,
I'm just
Can we
saying,
bring
this is
Sam
my
Mitchell on here to ask if
your
Kobe was
definition
dominant?
of
Can we ask
dominant-
Jalen Rose? Can we ask all the players who like to
if your
guard him?
definition of dominant
we
leads you to the
doing, man?
conclusion that Kobe in 06 wasn't dominant, I think the definition should change.
Yeah, this is
I don't think so. I don't think so.
That's where
I
I'm
think,
at.
I think people have. I think people have
good.
good. I think people have good scoring years. Like, I think it's just a part of.
You know who
it's
wasn't
just like,
dominant in
it's just like
06?
Michael Jordan
Much.
came in a game. It's just like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan came in a game averaging high 30s and shit like that. But wouldn't nobody say he was dominant until he learned how to win the game?
How
and
do
then
you
now
know?
you can't be there.
Jordan was dominant from the
I
jump.
disagree.
Jordan,
though.
Jordan, my
I
thing,
just-
and
I just-
that's
I just
cool if you
see it
disagree.
different.
I just
What
want
about-
to say this.
Wait. Was Wilt Chamberlain dominant?
Yes.
Ooh, that's real.
Oh my God.
That's a different fucking ballgame. This motherfucker.
That is the very definition of dominant. Is what Chamberlain was. The very definition.
That's not close to the same shit. You niggas
Oh,
is
Not
gang.
only is it the very
You niggas not
definition.
averaging 50.
Drench, let's not
50
make it
rebounds.
sound
You
like.
niggas is crazy.
Wait. Let's not make it sound like.
dominant in the stat sheet.
No,
He wasn't winning though. He wasn't winning.
They
He
were in
wasn't
the
winning.
NBA. They were in the East Finals. They were in the NBA championship
I
when
agree.
he was doing that.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Let's
But I'm
be
saying
fair.
that about. I'm
East
saying that about
Finals
Wilt.
means you
I just
won
said
one
that about
playoff
Wilt.
series.
Chill. D-Wade
Let's
wasn't
be
doing
fair.
that. D-Wade
Yeah.
wasn't
So-
doing that. Kobe
Yeah, he
wasn't
won-
doing that in 06.
He won
D-Wade
one
wasn't doing that in
he won one
09.
Kobe was
championship at
averaging
that time.
35 in an era where the pace was 90. What are we talking about?
Mars, hold on. Where was
That's 30
Kobe at in the
points.
playoff standing in 06?
The 6 seed.
Jordan, but there's
17,
obvious
17.
context to
Wait,
that.
no,
I'm
no,
playing
no,
with
let-
Slava
let-
Medvedenko.
No,
17
we don't even
Come
need that
on.
context.
Yeah, but we do need it though.
There's no such thing as a 6 seed in 1960 because there's 8 teams. There's no such thing as 6 seed. Let's understand that.
I
Kobe
agree,
in
but that's
06
also why that
Kobe
nigga
in
averaging
06
50 and 50.
Kobe
That's why
in
he averaging
06,
50
Kobe
and
in
50.
06 was a 6 seed in a stacked Western Conference. We all agree. The 2000s West is the toughest the West ever was. That was a stacked Western Conference. He was a
I
6
agree.
seed. They lost in the first round to Phoenix, who were a 3 seed. They were up 3-1. We can acknowledge that. They were up 3-1.
Yeah.
They lost. Wilt Chamberlain in the 60s, when he was making the playoffs, in order to get to the finals, you had to win 2 series. In order to get to the conference finals, you had to win 1 series. If we're going to say Wilt Chamberlain making the conference finals, winning 1 series is enough to be dominant, in my opinion, we have to understand that what Kobe was doing in 06, losing in game 7 in the first round, what D-Wade was doing in 09, losing in game 7 in the first round, is just as dominant as winning 1 playoff series in an 8-team league.
No, but no, we don't have to agree
From a winning perspective. That's what I'm saying. From a winning perspective,
y'all shifting this to try to catch me and y'all trying to test my inconsistency in what I'm saying. So I understand.
Yes,
absolutely. 100%. That's what y'all doing. But I understand that. And what I am saying is that's not the point. My point is when it comes down to what I saw, and I'm not
Sure.
speaking on Wilt, and obviously a nigga averaging 50 and 50 is some
He didn't
anomaly.
average 50 and 50 every year, just so we clear.
Yeah, like that, like,
50 and 25. But
Yeah, he didn't do that every year. But
like,
keep going.
that's fucking insane. Like that's
Okay,
obviously
keep
a
going.
nigga that bends outside the rule.
Okay,
What I'm
keep going.
talking about is in general. I'm saying in general. When we see guys go out there and score and shoot the basketball, maybe their team isn't good. I agree with Ron as far as the context. But I could also make the same argument for guys like LeBron James who don't have good teams too and still will his team to the finals.
Was Allen Iverson dominant?
Yes, because Allen Iverson had the will to will a bunch of.
But Jordan, in that case though,
Yeah,
in
but-
that case,
but then
then
I
you
would
can only
argue
say he was
06
dominant for
Wade.
1 year.
Oh, yeah, then I would
That's
say
what I'm
06
saying, Mars.
Wade.
If that's the case, then you can only say Allen Iverson was dominant 1
Exactly,
year.
that's my
And
point.
that's the
Exactly.
point. But hold up though, Jordan. Hold up though. Let me just paint the full picture though, because this is the point that I'm trying to say. 06 Dwayne Wade wasn't the best version of Dwayne Wade. So for me to say that Dwayne Wade, no, but here's what I'm saying though. This is the point that I'm making. He won in 06. He was dominant in 06. 06 wasn't the best version of Dwayne Wade. So if I'm saying that 06 Dwayne Wade was the only dominant year, then I'm being inconsistent because that wasn't his best year. If I'm saying that the only year that Allen Iverson went to the championship, he was dominant, then I'm doing him a disservice because it was other years where he was just as good as that year where he went to the championship, won MVP and stuff like that. So I'm saying like there's other years that these guys don't win that they're still dominant. Giannis was dominant in 2001. Yes, that's a fact. He was dominant in 21.
That nigga wasn't playing.
I mean, 22, 21. Giannis was dominant. I would be crazy to say Giannis is still not dominant because he's playing with who he's playing with.
Oh, Ron. I like I said, I think we on two different playing fields when I'm talking about as far as you can dominate, like you can be dominant from an individual standpoint. I'm saying when it comes to the game of basketball when winning. And I'm not even saying you have to win a championship. I'm just saying just getting to the finals, getting your team to that chip. That's all I'm talking about when I say that about dominant.
You don't think James Harden was dominant?
Hold on. It's not a not. I go back and forth with people, and I admit James couldn't get there. Even though James won the MVP, James won all that shit. He could not get there. And I understand that. And it breaks my heart that I have to admit.
But do you understand, like, and not to knock on AI, because I think AI was dominant. I'm not making an argument.
Yeah.
But do we understand the different context of the 0-1 Eastern Conference versus what James had to beat to get to the finals? So, like, if the bar is get this team to the finals, but James Harden has to beat Steph, KD, Draymond, Clay, and Allen Iverson, no disrespect.
Okay. Context matters to that too, because when James Harden won the MVP, they were number one seed. They were number one seed too. So
I would argue that's a sign of dominance when you're able to outperform.
Right. So hold on, because you never let me finish. I said it breaks my heart that I have to go back on that logic when I will say this about James Harden. If you argue with me that James Harden was not dominant that year, I'm going to shift my logic and say, yeah, he was, because he was the number one seed. They had the best record in the NBA. They went up against a super team. They literally went up against a super team. James Harden, they won the most games in the NBA. He won the MVP, and the shit he was doing was phenomenal. I go back and I say, if we look at D Wade, they won 42 games, 43 games, or whatever the case. They got bounced first round. That's what I'm talking about. So as far as a winning standpoint, now James Harden didn't get to the conference finals, and that's why I said you guys want to try to push my inconsistency and shit like that. I have reasoning and logic behind it, by the way. All I'm saying is, like for Ron, for him to say that, you only say Allen Iverson was dominant 1 year. I still think Allen Iverson was a great player. But when people give that pushback, I'm not mad at it. Because I do understand sometimes guys just be out there just jacking shots. Sometimes guys be out there for their own vested interest because they feel their team isn't valuable, which I understand. I'm a basketball player, so I understand that. All I'm saying is there's ways that the dominant players figure it out. Bron always figured that shit out. Even Kobe figured that shit out.
Time out though. The reason why
Curry figured that shit out. Like that's what I'm saying. Figure it out.
Think about KD before Steph Curry. Like, what can we say about him? That was a dominant player, but he just couldn't do it. You see what I'm saying? So it's like,
it's levels to it too, though.
Yeah, it's levels to it. It's definitely levels to it. But
the
Thunder, when KD won MVP, did the Thunder have the best record?
14.
I don't think. I think the Spurs were the
I don't
number
think
one
so.
seed in the West. I think
Yeah,
the Spurs were the number.
They were
one seed.
up
I think
there.
they were maybe two.
They were
I think
up there. They were
two,
up there.
maybe.
They lost in the games. They lost in the game 7.
7.
They
to
were
the
they were
Warriors.
they were the 2 seed and they lost in the conference finals to San Antonio.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
right,
thought.
right.
It wasn't in game 7 though. 6 was it 6
Nah,
games?
6 I think. 6 I think.
Okay,
Ron,
okay,
just so
okay,
you know,
okay.
just so you know, Ron, Chamberlain, 6 of the 7 years that he was in the playoffs before they won it in '67, they lost to Boston, including the NBA championship when he was in San Francisco. So they was either in the East Finals or they were in the
Yeah,
NBA championship.
but I don't like using Wilt because it was only fucking
Just
8
to understand,
teams
that
back
means
then.
they either won 1 series or 2.
Yeah, and they use 8. I don't want to use Wilt because
6
this
to
nigga
7
averaged
years.
50 and 50. By the way, like that shit is insane. And them
He
niggas
only
didn't have
did
that
that
many.
1 year though.
But there was a
Shane
year.
King.
There was a year he was averaging 39 and 24, and his team was
Yeah,
10
that's
and 28.
insane though.
So
39
Fellas,
and 24 is insane.
But
Fellas,
if you're
we
10
gotta-
and
we gotta
28, I
move
guess you're
on.
not dominant.
Yes, we do.
We got a million super chats. Shout out to
Let's do it.
everybody that's viewing. Shout out to everybody that's liked the video. Shout out to everybody that's subscribed. Fellas, for this last hour, I need y'all to rock with me. We got to get through these super chats.
Let's do it.
Otherwise, we are going to be here until, and I'm not going to be here until. So that's what I'm trying to make.
You better put your
Yeah, I ain't gonna be
seatbelts on.
either. I actually gotta
Strap
go to a
up.
workout. So
Shout out Demetrius
Gotta go
Brutus.
dominate that.
Demetrius became a member. Salute to you. If you're not a member yet, go ahead and join up your membership. There's a lot of perks that come with being a member. Shout out to Demetrius Brutus. All right, the next super chat that I got is from JRS Prince 7738. JRS said OKC's best 8 players are better than Julius Randle. I hate being a Timberwolves fan.
That's ridiculous, bro.
Wait,
That's
who's
wild to
OKC?
say that.
Yeah, who's OKC's 8 best? That
Hey,
he's seen?
somebody got crazy background noise right now.
No, we
Mean
good.
echo. Mean echo. There we go.
All right, it's good now. Okay.
You know what though? I do want to say this about those 8 guys because I was on my way to the house chill and you were talking about how they can go 9, 10, they could damn near run 11,
They got
12
guys,
guys,
you
right?
know. They got 12 legit guys.
This and mind you, I don't. So please don't misunderstand what I'm saying, chat, and get to tripping. I don't think that AJ Mitchell, Isaiah Joe, or Aaron Wiggins are as good as J-Dub. I obviously don't think that. But when you got a guy like Jalen Williams too, when you got guys that can show up, when you got guys that can contribute, you know what I mean? Those when the other guys come back, I don't know if like, so for instance, I don't necessarily like the talking point of for this particular team where it's like, oh, how could you lose to them without Chet, iHeart, J-Dub, Alex Caruso? Like, that's crazy that those guys aren't playing, right? But the other guys on the team can fill in. Like, they might not be that level of basketball player, but they're still going to do something. Like, Mark Dagenot knows how to put these guys in position, similar to like what Eric Spoelstra does, to where these guys are still contributing at a very high level. So I just don't want everybody to think that, okay, J-Dub, Chet, iHeart, Alex Caruso come back and this team just gets so much better. And that's not a knock on the 4 guys that were missing, as much as it's just showing how you can contribute in this game of basketball. Like, you can contribute in this beautiful game of basketball just by playing basketball the right way and doing the right things. You don't have to be the super talented guy like J-Dub. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be J-Dub to contribute to winning. So while I do believe this OKC team is still a great basketball team, I just don't want us to expect that J-Dub, Chet, iHeart come back, and then now this team is like just 3 times better. Like, these other dudes chill, they can play basketball.
They 100% too, Ox. But I think that what we're leaving out here is one of the main reasons why those guys are as awesome as they are is because it looks like they're all on the same page. Like, everybody's bought in to what we're trying to do. I don't have a separate group of guys over here. I don't have a separate group of guys over here. We're all on one accord, and we know exactly what we're supposed to be doing. If I watch Mark Dagnall, he is putting Jared McCain in space where Jared McCain can be the most effective. Jared McCain is not like, yo, I don't play here, or I don't do this. No, is this what you want me to do? This is what I'm doing. And this is where I'm the most effective. Same logic with Isaiah Joe, same logic with Aaron Wiggins, same logic with Casey Wallace. And when we get those other guys back with Hartenstein, with those other 4 guys, Hartenstein, Caruso, Chet, and J-Dub, they're already bought into what we're doing. So I think that coaches have to coach, and I think Mark Dagnall is doing a great job of getting everybody to buy into what we're doing.
So you know they be having that stupid question, like, would you rather have $1 million or go to lunch with Jay-Z or something? Like, you know, that dumb shit. Like,
Beyonce.
I would pay like like $10,000-$15,000 to spend a week with Mark Daigneault or like Eric Spoelstra. I would pay good money
Like,
to
get
go
him that
watch a game with these dudes, then like hang out, have dinner, and just talk about.
You ain't gotta pay me that much. All right, Big Ox, you gotta pay me that much.
I could get with that.
You gotta pay me that
Hey,
much.
shit, I'm sick. Matter of fact, yeah, like I'm about to go to this little coaching clinic down in Vegas where like Vic Schaefer, there's a bunch of coaches gonna be there, but like I would love to just hang out with Mark Daigneault for a week.
See how them dudes think. See how they see the game. Yeah, I can get with that. Word.
Yo, Miles, what was you about to say? And then Penn, I got the next super chat. I want to get you involved. It's kind of stemming on what we was just talking about. I want you to answer this question. What was you about to say, Miles?
No, I was gonna say, based off the original question they asked about like Julius Randle and stuff like that, when it comes to players being better, I was like doing the count in my head, and there really are like 6-7 players on OKC that are better than Julius Randle, which is kind of crazy. So I definitely understand where you're coming from. Like that's a solid squad.
Miles. Name
Okay,
them.
Chet
Name
Holmgren, Holmgren, better. Isaiah Hairston, better.
Hartenstein is not better than Julius
Hartenstein.
Randle. Nope.
That is not true.
You serious?
No, he's not
Yeah.
better than
No way.
Julius
Oh
Randle.
my god. Okay, Alex.
But keep
Caruso,
going. Let's get the other one.
Caruso's
Shai
not better than
Shai
Julius Randle either.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
I'll give you SGA, sure.
J Dub,
I'll give you J-Dub, sure.
Kason Wallace.
Nope, he's not better than Julius Randle. Nope.
You don't think so?
No, I don't. Mm-mm.
What does Julius Randle do that's so much better?
What does
Then
Julius?
Cason Wallace?
Kason Wallace plays his role. He plays
Okay,
his role.
and so
To
does
a team.
Julius
Everybody
Randle.
on that team
Is
plays
this
his role.
stemming
Ain't no way you
into,
think Casey Wallace better than Julius Randle.
Is this
I
stemming
gotta see
into
Kason
Derek White's
Wallace
the
be
top
able to
5
go
player?
out there and do what he has to do. Like go out there and be who he wants to be.
I ain't
now,
gonna
he's
lie,
playing
Casey
his
Wallace
role.
might not be a top 45 player in the NBA.
No, I'm giving you
Not top
SGA and
45 is
J-Dub.
crazy.
I'm
That's
gonna
it?
tell you the
That's
truth.
it?
Better than Julius Randle.
I'm gonna tell you the
J-Dub's
truth.
not better than Julius Randle?
I'm having issues. I'm
No.
having issues with Chet. I'm having issues with Chet over
Really?
Julius Randle.
Yeah,
That's
Chet not better than
crazy.
Julius Randle. Bro, what's up with y'all and Julius Randle?
He don't stick defense. And
I'm
he's
just off
inconsistent
the
on
wall.
offense.
Chet is
man.
definitely better than Julius
I'm
Randle.
off
He's
Julius
inconsistent
and
on
I'm off.
offense.
You probably right, Penn. You're probably right about that. I'm just saying for me, I haven't come around to that yet. You know what I'm saying? I need a little time. I just need a little time.
I do think I would say as a basketball player, I don't think Chet is better, but I do think I do think Chet fits more
not
on
basketball?
teams. Huh?
Defense not a part of basketball?
Yeah, I didn't say it was. I was just about to say I think Chet. I think Chet.
Best defense in the past 2 years. It's great.
But I was just about to. I'm not arguing that though. I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing that at all. I'm just telling you that I think. Yeah, I don't think Chet is better at basketball than Julius Randle. I don't think so. But I do think you can fit Chet in multiple teams that you probably couldn't fit Julius Randle in. It doesn't mean he's a better basketball player though. It just means for fit. This is all that matters.
Why isn't he a better basketball player?
I think he is.
I don't think
he is as well.
Mars,
I don't think so. I think-
your own rule.
Huh?
Mars breaking his own rule.
Oh,
You remember that
entertaining
rule?
conversation that shouldn't be entertaining
You
conversation.
remember that conversation? Okay,
Yeah,
cool,
but I
man.
think to answer Mars' question, I just think Julius Randle, I think some of the things that he provides, Chet doesn't provide, and you can say vice versa as far as Chet on the defensive end. But I think Julius Randle and Chet's offensive game is probably right here. I think Julius Randle clears him on every aspect of offense, and I do think Chet clears.
Really?
I do think Chet clears Julius Randle on the defensive end. So, but for me as a basketball player, as far as what I can get out of Julius Randle, especially on the offensive end, on the defensive end, he won't be so bad, but he's decent enough on the defensive end to me. I'm not one of the ones who believe Julius Randle is just terrible on defense. I don't think so.
What?
I think no, he's not terrible. I think he's an average defender. But as far as on the offensive end, I really like Julius Randle offensive game. It may not fit
Mars, compared to Chet, Mars, he's awful. Yes, of course.
I think Julius Randle is a bad defensive player.
I would say Chet on the offensive end compared to Julius Randle is awful. I would say Julius Randle clears him on offense.
No.
Yeah, but I just don't agree with your evaluation. I think Julius Randle is a below average defensive player. That's how I view him.
That's
So
fine.
it's not compared.
I think Chet is a below average offensive player.
He's not below average. He's bad.
He's really bad.
I'm trying to.
I don't think Chet is
Is Joker bad?
I think he's.
Is he Joker bad?
No, he's not Joker
Whoa,
bad.
he's better than Joker.
no.
He's way worse than Joker. What are we doing here?
Worse than Joker?
Way worse.
No.
Man, get the fuck out of here, King. Come on.
No.
But I will say that I don't think Chet is that good on offense. By the way, Julius Randle is way better than him on offense. Way better than him on offense.
I think Julius Randle has more. This is where it's going to sound weird. I think Julius Randle has more offensive tools I don't think
Exactly.
he leverages. I don't think he leverages
Exactly.
his
You know how
tools
playing
into
playing
actually
alongside
being-
playing
Be this bad,
alongside
and you're playing alongside Rudy
playing
Gobert.
alongside Ant sometimes
Yeah,
and in the
come on.
Timberwolves offense, I can see where you're going, but Chet has got a long way to go on offense. He got a long way.
agree.
To
I
go.
mean, just think about him on the Knicks too. Just think about Julius Randle on the Knicks too. On both teams.
I mean,
like,
you
he
put
was the
five
same
left-handed
player.
niggas on one team. You put 5 left-handed niggas on one team. I mean, what do you expect?
If Nikola Jokic was a worse gap
What are we
up-
expecting?
if Nikola Jokic
Oh,
was a worse gap
Pen,
up
we do not need to have
defender,
a Randall Jokic defensive conversation.
Yeah, it's not
and
even.
I gotta move forward too. But
Not
Penn, I
even
got a super chat for you though. From
Mhm.
Teddy Hart, a Hall of Famer, sent through yet another super chat. Teddy said OKC introduced an alternative concept of super team. There's the classic top-heavy version with 3 big fish and 10 guppies. And then there's the extreme depth route with 1 whale at the top. This will be the new standard copycat league.
You mean like what I talked about a couple of days ago, Mars, when I got one really awesome player, I got another good player, and I got a bunch of complementary pieces around him in order for us to win?
reminds me of another championship team, 2019.
But-
What
but-
was that?
Would that, by that logic, would that make the 2011 Mavericks a super team? By this,
Yeah, I don't agree with that logic. By the way,
one
Mark.
great player and
Exactly,
just really good
exactly.
role
No.
players who play their
No.
part and are really
No.
impactful.
No, it's
Well,
just
That's
the
what
reason
that's
why-
what
the reason why-
2011 Mavs were. That's
Well,
what
the
they
reason
were.
why I wouldn't is because I wouldn't constitute the Mavericks as a super team. I think that they had one awesome player, they had another good
I
player,
agree.
and they had a bunch of complementary guys that played their
Like
roles
OKC.
really well.
Really sleeping
Yes.
on how
I
good
don't
some of
think
the
Yeah.
OKC
I don't
Thunder
think
players
And that's why
OKC
I wouldn't call Dallas a super team. Then I wouldn't call OKC a super
I don't think
team.
OKC is a super team. I think
Super
that-
team is reserved for the
The Miami
like the
Heat.
term itself. The term itself.
the
is
Lakers
when
and
you
shit like
have
that.
Superstars. It's when you get Wade, Bron, and Bosh. It's when you get Steph, KD, Clay, etc.
KKD, Paul Pierce.
Yeah, Paul Pierce,
No,
Ray Allen,
I-
PG,
Even Kobe and
Moses
Shaq.
Malone
Even Kobe and
Dr.
Shaq.
J. Like,
Y'all
that's
let Penn
that's
let
what
Penn
super
step in
team
here.
is. That's
Yeah,
what
I've been
superstars
Euroing
is.
for the last hour and a half. So, I mean, look, I
Yeah.
think that we very much drastically underestimate the value of defense when it pertains to super teams. And this is a super team. This is, of course, a super team. What are we doing here? Just because you don't have 3 all-stars. Was Chris Bosh some
Okay,
sort of like
okay.
25 point per game mega score? The difference
Yeah.
is
Yes, yes, he was.
Yes, that's what he was.
not
Yeah.
on the Heat.
It was better. It was better than Chet.
That's what he was. Yes, he was a 25 point per game mega scorer.
That's what
exactly
Kevin Love
what he
was
actually.
too.
Like
That's it.
way,
That's
like
actually
way
exactly
better
what
than
he
Chet.
was.
Like,
Okay.
I'm talking about
Being
Chet's here.
being
I'm
loud,
like, wait,
being loud.
I just want to make sure I'm following you, Pen.
all
Keep
over
going, Pen.
again.
Oh
Keep
no,
going,
he
Pen.
was actually a
Make you right.
24 point per game.
No, no,
As you
no.
were saying, Pen.
See, here's the thing. You didn't see Chet. See, it would be a different thing if Chet Holmgren right now was on the Washington Wizards and he's averaging 20.
That nigga averaged 17.
Oh my God, Jordan, please stop. Okay,
17 and 12.
12.
All right, man, you got it.
As you were saying,
I
Pen.
do think Chet would average
Maybe
about
less than
19
that
on
for
like
real.
as you were saying, Pen, because I'm.
I don't know why Penn's gonna say he would average 30. That nigga would average 17 over there.
I didn't say he would
15
average
and
13, but he would average like 22, 23 points on the Wizards. He's a lot better than Alex Sarr. And then if he went to the OKC Thunder, then you'd be saying, oh, look, they got this 23 point per game score. But here you are playing on the same team as the best scorer in the league. You're not going to score as many points, but you really don't know what Chet Holmgren and J-Dub would do without Shai. You can
That's
only
true.
point to the numbers without them. And last year we were seeing J-Dub put up like 35, 40 points in the playoffs. And people were like, oh, is he a top 12 player in the league? Well, I'm sorry. When Chris Bosh was on the Miami Heat, we were talking about the big 2.5. What I don't like personally is that y'all sometimes will lie about conversations that were happening way back when. I remember in 1995. I
don't remember.
Yes, you don't. And in 96, people were saying, you know, the 86 Celtics would smack this Bulls team. You need to let shit breathe. You know, Kobe couldn't hold Michael's jockstrap. That was what we were saying in 2004, 2003. Kobe don't even compare. But you give 10 years to kind of breathe it out. I guarantee you, in 2019, no one was talking about the Toronto Raptors the way they are now. You need to give some time to elapse to allow these players to go into different situations. You're not going to see OG Anunoby and Pascal Siakam really flourish. But the second Kawhi left, suddenly Pascal Siakam's a 25 point per game scorer. That potential was there all along, but he wasn't getting the shots. So what I'm saying right now is AJ Mitchell goes to his own team and he starts, he's averaging 20 a game.
Man, fuck out. That nigga averaging 14.
Man,
Oh no,
the
AJ.
first
cooking.
playback we did.
I'm not saying he would average 20. But I'm saying that nigga be cooking.
we're not arguing that OKC have a lot of
Holy.
that they don't have a lot of nice players. I mean, Miles just said that they have 6 players better than Julius Randle. Like that's not the
But that's
argument.
not even true.
But yeah, but whether or not it's true or not, I'm just saying like everyone agrees OKC have good players.
That's how people look
Great
at
players.
players.
But what we're not gonna do is rewrite what super team has been defined as historically.
100%.
And that's always been about top end talent. It's
Not
never
for
been
sure,
about
Mars, but
Chet is a top-end
Teddy
talent.
was saying though. Teddy was kind of
y'all
saying though
crazy
that it's being
motherfuckers.
rewritten.
You crazy?
Say it again, Ron?
He's saying it. Teddy's kind of saying that it's a new version of super team that's being introduced. He's not going back and redefining the old term. He's saying that now it's changing. Now it's evolving.
I think
There's a new form of super team.
No,
I think what's happening, Ron, is that it's going
It's
back
super
to
team.
a great team, what it used to be like when Michael Jordan was there. Even though Scottie Pippen and all those guys were like same.
We used to call those
incredible
bomb
players.
squads, Miles. That's what we used to
But
call
those,
them.
yeah, those are just great. Michael Jordan was exceptionally better than every other player on that team. But those other guys were still great too. Giannis' team when Milwaukee won the championship, Giannis' team was like that too. Giannis was a great player. The rest of the guys filled their role. And I think the same thing is happening with Shai. Same thing happened with Nuggets and Jokic. Jokic was a
Also,
great player.
Shai's scoring
Rest in
average
peace.
doesn't change with or without Shai. He just gets way less efficient when Shai's not there. So
True.
Also, Miles, there's a lot of people that think J-Dub could have got Finals MVP. I'm just saying,
I do too.
you know what
I do
mean?
too.
So-
I do too. I think it
after
could have
that
been one of those Andre
after that
Iguodala
40-point
situations.
game, yeah. After that,
When are
40-point
we
game,
Yeah.
gonna
definitely
tell the truth?
entertaining.
When I think it's
Tell the
just
truth,
when
tell the
the-
truth, tell the truth about what? Drench, the fact that Chris Bosh clears.
No, I'm
Chet
talking about just
No,
about the NBA
with
with this
skill set
OKC
means
super team. That
defensively,
these
we
coaches
underrate
just
the
fucking
team.
lazy. They just the Thunder coach. The other teams don't fucking coach. They just let guys bullshit.
No, that's
And the
not
Thunder
it,
run
Jordan.
their ass out the
No,
gym.
no, that's
You
not
can
it.
keep hanging
Jordan,
on to
at
that shit
all.
all you
No,
want.
that's not
You
true,
can hang
Jordan.
on that shit all you
No,
want.
and the reason why
The
that's
Thunder
not
coach,
the
these
reason
other
why that's
teams
not true.
rely on their other guys to
That's just not
and
true.
save their ass. That's
No.
why they get fired all the time.
Only one team
I-
coaches.
Shout out Rick Carlisle because he was coaching.
And Rick Carlisle coaches. Yeah,
so
the
you-
I mean,
motherfuckers
Miles,
coach.
we
That's
got about 8 to 12 coaches in the
it.
NBA.
That actually coach. The
That's
rest of these
it?
motherfuckers allow their star player to pay their check.
Y'all
That's
think
it.
there's 8 coaches in the whole NBA?
Probably.
That's a good life.
8 to 12, 8 to 12, and the rest of these niggas kind of
Probably.
just hanging
Shit,
out.
I'm even on Charles Lee. At least Charles Lee coaching. That's the difference. These motherfuckers
So
coaching.
Victor Staff is coaching, Missoula is coaching, Mike Brown is coaching, Atkinson is coaching.
Nah, Mike Brown ain't doing no coaching.
Here we go.
Mike Brown ass,
Here
that
we go.
motherfucker ain't coaching.
Oh no, I don't know. I don't
we
know,
go.
Chill. He didn't.
This is
I'm just letting
I
y'all
don't
know.
know.
I'm just
I
letting
don't
y'all know that's what we arguing with this super team shit, because
Atkinson's
it's like
coaching.
Mar said, it's no way we about to rewrite what a super team is, because this Thunder team is putting belt to ass to all these they making all these other teams look mediocre. Like the bottom
Except the
line
Spurs.
is,
Except the Spurs.
if you believe
Yeah,
that,
right.
Doug Christie on the sideline huffing paint and shit. This motherfucker
Yeah,
huffing
hold
paint.
on, wait. Keep Doug Christie out of this.
Super team has never
Y'all
been a
keep
measure
Doug
of
Christie
how
out of
good the
this.
team is. Like super team has never been the best teams in history. Rank them. Those are all the super
Seattle
teams.
legend.
Like the Nets with Kyrie,
Facts.
Harden, and KD were a super team. They never won anything, but they were a super team. Like when the Lakers got Dwight in them, that was considered a super team.
Steve
Obviously,
Nash.
it failed, but that was considered a super team. Like, and they're worse than a bunch of teams that aren't super teams. The 2011 Mavericks are better than them, but they weren't a super team. Like super team has never been about the quality of the team. Like
Yeah.
that's never really been the argument.
Oh,
So,
for Lakers, is
I-
that a super team?
Which Lakers?
Oh, 4.
yes. With
Yeah,
Gary
that
Payton.
would be considered
Yeah.
a super team. You bring in
Yes.
obviously Carmelo, Gary Payton.
But think
Kobe
about
Bryant.
super team. The Nets. The Nets when they got KD, Kyrie, James.
Yeah,
Harden,
like
super
those
team.
those are
You
considered
know what I'm
like
saying?
even when the Nets tried to go get the corpses of Paul Pierce and
Yeah.
like that was an attempt at building a super team. So,
don't
like,
forget Darren Williams was over there too.
yeah, Darren Williams. I think Joe Johnson was
We got
over
the
there. Like,
oldest niggas in
Yeah,
the league.
Joe
is
Johnson.
there.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
like,
Perfect
like
example.
that was meant to be a super team. It's not because they were going to be the best team in the league. Maybe people thought they were going to be. Like a lot of the time, these super teams come together. People think it's going to work.
Yeah, it
But
just
when
don't
they
work.
aren't, that doesn't change that they are a super team. And that's a lot of things. Like when these super teams fail, like certain people will try and rewrite, oh, they're not a super team because they weren't good. But like that's never been what super team has meant. It's never been, oh, this team is going to win. It's this team has put together a collection of talent
Yeah.
that is ridiculous. Now, if it doesn't fit, it doesn't work, whatever. But that's always been the premise of a super team.
I mean,
just
Mark,
hope
we
I
ain't even got to go that deep. Just think about this. Jay Will, and I love Jay Will. That nigga's an important piece on this damn Thunder team. There's no way y'all thinking like that's a part of a
He
super
be
team. that
frying though.
He do be frying shit.
Oh my God, we haven't even talked about him last night.
Don't tell me Jay Will can go to another team and average 20. Like you motherfuckers
Nah,
making
but
shit.
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know.
Last
He
year,
be frying.
whenever OKC got to
Bro,
resting
I'm
their guys,
Jordan.
you just look at you look at Jay Will, 23, 14, and 12.
He do be
11
hooping.
and 13.
He do be hooping.
Jordan,
But that's just
Jordan,
like a
all
guy
I'm gonna
like
say is-
Space. Hey, remember Maurice Spates was balling and shit?
No,
Hey,
he cooking more than Maurice Spates used to cook. He cooking more than Maurice Spates.
Come on, don't
Jordan,
do this.
all I'm saying is I could compromise a team full of, and this could be the starting lineup. We could legitimately go AJ Mitchell, Isaiah Joe, Aaron Wiggins.
You niggas got the smallest team out right now.
Aaron
Jay
Wiggins, Kenrich Williams, and Jay Will could be and Jay. And look, and Jay Will will be the center. I'm saying with that starting five, just based on what I've seen, they would at least win 25 games. 20 to 25 games.
That would
Crazy.
20 to 25 games.
With
Hell
Mark
no.
Dagnall coaching? With Mark Dagnall
Yeah, with
coaching?
Mark Dagnall coach. I'll show him some love. They need Mark Dagnall.
No, they need Chet and J Dub, Ron. They need J
I
Dub.
I never said they will win the championship. I'm saying they would win 20 games.
You put them in the East, they might be in the play-in. I ain't gonna lie.
Them niggas gonna lose 62 games, Ron, and you gonna bring that up as a point? Like, what are we doing?
I'm saying that to say I'm saying
something about that.
I mean, this is their bench unit. We're talking about the five guys that I mentioned. It's their bench unit. And I was also saying that to say AJ Mitchell averaged 23, 22 on that. And then Jay Wheeler probably averaged 19 and 10.
So y'all really so I want to ask this question to all y'all. And I need a yes or no. Chill. Do you think AJ Mitchell is averaging 20 plus a game on his own team? You think so? Yes or no?
I think he can get 20 a game. Yes.
Okay. You think so? Yes or no, Pin? Okay, you say yes. Mark, you think so? Yes or no?
I think a lot of people can average 20 if you give them a green light.
100%.
Okay, fair enough. You think so too?
Do I think that AJ Mitchell could average 20?
Oh, I should have rephrased this question. 20 a game on a competent, on a like a competitive team. Like a competitive team.
Put him on the
I think if he
you put him on the right team that needs guard creation, I think he could.
What if you put him on the Rockets?
Right now,
him to get to that 20.
right now, Drench, if AJ Mitchell was the starting two guard on OKC playing next to Shai, the starting two guard, he could for sure average at least 17, 18 points, bro.
I agree. Playing alongside
in Toronto, he would average 20 a game. If he was in place of Derek White in Boston, he would average 20 points per game. If he was in place of pretty much any guard wing,
AJ Mitchell better than Derek White?
No, I'm not saying he's better than Derek White. I'm saying he would average 20 in his position.
He averaging 20 a game then.
But AJ Mitchell is better than Keontae George. Keontae George is what, averaging?
I don't know about that.
Keontae averaging 24.
I don't know about that, boy.
I mean, I would say Keontae's about offensive player than AJ in my opinion. But AJ plays defense, all of that stuff.
He does all that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but offensively, I think Keontae's better.
And Keontae is a way better scorer than AJ, and he averaging 24. That's what I'm saying. It's just like on the Utah Jazz, I don't know if he getting that. And by the way, the Jazz can be a little bit competent. Maybe not now, but in the future they will be. But I don't know if AJ getting 20 a game. And I disagree with Real Talk about AJ being a better scorer than Derek White. I don't know if he's a better scorer than Derek White.
Well, maybe I disagree with Real Talk.
I just don't think AJ shoots enough threes to be able to get to like the high volume scoring numbers. But he's a really good scorer. Like he can get into the paint, floaters, mid-range
6-man scorer.
Like, yeah, but at the end of the day, in order to get to like 20, 22. You have to shoot the three, and he just doesn't shoot a lot of threes, which isn't a bad.
Fellas, I gotta grab the wheel. We have an AJ Mitchell conversations, which respect to AJ Mitchell, but we got super chats and we got other things we got to get to. But Jordan, to your point, everybody disagrees with Real Talk. Nobody. But Teddy Hart sent through another super chat. Shout out to Teddy Hart. This is what Hall of Famers do, and this is why he's a Hall of Famer. Back to back $20 super chats from Teddy Hart. Drench, he got some words for you. Teddy Hart said, Drench, out of all the possible shots SGA could have taken, if you ask the Nuggets which one they'd prefer, They definitely choose the right sidestep fading three every time. He made it, but it's not a strength of his.
I mean, yeah. In hindsight, if we discussing it after the fact and we in the film room and we say, "Hey, he took a tough shot," absolutely. I'm saying in the midst of the moment in the game as a coach, I know this is me coming out of a timeout, and I think like this too in basketball. Out of a timeout, I know we're not helping out of a corner. Okay, so the only way the help can come is from the top of the key. So if Shai catches the ball, it's just like a full court trap. Once the inbounder passes the ball, you go trap to the guy he just passed the ball to. Now, I do agree, like what Mar said, Shai did make a fast decision. Absolutely, he did. Well, only thing that I am arguing is that Aaron Gordon should have instead just looked and hugged. Who was that at the AJ Mitchell at the half court line? If he would have just sprinted, it's not about him getting there a lot of the times. It's just about him giving Shai something to see out of his eye to alter his shot. Whether he make it or miss it, beside the point.
Jordan, you know why he couldn't leave?
Huh?
Because that's 20 points per game. AJ Mitchell.
AJ Mitchell.
That's why he couldn't leave.
Yeah. You got me. You got me.
Hey, man.
Whatever.
Hey.
But anyways, all I'm saying is that's what I was saying. And I do agree with Teddy Hart. If we're going to watch the game after and we're going to say he took a tough shot, but at the same time, you got to know in this field, when niggas are good one-on-one players and niggas are ballers, like Shai is in the elite category, you can't tip your hat to them niggas. Yeah. You got to give them the ultimate respect. Like, if the game is on the line, I haven't seen Shai not deliver when the game is on. I haven't seen him not deliver, to be honest with you. That nigga better than Curry when the game on the line. And you can quote that.
Random straight. Okay.
Yeah, I'm dead serious. Nigga, when the game on the line, Shai better than Curry at that shit. At closing it, now to tie the game up, Curry got it.
I think Shai wrapped up clutch player of the year last night.
Yeah, like Shai is better than him. Shai is better than him.
I mean, he leads the league in clutch points.
Yeah,
so
you know he's just.
I thought De'Aaron Fox was leading the league.
When did he pass Ant? When did SGA pass Ant?
I don't think Ant's ever been leading.
He was.
Yeah,
I didn't know there was clutch player of the year poll.
Y'all do know what's so crazy about people in the chat saying that's blasphemous about Curry? Do you know that Curry does miss a lot when the game is like when it's a tie game and you got to go ahead to win? He definitely miss a lot.
Really?
I mean, he shoots a lot of threes. He shoots a lot of threes.
Yeah, that's why he missed a lot.
Yeah, when you're shooting like Steph might shoot like I don't know numbers. I'm not in the regular season. Steph might shoot like 32% on like go ahead threes.
Yeah,
which
he
is
missed a lot.
That still means you miss 68% of the shots. But when you're shooting threes, you're never going to shoot 50+%. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree. But that's why
his shot diet alone means misses are more likely. But I still trust Steph with the ball in his hands down the
Me too, 100%.
I'm not saying I don't. I'm just saying SGA is better than him at that shit, bro. Like SGA is going to deliver when it's a time to rip your heart out. How many times have we seen him do it? Like he just does it.
So does that mean? Does that mean you're giving the ball to Shai before Steph? They're on the same team, and you have a last
if
shot.
The game is probably tied up. Probably, yeah. So. Probably, I would give it to SGA just because SGA can create a little bit more. SGA can get to the basket too. Steph looked like he's like having mental gymnastics with himself when he's on the perimeter one-on-one. Like, do I want to go by? Do I want to snatch back, shoot a three? And like that decisive shit kind of fucks up Steph a little bit. I think Shai, he can get to the mid-range pull up. Shai's more athletic, so when those shots get a little bit more difficult, Shai can do a little bit more.
Like great scorers like SGA, great scorers like Bryant, like whatever you throw at him, I'm going to get a bucket, and there's nothing that you can do about it. So if you try to,
absolutely,
one of them will pass. One of them.
Yeah. You know.
One of them.
Hey, you getting double pass the ball? I ain't got a problem with it.
Yeah, one of them will pass, but one of them will also shoot it too. In addition to passing, he will 100% score the basketball. So if you need me to get a bucket, and guys make the right play all the time, Ron. I mean, the great players, they make the right play. I get that point. But when you're in the meat and potatoes of the game and we need a bucket, and this is my go-to guy, I'm drawing this up for you. And I'm drawing this up for you in anticipation that the double comes. I'm drawing this up in anticipation that you're one-on-one. I'm not just drawing this up for you to get a bucket. I'm drawing it up for you in both of these situations. And I'm not passing the ball. I'm not giving the ball up. I've heard Isaiah Thomas on the sideline. If I'm only shooting it when the shot clock runs out. They ain't getting a chance to get the ball back. If I make it, we go into overtime. If I miss it, we go into overtime. If I make it, we winning it. I don't care if the double is coming. I'm shooting the ball.
Chill. And this for everybody. And Ron, you can grab the wheel after this, because after I say this shit, it don't need no rebuttal to it, no debate to it. And in this order, when the game is on the line in the clutch, Mike, Kobe, Shai.
Oh my God.
The numbers disagree.
It is what it is. I like Paulie too. I'm gonna get Paul Pierce.
You're not
Paulie.
giving LeBron the
Thank
ball.
you, because I ain't want to have to say it. Because if I said it, if I would have said it,
no, I
I'd have
fuck with
got attacked.
Paulie. I fuck
Wait,
with Paulie.
what was the term? Wait, what
Yes,
was the
Paul
premise you laid
Pierce.
out?
Yes,
What was the premise
absolutely.
you laid out? Just give them the ball, or you need a
Give them the
bucket
ball at the end of the game.
No, I need
You guys
a
are
bucket.
taking
I'm talking
Paul
about
Pierce
it's a
over
tie
LeBron?
game or down one. Tie game, down one.
What hell yeah?
Mike,
I'm gonna be
Kobe,
honest, man. Go
Shai,
show some love to Tyrese
Paul,
Halliburton, man. Go show some love to
Kyrie.
Tyrese Halliburton.
All before LeBron.
Oh, Tyrese 6. I get
Yeah, you gotta show some love to Tyrese
Tyrese
Halliburton, man. You gotta show some love to Tyrese
Tyrese
Halliburton.
Tyrese fifth.
You guys are putting Paul Pierce over LeBron?
Yes, nigga. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be
my
honest.
God.
I need a bucket. I need a bucket late game. Bron might be the first person I go to.
I don't understand why that's even a question.
Man, please.
I'm drawing it up for James.
Like what?
Him to make
Why
a
are we even
right
having that
pass.
conversation?
I want the ball.
And
in
second
Bron's
off,
hands.
you know who else they
That's-
didn't say?
want
Y'all
the
didn't
ball.
say.
Yes, we can
KD.
pass the ball to Paul Pierce. Yes, I want him to have the ball.
And Ron,
Yes.
and Ron,
I want the ball in Bron's hands.
You putting Paul
and
Pierce over KD?
He takes the shot or he finds someone wide open. I want the
I want
ball.
the
in
ball in his
That ain't
hands
what
at
I
the
was
end of
saying, though. I was talking about just getting a bucket. I didn't talk about making the
Yeah,
right
I'm
pass.
saying,
what I'm
even
here
if I need him
for.
to score,
I'm going
even
to
if I
James.
need him to
That's what
score,
I'm
I
here
want the
for.
ball in
Even
Bron's
if I need
hands.
a bucket, I'm going to
I want
James.
the ball in Bron's
Bro,
hands.
bro, Drake,
Mike,
Hey,
Kobe,
I call game.
Really
Mike,
quick, James.
Kobe, Jay,
Drake and Ox.
Paulie,
Hey, I
Kyrie.
ain't mad at Paul Pierce
That's
being
it.
on the list. I think Paul Pierce is valid. I think you could go look at a guy like Joe Johnson. I think Joe Johnson's a
I
valid
like
name.
Joe. I like
I
Joe.
think Damian Lillard. I think that goes without saying.
Oh, yeah,
Dame is
dollar.
a-
For sure,
Like,
for
there's
sure.
names I'm fine with you saying.
Excuse
Bron
me.
is on that list. That's what I'm saying. Bron
I
is
don't
on
know
that
if y'all
list.
know
Like,
this,
there's no
but
doubt.
there's a dude who his name is Mr. Clutch. I don't know if y'all remember him.
Jerry West.
Jerry West, yeah.
I just want to make sure that
I
that-
rock
that
with
he-
Jerry. Hey,
I mean,
Jerry did make
that's
some
his
crazy shit in the
nickname.
final, though. Jerry did make some
Give me
crazy
the
shit in the
ball.
final that
I'll
he should have
finish
won that shit if it would have counted that.
Yeah, Reggie Miller. Hey, we not gonna disrespect Reggie Miller.
I'm
Reggie
sorry,
Miller
Ron.
be making shots. Reggie
Now,
Miller be
all that,
making.
all that other shit is fluff. I said my top three, and Ron grabbed the wheel. The top three remains. Who debate 4, 5, and 6? I don't give a shit. Mike, Kobe. Hey.
No way you got a Jerry West.
Carmelo Anthony with hella.
Come on,
Mike,
y'all.
Kobe,
Come on.
I did not expect
Yes,
someone
sir,
to have a
come
Jerry
on.
West jersey in the
Shout,
Big 2-6,
shout out the
man.
logo, man.
Hey,
But
what
What
all
is
right,
that Grant Hill jersey back there too?
Yes, sir. You
Carmelo
already know.
Anthony
I used to have a Grant Hill jersey. I ain't know what it
Come
meant to me. I
on,
had
bro.
that same jersey. I ain't know what it meant to me. That shit got so many
Yeah,
holes in
Kawhi,
that
I have
motherfucker
Kawhi
right now.
up there.
Couldn't believe it.
Kawhi taking big shots.
I wore the shit out that jersey, y'all.
I ain't gonna lie,
Kawhi taking
Ron.
big
I don't feel like we talked about Kawhi enough today, but whatever though. You know what I'm saying?
well, I mean,
Yeah, you're not allowed to
we-
talk about Kawhi.
we have 45 super chats. I'm assuming
No, you're right.
somebody
Go ahead.
sent a super chat about Kawhi, but you know, like, let's get through these. Teddy Hart, another super chat from a Hall of Famer. Teddy Hart is showing why he is goated in the chat. Teddy Hart said, I still say that was a successful defensive possession. Other than a turnover, that shot attempt was the best case scenario for Denver. It's the most missable shot in SGA's repertoire. Can't judge based on results. It's a probability game.
Yeah, it's easier to say. Like, I also think a big part of like that we all missed was that they weren't really under duress from the clock. Like they had 7 seconds. So like even if you double Shai, OKC have a lot of time to get a good shot. Like if there was maybe 3 on the clock when Shai catches the ball, I'm more so on the side of double him. He has no other option. He's gonna have to shoot over a contest. But when there's so much time on the clock and OKC spaced the floor as well as they did, there's only so much you can do in my
But that's
and I think they play good defense.
But I don't think that's fully the point. I think the point was somebody else takes the shot. Even if you do double Shai and he has time, he gets the ball to somebody else. Somebody else got to take that shot. You know what I'm saying? Somebody
yeah,
else
but
has to
that
have
ruins the
pressure on
fun.
them.
Imagine if every coach just followed the mindset of best player can't take the shot. We never gonna see KD hit a game winner. We never.
Oh,
Gonna
that's
see
a fact.
Hit
I mean,
a
that's
game
a
winner.
fact.
Like, at the end of the day, I
You
want
hit-
Shai
you hit for
taking
the
the
fun.
shot. Like
Or
no
KD
disrespect.
go-
No
or he go hit
disrespect.
over a double
If
team.
Jared McCain gets a wide open corner 3 and he hits it for game, cool. Like shout out to you. Good shot. Well done. The double teams. Ooh, yay. I want to see Shai make sidestep 3s for game. I want to see that. I want to see KD shoot over 2 people for game. I want to see LeBron take a fadeaway floater off the glass for game. Like, I don't want to see a role player get a wide open shot because you said anyone but LeBron. Like, I don't want to see that. So I'm also on the side of, as a fan, yeah, let Shai go one-on-one and shoot a sidestep three. If he makes that shit, it's cold. If he misses, overtime, whatever, we move. So,
but that's the difference with LeBron. LeBron is doing that with the double team. You see what I'm saying? LeBron is getting double team, triple team against the Magic when he hit that buzzer beater over Dwight Howard, like against the Magic and Dwight Howard in the playoffs. He was like triple teamed on that inbound play. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for me, it's like
there was only like 1.2 on the clock. If there was 1.2 on the clock for Shai, they would have tripled him.
True, 100%. They would have definitely tripled him in that case. But I still feel like when you pass that ball in, it has to be a double team on Shai. No question. No questions asked. And if he makes a shot off a double team, it's incredible. But, I mean, do I like that they forced him to do a step back, which is his lowest possible shot? Cool. But at the same time, like, you have to double Shai there. You have to.
I seen a stat that says Shai shooting 44% on step back threes. So.
Yikes.
It's crazy.
I will say this.
It is
I will
crazy.
say this too because we you know, and this is what we do. This is our job. Basketball discourse is our job. And some of the shit we talk about, these niggas never have these conversations in the midst of the moment and in the midst of the huddle. It's no way that Denver said, "Hey guys, we're gonna force Shai to shoot a step back three to his right." That's not what they said.
Exactly.
So like
I don't think that's what they said, but I do think they made a conscious decision to make sure Shai couldn't get downhill.
Yeah, no middle.
They
probably told him no middle. They probably told him no middle. Most likely, no middle. And the only driving angle he was going to have to be was probably going to be to the right, where Tim Hardaway may have just stunned it. That's what they do. They stun out the corner.
Christian Brown was already there as well.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, I just think like the shit played out. Shai, to Mars's point, Shai went fast because he knew, like I said, I think he anticipated a double coming. And I think once he saw that nobody was there in time, I think he just used his instincts to say, "Oh shit, I gotta shoot it," and he shot it. He made it. It was a good defensive possession. Nobody's arguing that. All I was saying was what I would have did. That's it. I'm just saying what it was possible.
Look at us 2 hours later coming to a
yeah, I was saying that to begin with. It was just everybody was just jumping on what I was saying, like, "Oh, he wasn't gonna get there," and I'm like, "It's not about that, though. It's clearly not about that." But at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is. Ain't nobody inside my mind. But Ox, you ain't got to pay me too much, bro. I'm the same as some other guys. I'm telling you, you ain't got to pay me too much. I'm the same.
All right, well, speaking of paying, my man Teddy Hart is not done. He continues to stack up on his Hall of Fame resume. Teddy Hart sent through another $20 super chat and said, "I think Luka is on the downward side of his peak. And with the rise of Wemby and others, plus the ascending West teams, I see a real path where Luka retires without an MVP and a championship due to timing. How would this be viewed, fellas?"
He'd be viewed as the best player to never win either one. That's really it.
Really?
Like D Wade never won an MVP, but he won championships. Kawhi never won an MVP, but he won championships. Jerry West never won an MVP, but he won championships. James Harden's won an MVP, never won championships. Karl Malone won an MVP, never won championships. Steve Nash won an MVP, never
John
won
Stockton never won either.
Shout out John Stockton. For real.
Just saying.
No, that's a valid pull, Mars.
But
to
your point, Mars, guys like Elgin Baylor, John Stockton, right? I mean, Barkley won a league MVP, but he didn't win a championship. But to your point, guys, like he'd be in that
this man
space.
Said John Stockton to me with a straight face. So.
Yeah.
John Stockton.
Yeah, that was a valid pull.
What?
Miles,
Luka 4 years ago was better than John Stockton ever was.
Luka's not better than John Stockton today, but you know.
Damn, that's crazy. I mean, honestly, I feel like that's gonna happen for Luka. Like, let's be real. Look at where he's at right now. He's on the Lakers. I don't see this going anywhere really for the Lakers. I don't see them like putting a team together that could really formulate a championship. I mean, I don't think he's gonna win MVP. Come on. This is really how it's gonna end.
Why don't you see it though, Miles?
I just don't see it. Like exactly what he's saying. Look at the dominance of Wemby. If Wemby's able to do this for the next 10 years.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. If Kay Cunningham is able to continue to get better with Detroit, if OKC can stay healthy and keep that core together, there's no way.
Which they won't.
But Miles, you got to understand this too, though. The dynamic of where Luka's at. The Lakers make it happen. They turn shit into sugar every time. They turn dust into gold every time. We've seen them do it time after time after time. They turn water into wine. They're gonna fit like Luka's within the next 5 years. Luka's gonna have a championship caliber team. Now, whether they win it, I can't say whether they win it, but they are 100%.
They are going to win it,
post LeBron.
They're gonna win it.
All right,
They're going to
Chill
win.
believes they're going to win it. I don't know that. I just
Don't
know
get
they're going to
Giannis,
have a
bro.
team that's good enough.
The
to
history
do it.
has shown me over the years that they have a gap and they get it together and eventually they won it.
What has to happen?
60 years. We get the one dominant, we get that one dominant player, we build around him, then we get somebody else, and then we win. We have that gap in between, but within that gap, once we get that one guy, and then we get that other guy, we win. 60 years of evidence with the Lakers has shown me that that's what happens with them.
I heard Drench say, Giannis. Who is the player you think they got to get over that hump?
He think
Obviously,
they getting Giannis.
LeBron's going to be Giannis. Obviously,
For
LeBron's
sure, they're
gonna be
getting
Giannis.
Giannis.
But who do you think they need, Chill?
I don't think that the player that they are gonna get, I don't think he's amongst these guys that we see. I think it's a young guy. I don't know who it is.
Oh,
I think it's a younger guy.
You
Yes.
see how you see that? Did you notice like what you just said though, Chill? Like how and mind you, I believe the Lakers are the best franchise in basketball in history of the NBA, definitely, right? And you see how they grab some guys and they like win a cluster. They win a cluster of championships, and then they win a cluster. LeBron's a failure.
What do you mean by that?
Super chat. We got 20 minutes.
No, we can entertain this. We can entertain this.
I'm saying though, look,
Oh, super
Magic,
chat,
Kareem and Magic, like they ran them off. You got, you know what I'm saying?
Shaq and Kobe.
Shaq and Bean, they ran them off. Bean came back, ran a couple off. Nigga, Bron got one in Disney World.
So,
Hey man, that add a little more theatrics to it.
So-
You know what, Ox?
wait,
I've realized when we get towards the end of the show, you just start saying shit because you like overtime. That's what it is. You like
Yeah, I
staying
can't
here
do
longer
overtime
than we
today.
used
I
to.
Oh,
can't
he's
do overtime today.
sabotaging Morris.
Spring break
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah,
He's stepping on out of bounds line on purpose. He missing defensive assignments.
He genuinely just wants to talk about things.
Shooting them ass
Also
shots.
just get to just saying shit so that
You
we
definitely sound like a
derailed.
Clippers fan. You
So
definitely
we're
sound like a
here in
Clippers fan
overtime.
right now.
You know what I'm
But
not
I'm
gonna
saying,
do?
no, Morris,
I
with
studied
that,
your style, Ox. I
with
studied
that,
your
with
style.
that being said, though, Morris, because yes, admittedly, I don't mind a little overtime. That is true. But Morris, I mean that shit I'm saying though. Like I'm 100% mean what I
You
Mars,
just
just
I'm not
said.
gonna-
conveniently.
You think
timed
LeBron's
it,
a
isn't it?
failure?
I'm not gonna derail the show, Mars. I'm not, because I could actually get my Ghostbuster flamethrower out and destroy this right now, but I'm not.
Chill.
Destroy it, man. Come on,
We don't
Jim.
need to
Come
do
on,
that.
Jim.
It's spring
I'm
break
not
send
for
this
me.
ox to the
The
moon.
kids really
Hey, y'all
need-
ever seen the ox jump the
The
moon?
kids are in the lab, Chill. So I can't go to too much overtime. The kids are
Yes,
in the
let's
lab.
go. Right,
So
exactly.
hey,
So
I got
let's go.
four
Next.
back to back
Ox
today.
shall
I
not
had
derail
2 this
us with
morning.
his
I
shenanigans.
got 4 more to go.
Fall for it.
As you were saying. So, as you were saying, Rob,
Yeah, I'm in the lab all day, so I got to do this shit.
I guess.
What the fuck is Ron doing? Come on.
You got a lot
It's-
going on, Ron. You got lots. You got a lot going on over there.
Nah,
Ron.
it ain't too much.
I
going
rushed
on.
over here to get on the show. Come on, Ron. I got 4
all right.
more to go.
D&E
My body is
MLV
sore as a
said,
motherfucker.
"Is Daryl Morey stupid?"
Oh, about Jared McCain. I mean, it's he tried to duck the text. Jared McCain was the easy one to get out. So
I don't think Daryl Morey is stupid though. By the way,
No.
he did a way better job than Raphael.
Sure
Stone.
is.
I haven't liked a lot of Daryl Morey's decisions, but
Daryl Morey is the smartest stupid person, or the stupidest smart person in the NBA.
You the best looking ugly chick.
Yeah, pretty
There's
much.
some ugly girls that's kind of cute though.
No, Drench.
no,
No.
Hey, Jordan, there's some cute. It's some cute girls that's kind of ugly too.
As you were saying.
All right. The next super chat from PB7. PB7 said it's always someone better than 2 until it's time to be better than 2. The conversations SJ has put himself into is going to make a lot of people uncomfortable, and I'm here for it.
And I promise you, once we get this sneaker deal and we move over to Nike, they're gonna put the machine behind him, and he's gonna turn into this cultural icon.
He's going to Nike?
Yeah, he's with
He's not
Converse.
going to
Yeah,
Nike.
He's moving
Chill,
over.
he's-
He's
How
moving
you know
over
he's
to
moving
Nike.
over?
This nigga need
Yeah.
to stop wearing them purses.
Yeah, he's moving over. He's gonna move over to Nike, and with him moving over to Nike, they're gonna put the machine behind him, and he's gonna turn into this cultural icon. And he's got the game to substantiate it. And then we're gonna have to talk about him because you're gonna hear it so much. We're gonna have to talk about him way differently.
No, I remember it was
I don't know.
this off season, and someone approached him, and I think his limo was pulling away, and he said, "Respectfully, we're not going anywhere." And I love that, and it reminded me of Michael Jordan. Like that is a powerful message.
Shai ain't going.
He reminded you of Michael Jordan.
He reminded me of Michael many times.
Maybe he's as cool as Michael. Who knows?
Shai ain't going to Nike chill. You want to wrap that up?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know.
I don't think so either. And then on top of that,
Nike not gonna give him that creative control.
Isn't Converse owned by Nike anyway?
Yes, they are.
So
Yeah,
he's already basically there, right?
but
at the same time, Converse give him that creative control. I do know from people 100%. From the Nike part, man, that creative control shit is hard to come by. Not saying they wouldn't give it to Shai.
Exactly, they would. Yes.
Yeah, but that shit is hard to come by. Like Shai probably controls every aspect of what he wants to put out for Converse.
When you say like shoes and cultural icon chill, you talking about Kobe, KD, Jordan,
Yes,
LeBron level?
I before you came up, I told Penn he's going to be the media darling that Bryant was supposed to be before he got wrapped up in that nonsense in Colorado.
Oh yeah.
If he ends up winning the league MVP, like I think he's going to win this year, and they end up winning the NBA championship, they are going to put that machine behind him, and he is going to be the media darling, and everybody's going to love this guy, and it's going to go on for a while.
I was going to ask y'all too, because I know Chill, you made a couple of videos about the 65 game rule. So let's say Shai gets hurt, a small injury, let's say a sprained ankle or something like that, right? He misses a few more games, doesn't get the 65 game, can't win MVP. What does that do with his status?
Nothing.
I'm not about to view Shai as lesser because he sprained his ankle when he was.
He ain't gonna do nothing.
And that's why I don't care about accolades, like, especially now with this nonsense rule. If someone plays 64 and they don't win an MVP, I'm meant to view them as worse than another guy who has MVPs who didn't have to play with this rule. Nah, Shai already like that. I don't know what to say. Shai already like that. That's kind of really is.
Chill. I also want to bring up too, like, especially with this whole Steph Curry thing with him leaving Under Armour. I know Under Armour's kicking themselves right now. Converse is going to be like, we're not doing this. Isn't going to happen to us. I seen how you divorced your wife. I'm not going out the same way that you went out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to make that same mistake.
I honestly don't see Under Armour ever recovering unless they go in the red for like 10 years.
For sure.
They give somebody like fucking a massive shoe deal, like one of these players coming out and hope they get to the stardom that Steph Curry. I don't understand what Under Armour is doing. Maybe they want to get out the game for maybe they want to get out the shoe game for sports period, like basketball and football, because they shoes is ass. But as far as like, I just don't understand what they're doing with Steph Curry. And Steph was leading the charge because he was signing other players and shit. It's no way they recover from this. No way.
All right, Demetrius Brutus became a member earlier, and he just sent through a super chat. Well, didn't just send through a super chat, but he sent through a super chat and said Shai is unanimous. AJ heaven sent, and exactly what we were missing in 24 against the Dallas Mavericks. He does it all, and I can think of 4 teams that will be serious contenders if they had him. We have him. And whatever that last word is.
3 years for $3 million a year. Yeah, his contract is ridiculous. Yeah, Shai for me should be unanimous. That's kind of why. So.
Unanimous MVP?
AJ Mitchell, man.
Really? Unanimous MVP this year.
I've been here for a while, but yeah, I think Shai should be
over. Like, you don't think Wemby should have like?
Wemby can get some second place votes. I don't think anyone should think Wemby should be the MVP over Shai. I don't think anyone should come to that conclusion.
Wow, that's interesting. Or Jokic.
It probably should be unanimous. I don't see a lane.
It's not going to be. I know it's not going to be unanimous.
It should be though.
But I think it should be. I think there's many MVPs.
But the closest person is Jokic, and Jokic hasn't played well in the second half of the season.
There's too many good players for someone to not vote for someone else. Also, Jokic is going to get like 20 votes just off Jokic.
If he wins league MVP unanimously in this era.
I don't think that matters.
It's fine. He won't. But I think he should. But like, there's like 5 different years. I think there should be a unanimous MVP. So
I agree.
Like, the fact that there's only one, it's like you're never gonna get 100 people to all agree on one thing. Like, it's just not that. So
I hated Steph Curry so much. I hated that nigga won unanimous. I argue with everybody. That shit wasn't unanimous.
It really wasn't. Right?
I said that too.
Oh my God.
I was arguing like
half the panel up here thinks Steph shouldn't have been unanimous. Like, I guess. Cool.
Yep. Well, I do think Russ should have. Now that you say it,
Russ, I don't care.
But, all right,
unanimous, the most obvious unanimous ever.
I mean, Kawhi was better than Steph that year.
No.
Yeah.
He
trying to again.
Hunter TV said, "Can OKC guards stop having their MVP moments against my team? First Russ, now this." Shaking my head.
Oh,
Yeah, don't forget Russ had one.
At the last game of the season, right?
Was it like
When he hit the
60
game
point
winner?
triple double? Yeah. Was that last game of the season? It might have been 50 point triple double.
I think it was the last game of the season. I might be wrong. Last game of the season, he broke the triple double single season record. He had 42. He got his 42nd triple double, hit the game winner, and I think like secured like that playoff spot or something. All in, like,
I don't think that was last game of the season though.
Oh, okay.
But I do think all of the other stuff was true though. It was a crazy game winner nonetheless.
Yeah, from crazy.
Best game winner we've ever seen. All right, POA Defense FC sent through a super chat and said, "Can we end the Denver can beat OKC in the playoff shit? They have nothing for our offense, and for the most part, we can clamp them. It's a terrible matchup."
Use that
Bum-ass
same
Nuggets.
use that same. Whoa, stay right there. Use that same logic because the San Antonio Spurs own you, motherfuckers. So you say that shit about the Denver Nuggets. San Antonio owns y'all. So you better hope y'all don't see them because with the shit you talking about with Denver, they will show you the door. So say the same thing about them. The exact same thing.
I think OKC probably would agree that the Spurs are the toughest matchup. I think.
But also Denver's not fully healthy. So I mean, I feel like a fully healthy.
They
were only missing Peyton Watson.
They were only missing.
Aaron Gordon's also not 100%. He's
Shit, you couldn't tell me that based on how he started the game. You see how he came out?
He's
Aaron Gordon came out
100%.
looking like Steph Curry. I don't know what he had going on.
Yo, Jokic not 100% right now either.
And Jokic not either. Yeah, Jokic not 100%.
Yeah, now
neither
Shai not either. Yeah,
Shai just go back to. I don't know. Like,
Who is
AJ
100%?
Mitchell? That was AJ Mitchell's first game back. He not 100% either. They ain't have Chet. They ain't have
who is
They ain't have Jada. They ain't have Caruso.
Yeah.
We gonna do this. We can do this.
Didn't Jamal Murray get hurt? Didn't Jamal Murray get hurt?
Yeah, Jamal Murray.
Lester did just get hurt.
Neither team was healthy. I don't know what to tell you. Neither team was healthy.
Yep.
There you go.
Devon Williams sent through a super chat and says, "Shout out USA beating Mexico in the World Baseball Classic, and shout out Bobby Witt Jr. with two of the greatest defensive plays of all time." That boy cold at that shortstop.
Yeah.
Y'all dudes just
Bobby Witt Jr. ain't nothing to mess around with.
That was a great 5-3 win right
Damn.
there. 5-3 USA. Let's go.
Yeah, he crazy. Yeah.
Hey, Miles, who USA play next?
I don't even know off the top of
It's
my
either
head.
tonight or tomorrow.
But
It's another good game though.
But the USA is going to dominate. It's probably going to be USA versus Japan in the final. So we'll see.
I don't know. Dominican
Shohei
Republic
Ohtani.
got something to say about that.
Dominican Republic is tough, but that Japanese team is different when it comes to the hitters, bro. They had an inning where they had 5 straight home runs back to back, bro. It was insane.
Japan is different.
It was
they
insane,
got the best play. They got the Jokic of the MLB.
Shohei Ohtani.
If you get what I'm saying, they got
For
the
sure.
Jokic of the, and I'm on my swiper right now. I'm rooting for Japan. So
They play
Yeah,
Italy. Tonight they play Italy.
oh, okay, they about to mock Italy.
They're gonna kill Italy. Yeah, it's gonna be bad.
All right. Well,
I wonder what them
speaking
Dominicans
of speaking of guys rooting for foreign nations and whatnot, KD 35 Champ 24 became a YouTube member, and then KD 35 Champ 24 sent through a super chat and said, "Damn, Swiper, your boy Brown got cooked last night. Oh, Swiper not here? LOL. Damn."
Y'all know this.
Shout out to him because he could have seen Swapper one here and just not send his super chat, but he still decided to send it. Shout out to you. Yeah, shout out to you.
Hey, man, you gotta love the strays, man. You gotta love them. The next super chat is from a Hall of Famer by the name of DNE MLV. DNE said, "Y'all still got Pippen's handle over Kawhi's? Y'all seen how he did OG."
That was one person who said that. Don't
I said
pluralize
that.
that.
Yeah, I said that.
Don't pluralize that. That was one
Yeah,
person.
I said that. Yes, I did.
I still
just
don't. I
wanna
don't take
be-
that.
I want to be very clear about this whole ball handling situation. Like that move was incredible, and it was more like the sequence of moves, the hesitation, and the snapback. The actual ball handling in that part, in that particular play, was nothing more than basic. You know what I'm saying?
If I say that, I'm hating, Ox. If I say that was some basic shit,
No,
I'm
but
hating.
mind you,
but the
basic
argument
isn't a
isn't that
bad
Kawhi
thing.
has a complex handle. It's that his handle is
Right.
great.
Oh, he's
Exactly.
got a tight handle. I'm not
I
arguing
understand
that
that.
point,
I understand that part too, Mars. I definitely do. I just want to be very clear about that. And that's the thing about Kawhi Leonard. And this is even more so to something I talk about a lot up here when it comes to ball handling. It doesn't have to be a lot of all of this. It's just about getting to your spot, You know what I'm saying? Not letting anybody take the ball from you, being strong with your ball handling. I think that is great ball handling. I want to be very clear about that. I think y'all know that I'm not impressed by the flashy stuff. It's more so about you can't take it from me. And also, Mars, I'm really just talking about that play in particular. Like that play in particular, I was impressed with the sequence of moves that turned that into the clip. It's really, and Kawhi Leonard just proves that more and more with the way he handles the ball. Like, I don't got to do all of this. It's between the legs, hezzy, go, snatch back, boom. But what I'm saying is that was not difficult at all. That's how simple basketball is. Like, the actual ball handling part of that was not difficult at all. You know what I'm saying? But the move, the head fake, the composure, you know what I'm saying? The skill set that took, the strength, the balance, that's what it was. You know what I mean? And a lot of people weren't feeling me when I said that yesterday, even online, and I just think they kind of misunderstood what I was saying. But
no, I think his ball handling. I think his ball handling is better than Scottie Pippen. But I mean, Scottie Pippen was an incredible player. But Kawhi Leonard, I mean, he's shown over the years. I mean, OG's not the first person he's crossed. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. He's crossed and done step backs and all that stuff on a lot of players. He's solid. He's solid. Kawhi, I love Kawhi's ball handling. I think he's one of the most skills wise. I feel like he's still an underrated superstar. You know what I'm saying? Kawhi Leonard is a superstar. That dude is a beast. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just don't get why people kind of push him to the side a lot. They kind of underestimate him.
Got hurt a few times. You know how it goes. People forget.
Hey, you get hurt a few times, but you got championships back to back, and you finals MVP at both of them. You know what I'm saying? It's like
what?
You got NBA championships and you finals MVP of both of them? Come on.
Oh, okay.
Come on, man.
I thought you said back to back.
No, I was saying like back to back. He was finals MVP of both of the championships he won. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
What's wrong, Chill? Chill, what's the issue?
He's looking at the time. That's what it is. He's looking at the time.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
We good. Let's go.
And then, but wait, on top of that too, there was a lot of people saying, "Oh, well, Scottie Pippen couldn't do that." It's like, yeah, Scottie Pippen absolutely could do that move, but
for sure.
Yeah, facts.
For sure.
Masenko said, we faulting Dwayne Wade because he played at the same time as 2 top 5 players of all time, and his best teammate was a washed version of Jermaine O'Neal and Udonis Haslem.
Jermaine O'Neal.
Yeah, that in 09
it was Jermaine O'Neal.
Why you gotta do Jermaine O'Neal like that, man? Catching strays.
Nah, that team had Jamaria Moon was on that team.
Why you laughing at Jamario?
Mario Chalmers,
Jamaria Moon was decent, man.
Was that shooter on that team? What's his Jason Capono? Was he on that team? No.
Was Jason Capono there that year?
No, he wasn't.
Was James Posey? James Posey was there? James Posey? No? Okay.
Nah, this is a bad Heat team. Like it's really D-Wade. It might have been rookie Mario Chalmers. Like it was a
Marcus Banks, Mark Blunt,
it was a
Luther Head, Sean Livingston.
Sean Livingston.
I forgot about Luther Head.
I don't know if y'all remember this, but Sean Marion was on that team too. Yeah, that's Sean Marion.
Yeah, they ended up trading him to Toronto. They ended up trading.
Yeah, he played in Toronto too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah,
the perfect jump shot.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
There's some crazy players who played like very short stints in places that we kind of forget. Y'all know Peja Stojakovic played for the Raptors.
Yeah, Tracy McGrady played for the Pistons. Shit's crazy. Like what? Insane, bro.
T-Mac was on the Pistons, wasn't he?
About that. He got some run with the Spurs too.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
And the Hawks, and he was dope with the Hawks too.
Oh, he was.
And Mars, it ain't a coincidence that the year that Tracy McGrady leaves San Antonio, they win the NBA championship. That ain't a coincidence.
For real?
That's crazy.
Yeah, he a hater. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
King Bo sent through a $10 super chat, $9.99 to be exact. He said Stephen A. Smith said Jaylen Brown can beat SGA out for MVP if he performs well against the Spurs and OKC. ... Jaylen is not top 2 MVP candidate. We have to stop.
That's what I was thinking. That would mean
this is why he's not going to be unanimous.
That's
Stephen A. has a vote.
See, that's what I'm saying, right? And that would mean, to Stephen A.'s point, that would mean that him and Jaylen Brown are SGA and Jaylen Brown in terms of the league MVP race are close right now.
You guys don't think that?
Hell no. But we don't have time to get into that.
You guys don't think they're close at all?
Not even remotely. Not even on the same planet.
What?
But
Wow.
But that's why Shai's not going to be unanimous, because there's guys like
That
Stephen A
much,
who have votes, and they believe Jaylen Brown can be the MVP, which means there's going to be people who aren't going to vote for Shai. That's why unanimous is difficult.
Why?
They need to give me a vote more.
Why do you guys not think? Look at what Jaylen Brown did for Boston. We expected Boston Celtics to be one of the worst teams in the East.
I don't
the
judge
season
MVP.
started.
I don't judge MVP off expectations.
What?
You judge it.
I
You
judge
judge
on
the
how- I judge on how
MVP
well
on
you're
how
playing.
you play.
If my
How
expectations
did you
are
play this?
wrong, that doesn't mean I then have to give you extra brownie points. I was wrong about Boston. I thought Boston was going to be in the play-in. They're not. That doesn't mean I then have to boost up Jaylen Brown. No, I was just wrong. That's it.
But
There's
Jaylen
no-
Brown's the reason why.
But I don't.
he's
I
not.
don't agree with that statement.
not.
I don't agree with that.
He has a lot to do with it.
You know
He
who
has
the
a
Yeah,
lot to
real
do
for
with it,
reason?
sure.
The
For
Myers-
sure.
but he's
But
not.
I strongly disagree with that statement. And even if I did agree with that statement, his team and him exceeding my expectations doesn't mean I then have to think he's the MVP or close to it, because he's still not playing at a level that I think is close to Shai. Him exceeding what I thought was capable of him doesn't mean he's then at the level of Shai. It just means he's better than I thought he was. Him being better than I thought he was doesn't mean MVP. It just means he's better than I thought. That's it. Two different conversations.
I understand it if it was like he's better than I thought he was, and he's like averaging 35 a game and all this stuff, and his team is not doing that great. But not only is he better than you thought he was, but he's leading his entire team to the second seed in the East, where possibly they could get the first
He's
seed.
the best player. He's
because
the
Detroit
best
is
player on
falling.
the
They might
second
get the
seed.
first seed. They might get the first seed.
And you
before
want
the season.
and
They
you
might.
and
They
you
might.
100%.
He's the best player on the second best team in the East.
And you
for sure.
100% should get
He's not the
consideration
best
for
Shai's
that.
the best
I don't
player
think
on
that
the
we
best
should
team in the
argue that.
NBA and is way
I'm
better
not
than
arguing
Jaylen
that.
Brown.
I don't think that.
Like, it's
Jason
really that
Tatum is
simple
the
to
best
me.
player on that team, respectfully.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like
Who is?
that's played this year.
And
Like
also,
Shai has just played at a level that I think is undeniably higher than Jaylen Brown. Like, it's really that simple.
would you believe me?
Played better than Jaylen Brown.
Okay, take a guess, Mars. How much better are the Celtics when Jaylen Brown's on the bench this year?
We've
Just-
done.
just take a
they're
guess.
they're plus 15 when he's off the court. They're plus 5 with him. We've
Perfect.
done this many times. So.
Do we have Jason Tatum's plus minus yet? Is it too
yeah,
early
they
for me to
actually-
start
that-
doing
that-
this?
No,
Way
I
too
mean
early.
it's definitely way too early. But last I saw, they were plus 25 with him on the court. So you know,
Never
agendas-
mind. Never
Tatum
mind.
League MVP.
Never
League
mind.
MVP. Jason Tatum.
It is in
Who was,
fact
the, who, was,
JT Steve.
who was the one that said that though, bro? When we were sitting on that couch, and I really hope when we put this on Instagram and stuff, LeBron, that we can do a flashback to when me and you said Jason Tatum gonna come back, and everybody else said he's not coming back and he shouldn't come back.
I remember.
And I was
that.
like, he's gonna average like 20 to 15 a game. This is exactly what I said. Word for word. He's gonna average 20 to 15 a game. That's all they need. Just give him 20 to 25 minutes, and they good. And what happened, Chill?
Well, the
Jason
restrictions-
Tatum's Jason Tatum's looked
minute
about as
restrictions
good
are
as you
off.
could hope. Yeah, Jason Tatum's looked about as good as you could hope based on.
See what I'm
just
saying?
Coming back. So,
Come on, man.
shout out to him.
Yo, Ron,
This
flash
is
the
it.
names again. Flash our
Flash
names
the
again.
names.
Yeah, flash our names again.
Oh yeah. I got you. I got you.
Just let the people know. Yeah, thank you.
Oh my goodness. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you.
All right. The next super chat is from King Bo. Yet again, King Bo said, "Ox is right. The titanium cranium ain't coaching in New York."
Wait. Ron, flash the name again. Flash the name again.
Oh my.
No, I'm just
Please don't tell me. Oh, thank you.
You still Ox?
Not see, Mark. I don't got to do that because I'm used to being right. You know what I'm saying? You're used to being right. You don't got to flex. You don't got to flex that type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
When were you? When's the last time you were right?
Here I was
Last time
hoping
you
Pen
was
was
right.
going Euro that. Here I was hoping, man.
Chill. I was gonna
I've
ask
been
you Chill
I've
because
been urine all day. I'm about to have a muscle spasm. When the hell's the last time you were right?
You should probably start stretching more.
Earlier today about Leonard, he was right.
I was gonna ask you too because that last one was about coaching. So we were talking earlier saying there's only 8 coaches in the NBA, and that's just hard for me to believe. Like I just don't get that.
There's more than 8 coaches in the league.
There's 30 of them, plus assistants.
There's let me rephrase that. And I'm gonna Euro step this, Ron. There's more than 8 coaches in the league coaching. There's some coaches in the league doing a good job.
Do you guys think Doc Rivers is a good coach?
Nope.
I think Doc Rivers.
I think he's a coach.
I do think Doc Rivers is a good coach.
Okay.
Doc Rivers is a hell of a coach.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, he keep getting the job, man.
Unlimited Z Hoop Talks said chain snatcher. No J-Dub, no Caruso, no Chet, no iHeart, no problem for the best in the world.
Yep, I can get with that. Yep.
I got a super chat from Bucket Factory 1. Bucket Factory said SGA proved yesterday that he's cleared Jokic and is the best in the world / MVP. How is Jokic not in Wemby talks after this Jokic lost to OKC every time in the season, unlike the alien? That's a good
really
question.
need to stop using the word cleared.
That's a
well,
term.
Yeah,
Terrible.
it's a word a lot of
I
people
hate
were comfortable using when Jokic was clearing people. People were very comfortable using cleared then. But I do think that Denver are 7-10 since Jokic has been back and they fell to the 6 seeds.
hold on, wait. What's the record again?
7-10.
Ooh.
And yet he hasn't moved from the second place in MVP, which I think is interesting based on precedent of like how the award tends to work. But for me, he would still be second. So it's like, cool, I guess. But it's just funny that I don't know. The rules.
I think the word cleared is like, because Jokic is still that guy. So it's not like one of those he's not like one of those things where it's like he's cleared him and it's like SGA is just way above Jokic like that, because it's not even at that point. So but at the same time, like SGA showed that it's a lot farther than it was last year. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody thought Jokic still should have had it last year. You know, so I think he definitely made some separation from last year for sure. But it's not clear. It didn't clear him though.
I remember when Jokic won and Shaq introduced it, he said, I thought SGA should have won. So these two have been neck and neck for 2 years. I don't think anybody's clearing anyone for the last 2 years. And this year was the first year that I came in very confidently. I think it was towards last year, towards this year. I was like, I think SGA is better. Just how I feel. And last night down the stretch, who was making those big ass defensive plays? It was SGA. He was making really big.
You got a crazy block on someone. They ended up getting it back and scoring. Yeah, but that block was insane.
But he also got a steal.
And then he got a steal the next play. Yeah, he got a steal.
I wasn't a steal. That was an interception. Shout out SGA, boy. You should be on that gridiron.
How long do you guys think it's going to take for Wemby to get one?
MVP?
A year.
He might get one this year.
Yeah, the Spurs keep going at the rate they're going. Next year, they might be the 1 seed. Wemby going to win that shit.
That's real. That's real.
I'm telling y'all, hey, y'all enjoy this season. Remember when Chill, you remember when Jay-Z came back? Remember when he retired the first time, the little Fugazi retirement? And he came back and he said, y'all got less than 3 months to get y'all shit together. Good luck.
Within the next
Derrick Rose record is still intact though, because unless Wemby wins MVP this year, Derrick Rose is still the youngest MVP.
Within the next 5 years, Wemby's going to run the table, Ron. He's going to win the league MVP. He's going to win the Defensive Player of the Year. They're going to win the NBA championship, and he's going to win the Finals MVP. That's going to happen.
I think he's going to do it. I think he's going to do it multiple times. He's going to win Western with all of those
MVP too, Mars. I think we're going to have a season where he runs the table.
He's going to win. I'm just Eastern Conference Finals MVP, Western Conference Finals MVP, Clutch Player of the Year.
I'm just hoping that I get the help.
In-season tournament MVP too.
I don't want him to win the in-season tournament MVP, and the reason why is because I'm looking at the New York Knicks, who the curse of the in-season tournament, they are out in round one, getting bounced. They are getting bounced.
Facts. Orlando gonna beat them. That's who they play right now.
All right, the next super chat is from Smiley2323. Smiley said, "How can JB be an MVP if his teammate is more impactful than him?" Derek White.
More impactful.
I think Derek White's having an amazing season.
More impactful than Jaylen Brown?
You didn't think that in December, Mars. I can tell you that right now.
I mean, the thing about that, Mars, is
you was not on the Derek White train.
The thing about that is Jamal Murray's more impactful than Jokic, so let's get him out of here.
What?
Eurostep.
Derek White is so good, man.
Ox is trying to ramp it up.
He's trying to get us hype.
He's trying to ramp it up.
Crazy.
You're the one who just told us the record when he's being back. I'm not saying they're better without Jokic. I'm saying they're better when they let Jamal Murray do his thing.
I'm on my Ginobili right now, man. These Euros through the lane, they're going crazy.
I mean,
that's crazy.
Check the numbers.
Tyler Talley said, "Me waiting for Swiper to come up here and try to flip this for Jokic. SGA equals best in the world."
I think this is the most threatened Swiper and Jokic FC have felt by any player. I think this is the one where I think this is the closest they feel has been. Like back when it was Giannis, I think they were comfortable. Embiid, I think they kind of laughed that one off. Luka, I don't think they ever took serious. I think SGA is the one where I think Jokic FC, they're sweating. They still gonna take Jokic, but I think this is the one where they're like, okay, it's scary. It's scary.
I'm not as confident saying that. Jokic
Yeah,
is
this
the
is
best in
I think this is the one where they're like, ooh, okay.
This is why the playoffs is going to be incredible, man. This is why I'm super excited for the playoffs, bro. Because obviously all this MVP stuff and talk is great, but the playoffs really explains everything, and that's what we're going to see it all. I'm excited, man. This is going to be one of the best playoffs we've seen in a long time. It's going to be great.
Hopefully, yeah.
Y'all dudes calling for Swiper. Y'all know Swiper don't come on Tuesday, but go ahead, Ron. I'm sorry. Y'all know he ain't here today.
Sometimes he comes on Tuesday.
Sometimes he do.
Yeah, shit, if Jokic would have hit a game winner, I think we might have seen Swiper today.
Ron sucks. I swear. He is trash, yo.
All right, my bad, y'all. It was, like I said, the Wi-Fi here, it ain't, it ain't what we're all accustomed to. However,
that background looks kind of familiar too, by the way, Ron. That background looks real familiar.
I chill. I'm leaving here with something. But Big Zod 00JJK, the GOAT anime, said when SGA wins MVP and a ring again, it's time for them convos. They don't even talk about his defense. Shaking my head. Top 11 in win rate. 35, 15, and 9, no turnovers. We didn't even talk about the 15 assists with no turnovers. 75 true shooting percentage.
He was awesome yesterday. Yes, he was.
There's a reason I said I think he's the best two-way player in the league.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this season, I understand offensively he's much better than Jaylen Brown. Defensively, he's not better than Jaylen Brown. Let's be real.
He thinks that. No, he does think that, Miles. Yes, he does.
He thinks that he's better than Jaylen Brown defensively?
Yeah. Yes.
I don't think Jaylen Brown's been that good defensively this season. That's what I'll say.
Really?
So here's a really, really funny stat for you, Cho.
Yes, sir.
Darren Peterson has 35 assists and 31 turnovers on the season.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
SGA had 15 assists yesterday with 0 turnovers in a game.
In one game.
Darren Peterson?
Why? Yeah, why are we comparing a college
Are you talking about a child?
19.
He's trying to sneakily push the AJ.
You talking about a child?
He trying to push the AJ prop. That's it. Just let it go.
There's no prop to push.
But that's a child.
Child can't pass.
All right,
you talking about a child?
No, he cooked too. I ain't gonna lie.
He's a grown man.
TJ13-31JT. See what you did there. TJ said, "Funny how the best in the world can't beat the actual best in the world. Give the rightful MVP to the Frenchman. No drench. Can't wait to hear the excuses."
Oh, Shai's from the French part of Canada? Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I ain't know that neither. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know that. Oh, okay.
I ain't know that.
Well, that's like Montreal and shit, right?
Quebec.
Yes.
Quebec, yeah.
Archer Vieira said, "No Chet, no iHeart, no Caruso, no dub yesterday. By the way."
That's correct. No problem. Huge win.
Yeah, big win.
Raging Red Rex. Man, you guys got some crazy names. Raging Red Rex said, to Mars's point at the start of the stream, OKC had 2.07 points per direct touch when he saw a double team last night. When Shai saw a double team, they had.
If that's accurate, then yeah, I'm gonna be honest. You can't double team him. I'm gonna be honest. If they're scoring more than 2 points per possession when you double him, you can't double him.
How has no one brought up this entire conversation that Shai is more than capable of splitting double teams?
I did say that. I 100% said when we get to the meat and potatoes of the game, no matter if a double team comes or not, that bucket getter is going to get past them.
I mean, Shai was splitting doubles the whole night. Well, not the whole night, but like big portions of the game. He was splitting.
And I think there's like this kind of misconception about like this guy is single coverage. Yeah, there's a difference between this guy's single coverage, we're playing him straight up, we're not going to help, versus the help is completely loaded up on every single angle. Like when you look at that play, they had completely abandoned AJ Mitchell. They had completely abandoned Lou Dort. Everything was sinking in the middle to stop the drive and stop the mid-range pull-up. So when Shai does what he does, that is absolutely what the defense wanted him to do, and he still made the shot. So it's like, playing this sort of Monday morning quarterback and trying to pretend like, oh, they're stupid. No, they had a great defender on him. They forced him to take a tough shot. And this year he's a 38% 3-point shooter. If next year he comes back as a 40% 3-point shooter, just wait, man. Because that was the one weakness in his game last year is you could push him to the 3-point line. But now he got the mid-range shot. He got the paint finishing. He can draw fouls at a ridiculous rate. He handles super tight, as evidenced by the fact that double him all night and they don't have a turnover. Right?
And he a better defender than Jaylen Brown.
Last year he shot 38 from 3, and people were saying the same thing. Oh, look, Shai's added the 3, and then he went and shot 28% in the playoffs. So
did he shoot 38?
The same thing could happen this year.
Season?
He
shot
38% from 3 on the season last year, and shot more of them last year.
A lot of times, Mars, like especially so like in basketball, you can run something like a certain type of defense, a certain type of scheme, and the offense might be scoring out of it, and you still stick with it because you know, like, hey, just give it some time. It'll crack. You know what I mean?
Like running a football in football.
Right. Because I don't have to win by anything but 1 point. All I have to do is just win. I don't have to. There's no like we're not doing point differential. None of that. That shit don't matter. All I gotta do is win the game. So I understand like when he was averaging, what'd you say, 2.6 direct point. Out of direct touches. I see that and I understand that. But at the end of the day, those last couple possessions are what really matters. It's like we still have to get the ball out of his hands. And I know we've gone over this a bunch of times. I'm like beating a dead horse, but I can't watch from the sideline as the best player on the court is single coverage, and I'm just begging for him. You know, we're just praying. You know what I mean? Like, nah, I have to send not Aaron Gordon. I have to send Tim Hardaway. I'm talking about while the ball's in the air coming to Shai. As soon as he catches the ball and looks, he has to see whatever number Tim Hardaway is. Yes, as soon as he catches the ball and gets this way or spins back this way, the first thing he has to see is a defender sprinting full speed, hands up at him. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I understand it's easier said than done, but this is but that's basketball.
They're in the bonus. That's tough. I think that you could catch him by surprise. That you might have been able to get a steal if you would have blitzed him on the catch.
You know, and that's all I'm saying. Like I understand like what happened. I understand what Penn is saying. Like, yeah, they loaded up here. They got what they. And my point, Penn, is that we should have wanted something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we got what we wanted, but why did we want that? You know what I'm saying? We should have wanted something else, and that's all. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, Monday night quarterback, and that's all I got right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm gonna do. You know, I'm saying like, yeah, let's try something different.
What are the Spurs doing that's so much different, or is it Wemby? Is Wemby
a lot of it is Wemby. Yeah, a lot of it is you have Wemby in the paint that can kind of just mess everything up. And then like Stephon Castle is very physical at the point of attack. So like when you have that combination, it makes the court seem so much smaller. So
it's because I'm like looking at it, I'm like, why are his teams not following and looking at that? You know what I'm saying? One team has number 15 in the middle of their paint. One team has a 7'5" alien. The things you could do defensively are a bit different based on the personnel you have.
SGA,
and only one team has
better at the basket. He's better from mid-range this year. And despite Mars's point that he shot 38% last year, I'm going to be very, very stickler on the 37.5 versus 38.3. It is mildly better this year, even the volume is a little bit lower. So I'm just saying, we've talked a lot on this channel about when do guys stop improving, you know, when is the peak, when's the prime, when's the peak. I don't think we've seen peak SGA yet. And that should be very scary. I think there's one more level up. There's like one more level up. You know, this guy is a workman. He's a bit of a late bloomer too, Cho. He was the 11th overall pick for a reason. He wasn't exactly.
I think we're in the beginning stages of peak SGA.
I think
we started prime SGA.
I think we saw it's crazy to say that because
about
Cho,
3 years ago.
2022, 2023, he was a top 5 MVP vote, right? He finished 5th, then he finished 2nd, then he finished 1st, and this year he's probably going to finish 1st again. I think next year can be a unanimous MVP vote. Like, unless Wemby takes some crazy level up, I really think he's
never going to win unanimous league MVP as long as Wemby's in the league and he's healthy. He's never going to win.
I was gonna say at this point, can we say that John Calipari is the best at recruiting guards? in college basketball history.
We've
I
been
mean,
He's
he
had
just-
some names. He's had some names.
Darius Acuff just got
Darius
Kyrie.
Acuff. Look at Arkansas, but look at Shea, Devin Booker, John Wall, De'Aaron Fox.
It ain't hard to sell.
I'm
gonna
about
make your
to be on
dreams
my
come
Ox
true.
shit right now.
But look at all these other guards that have gone to all these other colleges. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
cool.
But look at all these guards that came through John Calipari that have gone.
John
crazy.
Calipari,
Devin
is
Booker.
the ultimate salesman.
Jamal Murray too.
Jamal.
Jamal Murray.
But a big part
De'Aaron
of college
Fox,
is
Malik
recruiting.
Monk.
And if John Calipari's great at recruiting, then he's
Reed
great at
Shepherd.
Shepard.
The reason why he great at recruiting because he knows
Reed
that you got-
Shepherd.
you got dreams, Ron, and I'm gonna make your dreams come true. This ain't just about me winning games.
That's a good recruitment strategy.
Exactly.
He had Tyreek and D Rose too.
Yeah,
He
you
has
still got to see
Tyreek,
talent. You
D-Rose,
still got to see
De'Aaron, yeah,
He got a top 10 pick
Well,
potentially
Tyrese-
coming this year
Tyrese
as a
Maxey,
guard.
He had Tyrese Maxey as well.
Oh, did have Maxey.
Come
We
on,
sleep-
None of them
we
are Kyler
sleep on
Lewis,
Maxey.
but yeah, he
y'all
was
didn't
having-
say quickly. I'm disappointed. Fuck.
Oh yeah, he had.
Also-
Oh, he
Hey,
did have Quigley. That's right.
Yeah,
Come
he
on,
did.
come on, chill.
If
Come
we're
on, chill.
also if we're gonna be a stickler for the 37.5 versus 38%, Shea outside of the first 10 games of the season last year shot 39% on the season. His just first 10 games he shot 26.
Now quickly that.
Yeah, he shot 26% in the first 10 games. So it brought his overall season percentage down.
Now
But the
quickly
last
take that
66
back.
games, the last 66 games he played, he was at 39% on the season. So
I mean,
So-
you split.
so,
You
Mars,
splitting, you
I
splitting
can't-
up the season into intervals. 38.3 is higher than 37.5. This is not rocket science,
I
Mars.
don't think it's an interval. I think it's actually in the 66 games that he played
Pin and
last
Mars.
year.
Gotta bounce, fellas.
It's actually more games than he's played so far this year.
Chill. You don't want to
So,
be part of this debate
if
on
anything, if
38.3
anything- All right,
versus
chill.
My sample size
37.5.
is bigger. Merry Christmas, Joe. My sample size is bigger than yours. 66 games versus 54. Yeah, give me my sample size.
Mars, I'm looking at this again, right? From this other angle, from a fan that was
The
right
last
there in
play?
front of the shot. Yeah. And it's like not only that, but like when on the inbounds play from McCain to Mitchell, like Aaron Gordon did absolutely nothing on his defense at all.
That's what I'm saying.
He should have already been standing this way, forcing the ball back that way. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, he
shading him
should
left?
have on the catch. He should have been already standing
Right
on
next
his
to
right
him.
on his right leg. You got to go that way. I know Shay's over here. Ball has to go that way. And then but also on the catch too. Tim Hardaway's already supposed to be cheating up the lane. Already cheating up the lane.
I can agree with that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's my own. That's it. It was just a lot of defensive breakdowns.
I don't know
hell
if
of a
I
shot,
agree with
break-
sending AJ Mitchell to his left hands, but I agree with Tim Hardaway for sure.
Well, I'm
Fellas,
I'm
we
saying
have
send it-
talked
send it
about
AJ
this play
Right, right.
for
Okay.
3
Okay,
hours.
I'm just, I understand
No,
that, Ron,
literally.
but I'm just saying I'm only sending him that way just because I would rather have Aaron Gordon defending AJ Mitchell for the last shot than I would rather have anybody defending Shai for the last shot.
See, and I get what you're saying. I just disagree with. I can't leave Isaiah Joe open. I can't leave AJ Mitchell open. I can't
They
leave
did.
Jared McCain open.
I mean, they left Jared
Now,
McCain
if it's-
wide open.
if- yeah, see,
they
I-
left him wide open.
Yeah. It's I don't know. It's damned if you do, damned if you don't. But I'm
You have
cool
to
with that
leave
shot. That they
somebody
got.
open. You have to leave somebody open. You cannot guard Shea and not leave someone open.
I'm cool with what they got. Like I think that was the perfect shot that I would have wanted. I would have rather that than Isaiah Joe get a wide open 3 in the corner. I know that may sound crazy. I would rather Shai shoot that shot than Isaiah Joe. Than Tim Hardaway come out of that corner, Shai take a dribble there, a bounce pass to the corner, and he just kill us like that.
I'd rather Isaiah Joe shoot that shot.
I'd rather see
100%.
Shai shoot some shit. That's
100%.
We're not here for catch and shoot threes. Go get a bucket.
So I want AJ Mitchell going 1-on-1 with Aaron Gordon. We forcing you back that way, buddy. You can't if any
Yeah,
side of the ball.
right, Aaron Gordon, like a possession before that, went right around him.
Shit, do it
Play it.
again. Shit.
Sound like PJ Tucker. Okay.
All right, Tupac Westside said, also, y'all heard how animated that commentator was about Jokic flopping, but was dead silent when the replay proved him wrong. LOL.
That was great.
That's how it always is, though. That's how it always is with the commentators, bro.
I don't understand why you can't just say, oh damn, my bad, I didn't see that. He fucked him up. You know what I'm saying? Like simple. You
It's-
don't-
It's crazy, bro, because I just feel like, commentators, everybody, people try to like hide it, and commentating is a hard way to do it, but everybody got their biases. So because they got their biases, that shit always is gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? When it happens and people see Jokic as a flopper, and that dude showed that he's one of those people that see Jokic as a flopper. And he did not hide that on national TV, which is crazy.
Well, I think everybody knows Jokic is a flopper, but if he really got hit in the face, like he got hit right here, like it was clear as day. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't understand why people can't ever just admit that they, oh my bad, made a mistake. Yeah, he got hit pretty good. Hope it's all right.
All right. About the story 23 sent through a super chat. About the story said, totally agree with Joker's defense being bad. I also got to admit that in the playoffs, the past 3 years, he has been neutral. In some cases, good.
Yeah, I just don't think he cares about it. I just don't think he tries in the regular season on defense. That's earlier.
Yeah, at all. He don't try at all. He don't give no effort. That's just the way it is. I mean, look what happened when it came to like the All-Star game and all that stuff. It's like you can tell like the superstar players other than Wemby, like nobody cares about defense. And in the regular season, it shows too. All these offensive players that are offensively dominant, they don't care about defense. That's why they're surrounded by defensive players. These guys don't have to do it. Just, get the buckets. That's why Kawhi's an anomaly. So I agree with you on that, Ox, on that one. That's why Kawhi is different.
He is.
Definitely not Leroy. Sent through a super chat and said, to be honest, I would rather Tim Hardaway Jr. to blitz from the corner than Aaron Gordon run from behind Spencer Jones. Tim Hardaway Jr. can possibly get a deflection.
Yeah, I agree. I wasn't feeling the Aaron Gordon coming part. I definitely was the other way. But you know what though, y'all? I got a sneaky suspicion that he definitely is Leroy.
Palmer
that's
zero.
Leroy. I know Leroy.
Palmer 019 said Shai literally made the same shot the last game against Draymond for the game. That was a super comfortable shot for Shai. Mars is capping.
Oh man.
I think Miles said the shot was comfortable. Shai said the shot was comfortable. He said it. I never even argued against comfort. I just said it's not a shot that he's great at. And it's not. Yeah. Sidestep going right is difficult for any right-handed player.
For sure a difficult shot.
And Shai is not sidesteps going right from three. That's not his shot. Now he makes it. Shout out. What's he talking about?
He's trying to get you started, bro. He's trying to get you started.
What?
Hunter TV said, I know it might not matter to this discussion, but Spencer still got a damn near perfect contest. SGA is just him.
I wouldn't say perfect, but it was good. I wouldn't say perfect, but it was a good contest.
He played good defense.
I wouldn't say perfect.
What y'all got to understand about great basketball players, and I tell all shooters this, like, bro, if they can't block your shot, you're open.
Exactly.
You know
Thank you.
Like that contest shit it sounds good. It sounds good.
Exactly.
You can fly at me all you want. If I can shoot my shot with the same form I shoot it with, like I shoot every day in the gym. If I shoot it, if you don't alter the way I shoot this ball or touch the basketball,
that's what I was going to say. If they make you
change or even if you don't even hit my hand, because there's points where people contest last second, and it's like one of these where it's like he didn't even hit his hand. It wasn't nothing touched. Like that's not. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like,
did you pinch him? No,
like nothing, bro. Did you jump at his legs? Like nothing, bro. Like it was. Nah,
remember a couple possessions prior to. Remember Christian Brown played defense like that and fouled him.
Right.
Like
he got
There was a play where Christian Brown played that defense. He forced him into an airball. That was one play in the mid range. Forced him into an airball. That was a hell of a contest.
But like that's his ball. I live by that. So yeah, it was good defense, Spencer. Good defense. But if you can't make them change the way they shoot the ball or touch the ball, they're open. I don't care how close you get. I don't care how close you get to that basketball. If you don't touch the basketball or if you don't make them alter the way they shoot it, their form, that's a wide open shot.
That's one of the most underrated factors of Chris Bosh. He was one of the best closeout shot blockers in the NBA when it came to jump shots and all that stuff. He was great at closing out and blocking shots, not just contesting the shot, but actually getting his hand on the ball. Mm-hmm. Like that was a big part of his game.
Miles, I got a
Well, you know-
103.
well,
I
you
got a
know, Miles-
103 fever right now. I do not have time to be hating on Chris Bosh. I don't have enough vocal power
then
to
don't
be
hate on
hating
Chris
on Chris Bosh.
Why are you hating on Chris Bosh, bro?
He hates
He's
great.
Mikey
mad,
Moore
mad
loves him.
overrated.
He hates
Mikey-
greatness. That's
Just mad because Chris Bosh was carrying the city for a little bit. But anyways, hoops never
had
stopped.
Toronto on his back.
Hoops
Right?
never stopped.
Oh
Said
my God.
fresh off 05-06 Kobe tape and last night's game, plus what we've seen over the last 2 seasons, Shai is better. is a better offensive player. Sorry, just the messenger.
It's all right. Good job, buddy.
Yeah, that's not accurate, brother. That's
Cap,
not it.
cap.
Not yet, bro. Not yet. Kobe did this for a long time, my brother.
You know the
That
thing
was
about
a
that
long
shit
time.
too. The thing about it, what I like to get into is the head-to-head matchup. Like y'all know what Kobe would do to this kid.
For real. Kobe got
I'm
that
just
dog
saying,
mentality,
like,
bro.
Kobe would make him beg for mercy.
But I
Here's
don't
a-
think either one of them would
No.
guard him.
Here's a fun little exercise. Between 2003 and 2016, how many times did Kobe Bryant shoot above 36% from 3?
Yeah.
Well,
How could I possibly know that?
03 he shot 38%. I know that for a fact.
But I said 04. 04
Yeah,
to
I know.
2016.
That's why I know
Guys
you
tend
said
to
it
get-
for a reason because I know 03 he shot 38%. I know how you do these things.
Mhm.
So I'm going to assume the answer is 0.
The answer is 0.
Yeah, see, because I know how you manipulate.
32.
So,
Whoa. Manipulate.
Yeah, you chose the year
2004
after in which he
till
shot 38%. You know what you're doing.
2016.
Yeah,
That is
so
a
you chose
12-year sample.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear nothing about large
three of them he had
sample,
a torn
small
Achilles.
sample,
3 of them he
nothing.
came off a torn Achilles, but shout out to him.
Yeah, but
But,
what's that got to do with
I
anything?
know how you
Did
use
Did he
data.
tear
I know
his
how you
Achilles
use
in
data.
2005, 2006, 2007,
I said
2008,
3 of them was
2009,
after he tore his
2010?
Achilles. But it's not bad. I know.
So time out.
KD tore his Achilles.
Pin, do you think he's
Yeah,
a better scorer? Do you
KD
think he's
is
a
the
better
best
scorer than Shai?
Achilles comeback of all time. I'm gonna tell you.
Pin, do you think he's a better scorer than you think Shai's a better scorer than Kobe Bryant? Wow. Okay.
He thought that last year. So
Really? You thought that last year?
But I mean, Miles, you know Kobe got his select haters, and you know how that goes. So
It's
we
not,
don't really.
it's not
gotta
hate.
get into it.
It's not hate. It's not hate. It's not hate.
That
That
I scored 81 on you.
points.
You know,
Them 81 points are burning right now.
yeah, he got 80. He got 81 reasons.
81
But,
reasons to hate.
Velez said Ant performs constantly in clutch games, hitting game winners and game-winning blocks in Adolph Finch's offense, and gets nowhere near this kind of love.
8 off Finch's fire.
okay.
Ant's also just not SGA. Like,
Yeah.
like, y'all gotta come on. Like, we can all admit and use our eyes and see that like it is a clear gap between Ant and SGA.
Yeah,
Ron,
100%.
are you gonna because of SGA's sudden ascent in your mind? Are you gonna reconsider your entire hater agenda on Canada?
You hate Canada, bro?
I mean,
I
he
love
really
Canada.
does.
No, not Toronto.
He really.
I love
did.
Vancouver.
You love Hamilton? You love Hamilton, Ontario?
Hamilton, nah, not really. Nah.
You ain't ever been to Hamilton, Ron.
Hey,
Don't be hating.
Montreal, cool. Quebec, cool. Edmonton. Shout out to my people in Edmonton. You know,
Your
got love
people
for
are
you.
not in Edmonton. I promise you that.
You know my people in Edmonton.
Nuh-uh. You don't know anyone in Edmonton. Don't be trying to selectively hate on Toronto.
Don't forget Calgary though. You know what I'm saying? Make sure don't forget Calgary.
All right. Well, Jonathan Paul said Shai is good, but no player has had a dominant impact to be known as a generational player. We in an era of parity for real. Let's see who wants it.
What?
He's saying no player in this generation is generational because they haven't had a dominant impact.
What?
No player in this generation is a generational
I think that's
talent.
stupid. Yeah, I think that's
Like what?
It sounds
there's
like he's the
multiple
type where he
generational
wants, he wants somebody to run off like a three-peat or something like that. Then he could call him dominant.
But that's why a lot of these players
That might have been Jordan's
generational.
burner.
But that's why a lot of these players are generational because they can't keep running it back because there's so many generational players. There's so many solid players.
That
Like,
doesn't
come
make
on,
any
bro.
sense. Sorry.
How does that not make sense? That there's
the
so many
definition
generational
of-
players?
There can't be so many generational players
Why not?
because the definition of generational negates that.
Why is that?
What does generational mean?
No, I want you to explain to me how it negates it.
Because the term generational negates the fact that there could be many generational players. If there are 6 generational players, then that doesn't make any sense because the whole concept
How
of
many
generation,
generational players can there be, Pin?
like 1 every 5 to 7 years.
One every 5 to 7 years?
Yeah,
So
that's
is Giannis-
the definition
is
of generational.
Is Giannis, in your opinion, a generational player?
Sure,
It's Shai.
sure,
Is Jokic?
sure. And
Okay,
that's
so you're saying
and that's 3 over the last 10 years.
But there's more that we
Well,
can name.
10 divided by 3 is
I mean, you could also
Less than
name
5.
Wemby, but then my point
that's less
is
than
kind of
5.
like you have to.
Wemby, is Luka a
It's just-
generational player?
I don't know, man. I think you're gonna have to draw the line somewhere else. Like,
what about Joel?
no,
Luka?
He doesn't think so.
I think you're confused in Pin.
no, it's
Scotty Barnes?
it's
Joel
not- it's-
Embiid isn't a
Got your
generation.
ass now. Scotty Barnes?
He's a generational defender.
Oh my!
Scotty definitely generational. You can't think of another.
You're
player
so
like that.
biased. You're so biased, bro.
We're really saying Embiid wasn't generated. Shout out to you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm just
Embiid's
saying,
not
no,
generational.
math-
I'm just saying, like
the math
if-
is math in Pin.
No.
Math
If
is not math,
if you're talking like their skill sets are generational, like the way they do X, Y, Z is generational. I get that, but if you're talking about their impact as a player is generational, then I have to question what the hell is generational.
Then
I can't name 5 players who have been more impactful than Joel Embiid in this generation.
But that's not the question.
Not just the impact. My bug.
No, the question is if you are generational in terms of impact, right? Then your impact is such an outlier that it would come along every generation. Shaq was generational because you hadn't seen anything like him, right? Wemby is generational in the sense that you haven't really seen anything like him, but his impact is not generational. Wemby's impact right now is not generational. His impact on defense is generational.
So
His
time
impact
out. Was Kobe and Shaq generational?
I don't know about Kobe being generational. I know that Shaq was generational.
All right, y'all. We gotta, you know, we have to. Big Za, OOJJK, the GOAT anime, said, I swear if y'all compare another guard in the league to SGA, you need to be shamed.
Shout out SGA.
Right. Yeah.
Tupac Westside said, good morning, Penn. Gotta disagree. I know SGA isn't super charismatic, but he comes off as an everyday guy. And I think that's what makes him cool.
Look, personally, I think he's very cool, but I just don't think that most people agree with that. I think a lot of people hate on him because he gets a lot of foul calls. I hear a lot of people kind of joking about how he takes super long to answer questions, how he's super philosophical. And I just don't think that's ever going to pertain. He has a big vernacular, you know, like he like uses words that his message is not, you know, it's not Kobe. It's not MJ. It's not.
Basically, he's too smart for common folk.
I don't know if he's too smart, but he definitely sounds too smart. He's too thoughtful. I think that's the word. He's too thoughtful.
I feel like he's more social media trained than those guys are. I think he's doing
social
a lot
media
of stuff.
trained.
I think he's doing a lot of stuff for social media. A lot of stuff he says, a lot of the phrases he says is like social media stuff. He knows people are gonna look back on it and quote what he says on their captions or their photos or whatever. It's like for me, you look at Kobe and stuff, he's just speaking from Michael, he's speaking from the heart, like, hey, we got 2 more fucking games to win. This shit ain't over. Like, let's fucking go. You know what I'm saying? While he's over here giving philosophical quotes and shit. And not even
He's
philosophical quotes.
If I give you
the answers. I just got to see the questions.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like Kobe's not saying no shit like that.
Miles? It sounds like an industry plant.
See what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's
industry
like,
player.
I don't know, man.
What was the series
weird
where a whole bunch of Chicago reporters picked the Bulls to lose, and then Michael came out and said, "We took care of you. We took care of you, and then tomorrow we're gonna take care of you." What was that? Was it against the Lakers or the Portland Trailblazers? I don't remember. All I remember is that shit is absolutely memorable.
100%. Just like
That
Kobe
ain't
sitting up there
philosophical.
saying,
He just talking his
Kobe,
shit.
just like Kobe sitting up there saying it's not done yet. Is the job done? The job's not
ain't
done.
yet.
But he wasn't doing that for social. That's just Kobe being a dog. That's just Kobe being Kobe. Like the job's not done. He's talking just like that in the locker room with all his teammates too. Like the job ain't done. Like y'all better get this shit together. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's those people that sit back and try to think of some old, super
Exactly.
in-depth ass shit to say, like, oh, I want to make sure I hit it. And this is I'm just talking my shit. I just got to get this off real quick.
Right.
Yeah, we don't want that industry plant shit, SGA.
Go to the Moon 02 said, after last night, we should make a petition for Luka's trash ass to retire. SGA and Ant clear that bum. Also, SGA right now peaking higher than Kobe and Steph? Question mark.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Kobe,
Not yet.
no. Steph, after this season,
Steph got 4 rings, bro.
If things continue to go how they go, we could potentially talk about Steph.
Please define what is Kobe's best season.
We don't need
2006, 2009, 2005. What the hell is it?
2002 to 2011. You pick a season. Hey,
Done.
take them, put them in a hat, shuffle it around, pick it,
peak.
whatever year you want to do.
You said peak.
2002 to 2011. Khalil Season sent through a super chat and said, I know a guy who was signed at training camp that can help the Knicks or the Nuggets bench right now. Seriously, Jose Alvarado, trash. Bruce Brown, trash.
Oh, that's tough. Nah. I think Jose Alvarado, especially in the playoffs, is going to turn it on to another level when it comes to the Knicks, especially coming off that bench and playing in his hometown. And I think Bruce Brown is underrated for what he does for a team. Like, if you really watch him play, like actually watch a full game of him on the court and see like the extra shit that he does for his team, he's like a Josh Hart. He does all the shit that, a lot of players don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? Running after loose balls, like jumping up and jump out of bounds to throw a ball back, like all that stuff. Nah, Bruce Brown is solid, man. And he makes a shot when he really needs to. He makes a shot when he needs to. I like Bruce Brown.
Teddy Hart sent through a super chat and said, I know playback is dead, but y'all should still do YouTube live watches for hyped games, in my opinion. If y'all were live last night, it would have been fire. Teddy, you never know what's on the way, man. Hey, you ask and maybe you shall receive. But I appreciate everything you've been doing today, Teddy. Appreciate the super chats. Appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate you staying engaged with the conversation. If you are watching right now, 3 hours and 30 minutes into this episode and you haven't liked the video, come on.
It just froze.
Really? Really?
No, you're moving. You're moving. I see you moving, bro.
Yeah, you just waving to us.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. You can't hear us?
He can hear you, Miles. He just playing with you.
You look like he's trapped in an oil painting, Ron.
Look, he couldn't hear us. See, look.
He sent himself to the back. I'm looking at him. He's back there
Ron,
laughing, playing.
Fox, you got control, right?
See?
We back. All right, we back. Let's get it. All right. Raging Red Rex sent through another super chat and said, SGA, if I remembered, had nearly 2 points per direct touch on double teams last night.
Yep, that was right.
Insanity.
Crazy.
Tupac Westside said, morning, Drench. Did you criticize the Clippers for guarding Joker one-on-one and not adjusting because it wasn't working?
That's when he had 53. I
think so, yeah. It was 53.9. He went crazy on it.
I don't think he did, Tupac.
I don't think so.
MB34012 said the Clippers the most entertaining watch in basketball. Unc really said Pip got a better handle. Shaking my head.
Yeah, shout out to Ben Mathurin, man. 28 points off the bench. It's dope.
They said that they're the most entertaining team. Yeah.
Let's not get caught too much up on what Chill said about Scotty and Kawhi. Let's just enjoy what Kawhi is doing. Let's just keep praying that John Collins will make a speedy recovery and we'll get him back on the court really soon.
Did y'all catch Rick Carlisle's quote on Ben Mathurin? He came out of the womb with 20 points.
Benny like that.
And let's hope that John Collins does not see Anthony Edwards when he's in the paint. Let's hope that as well.
It'll be okay. Because if If he see John Collins in the paint, and Edwards still got to see Kawhi everywhere else.
That's true. That's true.
It's all good.
Just passing B. Just passing B said, for the record, or for the 20-point record, free throws, Shai 1,144, Wilt 2,048. Don't let anyone downplay this.
Yeah, teams were fouling Wilt on purpose.
Yeah, 100%. But you got to think about this also. Like, Wilt was a big man back in that time when big men weren't expected to even make a simple jump shot. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if Wilt was in this day and age, and it was like big men had to be able to shoot free throws like a Karl Anthony Towns or Joel Embiid. I mean, the scoring matchup wouldn't even be close. It would. I mean,
even to that point, that might not even be.
close.
I don't think that's all that good of a point because like Wilt wasn't that good of a free throw shooter. So imagine if they weren't intentionally fouling Wilt and he was able to actually go score, on possessions where he left with 1 or 0.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He would have been
And
dominated.
not only that, y'all. Imagine if Wilt was out there flopping.
Yeah.
Getting the ball talking about,
And imagine if Wilt got all the foul calls. And imagine Wilt got all the foul calls he was supposed to get because he was playing in a time when it was racist. So imagine if he got all the foul calls he was really supposed to get.
Yeah, imagine doing that with racist referees. Come on,
exactly, bro. Like, come on.
I mean, you do know Willis Reed shot 75% from the free throw line for his career, right?
That's
I'm not
dope.
just that. Yes, it is so. So it's not like big men just.
But
not
on average,
supposed to shoot.
What that got to do with
What-
Wilt?
I don't-
on
what
average,
the
look at the big man. Look at
He
the
played
big
in
man-
65. That's what it
Look
got
at
to
the
do
big
with
man's
Wilt.
free throws on average.
man.
Look at Bill Russell's free throw percentage.
Yeah, Bill
See
Russell
what
was
I'm
a
saying?
notoriously
Yeah, but
horrible
Willis
free
Reed
throw
wasn't
shooter.
shooting the free throws for Wilt.
Yeah, but he was a big, and I'm just negating this idea that big men just not supposed to shoot free throws.
So
That doesn't negate anything. That doesn't negate
You're negating it with
anything.
one person. You're negating one person.
That's just not how that works.
Okay.
You got to give me more than one. You got to give me at least 10.
That's like when the movie White Man Can't Jump drop, and then they be like, "Well, you seen Mac McClung?" yeah, I see Mac McClung, but these niggas still ain't got no bounce.
All right, y'all. The next super chat is from See Some. Fellas, I'm trying to get out of here. Me and Penn, we both got the flu, and it's crazy hot over here.
Don't worry about it. I'll knock the flu out you.
Okay.
Yo. See some said Steph versus France in the Olympics is more clutch than anything SGA has ever done. Even the overtime half court buzzer beater versus OKC in 2016 to keep pace for 73 wins.
I'm being real. That clutch shit in the Olympics was crazy. Like, let's be real. Let's be real, bro. That shot, he shot over 2 defenders with LeBron James and Kevin Durant asking for the ball. Come on, bro.
Yeah, no, that was ridiculous.
This isn't Isaiah. This isn't Mitchell, Isaiah Joe, and Mitchell asking for the ball. This is KD and LeBron. Like, come on, bro. Like, nah. Different level of clutch, bro.
But the beauty of that was, they might have been open, but they didn't want the ball. Like they shoot that. Like Bron is making sure to get Steph the ball. They're looking off amazing shooters to give Steph the ball. You know what I'm saying? And KD was kind of out there. Like if you seen, like there were certain clips when KD was kind of just looking at Steph while they were playing, and you could see like Steph looked like that single dad that see his ex-wife like, man, I want my family back. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga was looking like, man, I want to go home.
Right?
Man, shit,
He went crazy right there.
Man.
He went crazy, bro.
Steph ain't nothing to play with, bro.
Nah.
Military Man said, math teachers argued with me for 45 minutes about MJ over Bron and got fried. Shai is MVP, by the way. Military Man, you was out here frying your math teachers?
I'm confused about what
Military
his argument
Man
was.
like
Which one was Military Man choosing? Was he choosing MJ or Bron? I'm confused.
Bron for sure.
Oh, Bron. Wow. Okay.
Got it. Well, it depends on how old Military Man is.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Military Man, you out here arguing with mathematicians.
I think he's 18.
Come pull
or
up to the
19.
panel.
If Military Man is kind of younger, he might be going with MJ. But if he's like between the ages of like 23 and 32, he probably going with Bron.
Oh,
Now
that's
he's
real.
definitely going with Bron because he said the teachers tried to argue MJ over Bron and got fried.
Oh, okay. Damn, that's interesting. All right.
Because it's
Wow.
like Bron been in the league so long that there's like youngsters now that didn't really even see early Bron, and so they're still like they're starting to go back. It's like it used to be Jordan, then it was Bron, and now it's starting to kind of go back to Jordan. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
King Shai Solomon said, quote unquote, they were putting us in D-Wade convos. Fuck out of here. He the best in the world for a reason. Second PG ever, or second best PG
Or second PG to ever be best in the world after Magic.
What?
Top 3 to 4 PG peak, top 4 point guard ever.
Second point guard after Magic, so he's better than Steph Curry?
No,
he
he's
was saying-
just saying as far as point guards go, he's only the second point guard to ever be best in the world. Like there was a point when Magic was the best in the world at the point guard, and after that, no other point guard ever been best in the world at the time. You know what I mean? So,
So
I'm really
think
not
that's
mad
actually
at Shai's a top 5 point
kind of a
guard.
fair statement. Like that's kind of a fair statement, depending on how you feel about Steph.
In 2016, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess so. I don't think I ever had Steph best in the world.
So very, very quickly, you said about, I think it was 6 minutes ago, I need to give you 10 players.
10
to
players.
To negate your point. I have
Yes,
you 10
sir.
players.
Well,
So
what's
in
up, what's up?
1965, here are your power forwards and small forwards who average above 70%.
Small forward?
Small forwards.
Sorry.
Why you give-
No, power forwards
Oh,
and centers.
okay.
Sorry, my bad.
Okay.
Power
Oh,
forwards
all
and
right,
centers.
cool.
Power forwards and centers
We'll
who
allow it,
average
we'll allow
above
it.
70% from the free throw line, and were prominent players. I'm not talking about guys. who
And
played
how many were they shooting?
They're shooting a lot. Okay. Jerry Lucas, Willis Reed, Luke
Okay.
Jackson, Zelmo Beatty, Dave DeBusschere, Rudy LaRusso, Tom Sanders, Leroy Ellis, Ray Scott, Bob Pettit. There's your 10.
But that's like 6 white boys.
So,
that don't count.
you forgot that part. You said you my bad. I didn't know.
Also,
I don't know they couldn't be white. My bad.
Also, some of those guys are small forwards as well. So like Sanders is also a small forward. Dave DeBusschere plays small forward and power forward.
Oh, yeah, you didn't think he was going to fact check you, huh?
No,
The other-
six,
also-
7 power forwards. These are power forwards.
No, Dave DeBusschere played both. He plays small forward. And
Yes, I
power
know
forward.
that, but I'm saying like he is a big. Regardless
Six-
of how you put it, is a big. Anton Jameson
Six-
is a big.
Is Jason Tatum a big?
In today's NBA?
Antoine Walker.
Yeah.
So that's my point. Antoine Walker.
Antoine Walker's not a big.
Like
Antoine Walker played small forward and power forward.
but
Yeah, but he's not
Anton
a big,
Jameson
though.
played
he's
small
not a
forward, power
big.
forward.
He's not a big.
Tobias
though.
Harris plays small forward, power forward.
Tobias Harris is not a power forward. Tobias
Antoine
Harris
Walker's
is
not a
small
big,
forward.
bro.
Yeah, Antoine Walker's not a big either.
Either
big is
way,
like
either
Jermaine
way,
O'Neal,
Penn.
like,
Either
all
way,
this
Penn, you cheated and you know you cheated. You can't throw a bunch of white boys on the list about good free throw shooters. That's crazy. That's
All right,
crazy. Man.
fellas.
You
gotta keep it-
you're
that
cooking,
was
you're
not part
cooking the
of-
books, man. You're cooking the book.
That was not part of the agreement.
King Shai Solomon said, number 1, Shai's the most skilled guard ever. Number 2, Shai's a top 4 point guard. Magic, Steph, Oscar. Number 3,
Wow.
Shai's the best guard since Baldy. Who's Baldy?
Michael.
Oh. And number 4, Shai's better than Kobe, nigga. I think he was
Wow.
talking to you, Ken.
Say what?
Wow. That's crazy.
Nothing.
That's crazy.
I'm
Wow.
I'm
Shai's better
rocking
than
with Shai
Kobe is
right now.
crazy.
I don't want to make it seem like I'm pushing back against anything. Shai is great. Like, and we didn't even really talk about the 126 games tying Wilt's record. That's what I wanted to really talk about today. Like he's being consistent. He's peaking at an all-time level. His team is winning. He's doing miraculous shit. I'm giving Shai his flowers. And he's slowly but surely moving up my list with each and every accolade and piece of consistency that he's going with. I just don't have him with Kobe Bryant. That is it's just levels. He just he ain't got there yet.
Okay.
100%.
So I'm sorry, I just completely disagree with that.
You think Shai is better than Kobe Bryant?
Yeah, I've already gone there multiple times, man. Like I really like it's not better overall necessarily, but it is better as a scorer. Like if you want to take like the MVP season that Kobe had where he had like a really, really good team, you know, you look at the numbers, right? The numbers are very much in Shai. You know, like I really don't understand how you can make an argument against it. I don't. Better 3-point shooter, better from 2, better around the rim, better from mid-range, better from the free throw line. What are we arguing?
Tell the niggas score 81.
You got to score 81.
Hey, you know a nigga that could score 81? Show me.
I guarantee you, if Sam Mitchell coached against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and had this idea that he was have Jalen Rose guarding his ass,
he plays against bum ass coaches all the time.
Those bum ass coaches are
in a bum ass
him.
league.
Yeah, I think you need to go back and watch that. I think you need to go back and watch that. You know, Chris Bosh was on the court, by the way. Chris Bosh was on the court in that 81-point game, by the way. Mr. Defensive Anchor, Mr. Trying to stop, couldn't stop shit.
You know, hey, Wemby was on the court.
Nobody on that team could stop nothing.
Wemby was on the court when Embiid scored 70.
That's real.
I'm saying, like,
and how old was he?
That. You know what? Let's just get back to the super chats. King Shai Solomon said, to be fair, Shai is a millennial, so he does talk different than SGA and Kobe.
What the fuck?
I think he meant to say another name than SGA. I don't think he meant to say.
Michael
I think he probably meant to say, yeah, MJ and Kobe. But he's complete. 6'6", family man, plays like Kobe, athletic, black, charismatic. King Shai Solomon, you are glazing today. God damn.
Oh, glazing.
But I'm not mad at it though. Like SGA is like that. Like I have no hate towards SGA. Mr. Burnout 3005 became a YouTube member. Shout out to Mr. Burnout. Max C2894 also became a YouTube member. Shout out to Max C2894. We got 2 more members chats, and then we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. Bino Bapelli said, move on. Pin is confused. I didn't think you were confused, Pin. You're just, you know, you're a little sick today. You're a little stuffed up. You know, a little nauseous, so it didn't really come out.
But you realized there was no load management, right? Because as I told you, the Euros, we don't believe in that load management bullshit.
You see, Big Ox just jumped off. He couldn't keep up with the pace. You know, hey Miles, I appreciate you for stepping in the ring and being able to go to full 12 rounds. You know, a lot of people can't do this.
Man?
Mars dropped off, Chill dropped off, Jordan dropped off. You know, everybody else would have dropped off, but you know.
Yes, sir. Let's get it, man. Seattle, you know how we do. Yes, sir. Come on.
Football breakdown with the last members chat of the day said, what they gonna say now? MVP, an exquisite watch. Wanted Jokic's defense. Last seen, never. Jokic close out on a 3-point shooter challenge. Impossible.
I agree.
He squeezed a lot of points into that.
I agree with everything he's saying there. Jokic is a horrible defender. Shai would probably be MVP, and Jokic never 6 defense. But hey, the one thing they both have, they both got MVPs and they both got a ring. So you know what I'm saying?
Who doesn't have that?
No, I said that's what they both have.
No, I'm saying who doesn't have that. I assumed that you were saying that they have that, but then there's maybe a person who Mars said was very good who don't have that.
Who is that?
Shout out to Joel Embiid. He ain't got no ring. He ain't never gonna get a ring.
He will never get one. You're right. He will never get one. But at the same time, he is MVP though. MVP.
You know what all of Mars's favorite players have in common? Ringless.
No, really.
Ben Simmons.
Yeah, Mars. They missing this. Mars. They missing this.
Damn. Musa Diabate probably not gonna get one either now.
All right, fellas, it's been fun and it has been real. Yo, Miles, can you tell the people where they can catch you at on a day-to-day basis?
Yes, sir. Yes, please catch me on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram at waterwa.durr. I appreciate anybody that taps in. Got a lot of good content on the way. And I appreciate y'all having me on again. I always enjoy joining y'all on Players Choice. And, you know, we always have good NBA talks on here. It's always good stuff.
Yes, sir. Go follow my man Wilder. Pin, I appreciate you for coming through. We'll be here the same time, same place tomorrow, but it's just It's going to be a better show. Also, we'll see you guys in the Motor Center. We have a live show in the Motor Center. Make sure to pull up, get your tickets now, and come watch Kawhi Leonard play against Denny Avdia and watch our first ever live panel show in the Motor Center. We'll see you guys there. We out.
Peace.